enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good old Jay Leno. A true friend of the show.
A lot of hijinks going on in his career.
Well, he's got his last show tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight is it. And then he takes a couple months off, and then he kicks everyone's ass when he goes earlier.
Yeah, when's he come back, do you know? In September?
You were the one telling me he takes a couple months off.
I think it's September.
I thought he was moving into his time slot
Like right
Monday.
away?
Right. I don't know, to be honest with you.
I think Conan starts Monday, and he's Leno's last guest tonight.
Wow.
Well, you guys...
Yeah, and how long has he been there?
Jay, 17 years.
Holy
93.
shit.
Yeah, there's a picture in the paper of him with barely gray hair. And now we all know him with that just tiny little patch of black hair in the middle.
Little skunk head.
Yeah, a little skunk thing happening. Did you guys see Billy Crystal last night on Leno?
No.
Oh, it must have been great. I know. Jimmy won't say anything about it. Billy.
And Mark and I did all of those Oscar medleys that we did for 8 years, and we put something together especially for you. Like,
What a fucking hack! God, do I hate Billy Crystal? I'm sorry, I just hate him.
Why do you hate him?
It's and we
seems like
put
a nice
something
guy.
together. Did you? He has
He's
been
old
funny
school,
since
though.
Soap.
Oh, yeah, he's old school.
But he's
But
not.
he's not supposed to be.
He's
old
not
school.
supposed to be old school.
Yeah, is he?
Really,
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Old school. I mean,
All
a lot of
right.
guys are old school.
All right, Jim. I'll listen with an open mind.
I saw him in a restaurant in L.A. once. His head is gigantic.
Yeah. Wow,
Physically.
Jay
Physically gigantic.
with Michael Jordan.
Wow, look at Jay with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's making another comeback.
Is he?
No.
for you, like we did the Oscar medleys. Mark? It's a wonderful night for...
I don't know if we can do this.
all right, look.
It's way too early.
All right, look.
It's Friday.
What is he thinking?
I don't know.
Does he think it's 1950 all the time?
Come on.
What is he? He's singing show tunes every time you see him.
Well, you got to give the song a chance.
Yeah,
though. I mean,
it's
I haven't
far.
heard
Oh, to
it.
establish?
Yeah, I mean, I'll run it,
It's
Jim.
a
Oh.
wonderful time.
Well, did he go? And I'm glad to see you moving on. Jay, I'm glad to see you moving on, because that's what I did after Katrina. Let's hear it for me. Shut up. You're not black.
We put something together especially for you, like we did the Oscar medleys. Mark? It's a wonderful night for Leno, Leno, Leno. This is it.
Well, what happened
I'm
now?
freezing from the douche chillery that he is putting off.
What? He put a lot of effort into this.
Did he?
Yeah, Jay's second to last show.
It's a wonderful night for Leno. No one knows what that song is. No one cares. It's some show tune that is so inside that. Does he think anyone is watching this going, oh my God, he's doing It's a Wonderful Something song, and this is so great?
Did you
Or are they
ever-
just going, oh my God, it's Billy Crystal with another washed up hack singing bit?
Did you ever like him?
Like I said, he was funny in Soap. And that
Wow,
probably was
Soap?
40 years ago. I don't even know.
What is he doing? Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Ugh.
All right, I'll try to get through this.
Well, Red paddled me for something else.
Oh.
Thank you. Let's go back to the Billy Crystal song.
I got to pull the red paddle out. Someone inadvertently
All I could tell you-
published stuff, and I got to make sure it's readily available.
I could-
Readily.
I can tell you this much.
Yeah.
You know, the show here at Sirius XM takes so much time off that all the members of that show actually have second jobs.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
Oh, you saw something?
Yes.
Good.
Must be nice. Must be nice to work part-time in radio so you could have an actual another job in the media. It's amazing.
Whatever works.
Yeah. As we, the workhorses, sit here pumping out great shows day after day.
Listening to Billy Crystal. Wow, wonderful.
Right.
Oh.
Back to the song.
Here are the things we will miss most about Jay Leno.
Right?
That you...
Oh, wait, it might have skipped forward.
Oh, it
man.
did.
I'm
That's
sorry.
another fucking show tune.
I'm sorry. It might have skipped forward.
Oh, God, he's not funny.
Huh? He was funny in that movie.
funny. What movie?
Would
analyze this or analyze that? Oh,
yeah, but you got to.
He was nervous though, Ant, because at any moment De Niro could have killed him because he's a mob guy.
He's crazy.
And he's like really getting crazy by associating himself with mob guys.
Yes, Jim. What were you gonna say?
I mean, I know you want to you got to give the song a chance.
I'll let it establish.
Yeah, I mean,
I got to give it a chance.
Jesus,
that was just his TV.
All right, Jimmy, very excited to hear the song, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you excited to hear the song, Jimmy?
I like Billy a lot, so
yeah.
This is it. Here are the things we will miss most about Jay Leno. That chin, that fabulous chin. It starts in Burbank and reaches Berlin.
But that's impossible. No one's chin is that big.
Goes from Burbank to Berlin because he had to find a city that rhymed with chin.
Oh, is that why? I thought he was just picking two cities that started with the letter B.
See, because it's so big. That exaggerated humor is so funny with him.
And reaches Berlin. You ought to put some wheels on it and take it for a spin. That chin, that chin, that chin. People are stupid when Jay goes walking.
Don't fucking do the Doors, motherfucker. That's my band.
The Doors should be hitting his ass on his way out of show business. I can't. I am fucking embarrassed listening to this.
People are saying just move past this.
I have the embarrassment.
Jimmy, should we move past this? This wasn't the way we were going to start this fine Friday show.
Well, I mean,
such a downer.
It's really up to Jimmy. Should we move on, Jimmy?
Well, it sounds like you guys are not enjoying the song. I mean, I happen to like Billy.
Bill.
I wish I could read mime, man.
I know.
I'm not a good mime reader.
At these pantomimes.
People are stupid when Jay goes walking. I see them talking, but nobody's there. You ask them questions, but I have one for you. Jay, I adore you. But what's with your hair? It's got that little black thing in it and it's all white. I don't get it. Mustangs and Mazdas and shiny Mercedes.
Look.
What's wrong?
I'm
trying to get through the Billy Crystal song from last night's Leno.
We're about 20 minutes in. I think I got to leave.
Yeah.
This is horrific.
No, this is good stuff.
And don't mistake.
They must be really
I didn't
good
say
friends.
Terrific. Yeah, he knows him so well he could goof on his chin and his hair in song.
But he was good in that movie.
What movie? Curly's Gold.
What was the original? I forgot. Oh, yeah,
City Slickers. Yeah.
Once again, getting himself in a situation that he wasn't prepared for. How is he going to get out of it?
New York Jew is riding a horse.
In the country.
Oh, boy, what's he going to do?
Very uncomfortable.
Right. Oh, is he the worst?
Did he play that role in every movie?
Yes.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Mustangs and Mazdas and shiny Mercedes, Model T Fords that he steals from old ladies, Hornets and rockets to drive straight to Mars. These are a few of his favorite cars. Bentleys and Buicks and old Lamborghinis, Chryslers, Corvettes and Mattel copter beanies, old Russian taxis that once were the Tsars. These are a few of his favorite cars. Packards and Porsches and 64 Hondas, cycles with splits that were once Peter Fondas, Jaguars and Saabs with their own built-in bars. These are a few of his favorite cars.
I know it.
Cars was the answer.
Up. Shut up.
Hey, it killed a lot of... It killed a lot of time in the song, though, Ant. Just less than Cars.
Danny found a great picture that's just awful.
Why is it awful?
Because it's Billy Crystal with his 5 o'clock shadow and his cowboy hat from City Slickers. Or that looks like a shot from Curly's Gold.
City Slickers 2, Opie. Curly's Gold.
Wasn't it? Yeah, the legend.
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry, Danny. Right.
Right.
The legend of Curly's Gold. Ugh.
What, they decided to go for his gold, and did they get themselves in a situation, Ant?
Oh, but you can't even imagine.
Being Jews from New York, were they in a situation?
Oh, because why is a Jew from New York riding a horse and being a cowboy?
That's just
It's
crazy.
outrageous to watch. You're sitting there the whole time going, what is this Jew up to? He's on a horse. Stop it. He's Meshuggah.
I fucking hate Hollywood.
And
Another movie with this situation.
gross like $80 billion because people are sheep. They fucking flock to people like him. Mm-hmm. And fucking...
Could you get an IMDb on Billy Crystal? Because I want to see how many movies he was in that he was in a situation
a situation.
that he didn't belong in.
When it's bedtime, his wife Mavis knows just what attracts. She puts on Sinatra and lowers the lights and brings out the turtle wax.
He loves cars.
Jay, this is a Latin beat that gives me such a Supreme Court kind of feeling, you know.
Oh,
whoa,
no.
whoa. What is he doing here?
Stop. He's
Whoa,
doing
whoa.
the
What is
old
he doing?
SNL bit.
What bit?
You look marvelous.
Oh, the marvelous thing.
If he says you look marvelous,
Yeah.
please prepare a best of. I will walk out this door.
You know he's going to have to say marvelous.
I know.
What else is he going to do with the Latin voice?
This is awful.
No. Jimmy, you like it?
This is what the Latin. He could use muffin the line.
What, you didn't like the marvelous thing? He was Jimmy, you all right?
Yeah, Jimmy's digging it.
I like Billy. I mean, he's old school. It's a different it's a different style.
From
that's
a
all.
different, yeah. You know what it is? Maybe I just don't. See, Jimmy's a comic, so he understands what Billy's doing here from a comedic point of view. Maybe it's hysterically funny, and I just don't see it because I don't have that kind of insight.
Jimmy's writing.
Is he?
What, just preparing for a bit later or something?
No, it's just I have a gig later, so I'm just kind of putting down some
putting
details
down
about
the plug for later. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's got some gigs. Yeah, that's no, that's good that you wrote that because you remember the gigs now. So, how about some more of Billy? I think he was going into his Fernando character from SNL.
Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
Greatest clip ever played.
Is it getting funnier?
You
now
know
that we're on
something?
Friday?
He should get an Emmy just for that line. Is there ever best line in a TV show that he could get an Emmy for?
I'm just pissed off they didn't get a 13, week series out of him.
He's fantastic.
I'd watch that show.
Yes.
Bring back that character.
Jay, this is a Latin beat that gives me such a Supreme Court kind of feeling, you know, darling. Because for 17 years, sitting behind that desk, you have looked marvelous.
I'll see you Monday.
The last time I said that was 17 years ago. Jay, there's one person above all others that you really owe a lot of thanks to for your late night success. Hugh Grant. One night he thought he'd hit the town. He parked the car with Divine Brown. Your rating soared when she went down. So thanks, Divine Brown. Jay.
All right.
Well, that was a big scoop for Jay Leno, getting the Hugh Grant interview.
Billy Crystal
After that
is
thing that
a
happened
bucket of shit.
That happened about 27 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's doing a Hugh Grant blowjob joke.
Right.
Oh, and to a song no one's ever heard.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy?
What's up?
You like that? You like the reference to something from, I don't know, from the time even...
It was. They say the thing that propelled Leno. Was the Hugh Grant interview? It was the thing that really cemented him.
Right.
Yeah,
so Billy touching on it is a great thing.
It was actually a big moment in Jay's career. At least as the Tonight Show host.
Yeah, very good.
Why are we even having this fond farewell? You're going to be back at 10 p.m. in the fall. Yes, you're moving on down.
By the way, the song has 7 minutes to go.
No, it doesn't. It's already been much too long.
He's moving on down. New time slot. Come on.
With his
That's beautiful.
Broadway type singing and
Down to prime time. You're giving our new time slot a try. Yes, you're moving on down to prime time. So I don't know why I'm singing goodbye. Hope you still do a monologue. If you do, then I'll say amen. Hope you bring Kevin Eubanks, or he'll never get chicks again. You'll be done at 11. It's the weather, you're changing my life. Now it'll be time to watch your show and still have sex with my wife. Moving on down to prime time. You'll be back in the
Come on, it's the big finish. Every Broadway show needs a big finish.
No farewell left to say. You're not going away. There ain't no need to tell you goodbye. No need to tell you. No need to tell you goodbye.
Be more funny.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Be more funny. Did you see that jerk? Are you little maggot? You make me want to vomit.
dude.
Okay, terrific.
That
I was only joking.
were you?
That's funny. I'm funny.
That
Oh my God!
could be.
Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday.
It makes it that much funnier after it's followed up by a piece of shit.
Well,
And did you hear the audience laughing
Oh,
and
they were
clapping?
Dude,
They
they
just
loved it.
he's an icon.
Well, I'm going to hear the end again. Like the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, please replay that.
The last 10?
I'm reading. At least Jack Palance is dead and doesn't have to listen to this.
Oh, poor Jack.
It's Curly.
Not going away. There ain't no need to tell you goodbye. No need to tell you. No need to tell you
Okay, faggot, what's next? Oh, dear Lord Jesus, this ain't happening, man. This can't be happening, man. This...
Oh fuck. That should be filed
Where? You want...
in the filing cabinet.
Oh, you want to play it again? Or
No. Well, you never know. Somebody archive it.
you want to file it? Or
All right.
All right, here you're going to file it, right?
Yeah.
All right, here you
I'll
go.
file it.
There you go.
What should I file it under? B for Billy or C for Crystal?
A lot of Billies out there. Go with Crystal.
All right.
C for Crystal.
Holy shit. See your fucking disc come apart like that?
You got like stripper glitter all over you.
I know. Cool.
I think somewhat in your bagel.
Yeah, that bagel's about done now, huh?
That bagel's toast.
I don't. I sure don't want to eat what was on that fucking disc.
All right, that's how we start today.
Ugh.
Want to take a quick
What
break?
is he? What is he thinking?
He's thinking and worked at the Oscars when like 1 billion people watch. So he
How
does it for
long
Leno's
ago
audience.
was that? It's like Henny Youngman getting up and doing, "Hey, tell my wife, please," and he's dead.
Yeah, but he fit in everything that Jay's known for. The cars, the Hugh Grant interview.
Well, he certainly did, Opie.
The jaywalking thing.
In humorous fashion.
The weird, like, skunk hair he's got. It covered everything.
Mavis.
Right, Jimmy? Jimmy, you liked it?
Yeah, I mean, again, Billy's an old. It's different. It's
Yeah, I understand.
He's old school.
Yeah.
Well, he's good.
Do you eat a lemon?
No,
I don't know. You like make a face sometimes.
I hate lemons.
All right.
Crowd loved it, though.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Wow,
Crowd loves
they
anything
went
when
for
all
it.
of a sudden they put up an applause sign.
The sheep.
No kidding. Mark the trucker, how are you, Mark?
I'm doing all right.
All right.
I just want to know, that was boring.
Yeah.
Very, very boring. So,
yeah.
What's next, faggot?
You messed the quote up.
Yeah, that's...
Linger, longer.
That one you got right. I'm surprised you didn't say longer, linger.
Something like that?
Well, so you said it wrong. It's supposed to be, okay, faggot, what's next? And you went, what's next, faggot? Just to be mean.
So that ain't it.
Yeah, and I think you got to punch that line in right away, too.
Yeah.
Just got to punch it in. All right, sir. Thank you, Mark.
No explanation.
Right. Whew. Holy fuck, that would have been more bearable if Oprah wouldn't have stopped it 5 million times and made it 10 times worse. That was the only way to do that bit.
Get it? Do you get it?
You get
You idiot.
Thank you, Ed.
Get it?
Who is that?
That's Brittany?
Brittany showing her box again?
Again?
That's the same picture.
Oh, that's the old school one?
Yeah, it's always good.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Her pussy's like a dog. Like every time the door's open, her pussy just runs out. Just to keep the fucking front gate locked.
Her fucking handler's got to whistle for it.
Her pussy's running down Santa Monica Boulevard.
There it is.
She's back, though, my friends.
Oh, in
She
a big
is
way.
back. As long as the father stays within 2 feet of...
Oh, God, look at that.
What?
That is a...
That's a credit card slip.
Nice snatch.
All right, quick break.
I am officially depressed.
Why? What happened?
Just some news today I'm reading.
All right, we'll talk about it next,
Oh,
Jimmy.
boy.
I'm fucking bummed.
Ooh. I saw the headline.
Fuck, man.
Can't wait to hear the story.
Could you show me the headline, Jimmy? Which one? What? Oh, I know.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, we'll talk about that next. Opie and Anthony. What's the most overused word in rock?
All right.
All right's got to be up there. All right.
I would say love or heart.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like when they're just kind of
I thought you meant like the...
lyrics.
Yeah.
Lyric-wise, yeah, it's got to be love. You're right.
Love is a big one, and heart is in a lot of songs.
Yeah. Opie and Anthony. The band Heart?
No, just the word. Just the word.
It's Friday. It's a rainy mess here in New York City. Horrible, right? Horrible.
I had a little I had a little little anecdote from yesterday. I have a little anecdote from yesterday. I had to go to the bank. You know.
Oh, I thought you were saying I had to go to the bathroom. I thought we were
I had
back.
to go to the bathroom.
We were back on the turkey chili.
No. Thank God. I had to go to the bank. So I go in there and, make a deposit, but I also had to get some cash out because I got work happening at the house. So, yeah, get a little cash.
You're old school? You still, like, get cash from a teller at a bank?
Why? Where am I supposed to get it?
ATM?
They don't spit out that much.
Whoa.
See, this was that that goes with the story. It was a pretty substantial withdrawal.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I get said cash. They put it in that envelope, those bank envelopes, but it really was kind of stuffed in there. And I'm walking out of the bank. And now, when I go to the bank, I was actually coming back from the range. So
You got your stuff on you.
Yeah.
Legally.
And of course.
Yes.
And when I'm going to the bank with large sums of money, I kind of, it gives me comfort to know that I can protect myself in case somebody decides they want to take my money away or something like that. So I'm walking out of the bank. I go to put the money in my inside breast pocket in my jacket, and I miss the pocket. It falls down, hits the sidewalk perfectly, and spits every single bill out of the envelope all over the sidewalk. It wasn't windy, but there I am in front of the bank, standing there with money strewn all over the sidewalk.
It's like a perfect storm.
I bend over to go to pick it up in front of the bank. No, now it becomes a perfect storm because now 2 Nassau County police officers are walking in as I'm picking up money, and I'm bent over, and I'm not sure if, something is visible on my hip at that point as I'm picking up a bundle of cash in front of a bank.
Holy shit.
I just looked up at the cop and went, like, oh, thank God it's not windy, and picked it up, and he just laughed. He laughed and walked away.
Oh, good.
I'm like, he's got to know who I am, because I would have thought I was a bumbling bank robber.
Was it all over the sidewalk?
It spit right out of the envelope, like and fanned out. Yeah, like a Vegas dealer.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just
Jimmy just walked in.
I missed the opening.
Right when it happened.
That's what I mean. You missed the beginning of the story.
I know.
That's why I'm laughing, because Jimmy walked in as he heard cops walking in the bank. I'm bent down. I'm not sure if my weapon is exposed, and I'm picking up money off the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I'll take it you weren't arrested because you're here.
Yeah, I was.
But I really did miss the beginning of this.
I dropped my withdrawal that I made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the sidewalk in front of the bank. Accidentally, I went to put it in my breast pocket, and I missed, and it fell on the ground and flew out of the envelope.
What a dick.
I know. I felt like quite the ass.
It means nothing today, but your rant on visiting Anthony yesterday at his house.
Oh,
I know.
I heard it on the replay. I was just one of those laughs where I couldn't stop.
I couldn't help.
Like my ribs hurt this morning.
Laugh my ass off as I was home yesterday. I'm looking around my house going, oh, my God, I am an awful host. Awful.
Are you having a party this weekend for us?
Yeah, I think the pool's done. It's all cleaned out.
Oh.
So I think pool cam.
Could you have a non-alcoholic party for me and Jimmy so we don't feel awkward?
What does that mean? Like water?
It could be funny.
Soda?
You put it on a webcam, watch you trembling as you're trying to go through the day without a beer.
The DTs.
As me and Jimmy are having a good time with non-alcoholic fun.
Yeah, it happened. Well, I don't think they're replacing the keg. We burnt out the Bud Light keg last night.
Yeah?
And from what Danny says, the Guinness keg is getting a little light.
What? How many kegs have you gone through? Are you marking the wall like I told you?
That's a good idea.
Get just like a old school,
yeah,
board or whatever with chalk and just mark them as they go. How many kegs have you gone through? At
4.
4 kegs already at your house?
Yeah, I know.
You only started getting kegs like a month and a half ago.
I know.
2 months ago, maybe.
We were having this conversation yesterday, and we finally pinpointed that it's pretty much been a new keg every 10 to 12 days.
For how many people?
1.
Oh, my God. And I have to take a Guinness shit right now.
So fucking man up and shit your pants. We're doing a show.
When you left.
That's true.
I really do. Oh, my God. It just came up.
I get a shit. Please, God, let him shit his pants on the way to the bathroom.
I think he's starting to lose his bowels.
I want Anthony to trip so bad and get fucking shit all over the back of his leg.
I think he's got weak bowel muscles.
His jacket's all... This is pathetic how sad his jacket looks.
Yeah.
Just hanging on the back of the chair with no one in it. Poor Anthony.
He's just got to take a Guinness shit. He'll be all right, Jimmy.
It's amazing how your body works, though. Like, you're doing fine 1 second, and all of a sudden, you have to shit. It's an overwhelming desire to shit. It's like, I'm doing fine. I have to shit now. Now!
We were shitting this morning together, right?
No, I walked in the bathroom. I just took a leak, and I looked under the stall, because you just do when you see one stall door closed, and I knew it was Opie's sneakers. And I wanted to start talking to him because I was at the urinal, but I'm like, I wasn't 100%. And I'm like, just feeling so uncomfortable in this place and knowing that the company would probably never back me on anything.
You could have got me. Oh, no kidding.
So the light switch, I couldn't do anything like that. I wasn't 100% sure it was you.
You could have got me back for my video I made of you on the shitter.
Oh, can you imagine if I fucking put the video camera under it? It wasn't
somebody else.
Yeah, it was
That'd be
some guy from OutQ. Falls in love with me in my hand.
Right.
I'm really depressed.
You want to go into that story, Jimmy?
Yeah, man. I'm fucking...
Your favorite band, Black Sabbath, having some legal troubles.
Yeah. And it's funny, yesterday I was...
This means the end of Black Sabbath.
It is the end
officially.
of Sabbath as we know it, yeah. I was watching, for no connected reason, I was watching my footage when I questioned them at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you can't see me, but you can hear me asking Sabbath questions. And I just found it and I was watching it. And it says Ozzy's Sour Sabbath Note. Ozzy Osbourne is going off the rails, crazy train, against one of his Black Sabbath bandmates. The godfather of heavy metal claims Tony Iommi illegally claimed sole ownership of the band's name in a filing with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So Ozzy is suing Tony for a 50% interest in the Black Sabbath trademark, along with a portion of Iommi's profits from use of the name.
Why would Iommi, sneak this one past Ozzy?
Don't know when he did
get
it.
ownership of the Black Sabbath name.
I don't know.
That sounds a little weird.
Well, Ozzy had been out of the band since... He was out of the band from, say, 1979 or 80. I think 79 they actually asked him to leave.
But he made Sabbath.
He did. Yes.
He did, right?
Yep. I'm thinking from 79 to 96, or 80 to 96. For about 16 years he was gone, 17 years, then he started...
Did Black Sabbath have a hit from 1980 to 1996 when Ozzy was not in the band?
They actually did with Dio. With Dio, Ronnie was a huge...
Ronnie James Dio rules. When he was singing for Black Sabbath, did they actually have a song that people really got into?
Yeah.
Did rock radio play it?
It was, Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules. I mean, they were actually big albums and big songs. I mean, for Sabbath. They
but
weren't
nothing like what
Paranoid or
what Ozzy was doing with the band.
But they were very successful. And so was Ozzy, though, on his own. He was doing great with Blizzard of Oz, Diver Madman, and Sabbath did great with Dio. So it looked like, all right, they parted ways. And then Sabbath hit harder times than Ozzy did. Ozzy just continued to succeed. And then Ronnie left Sabbath, and fucking Ian Gillan came in. The Manhattan federal suit also charges that Osbourne's signature lead vocals are largely responsible for the band's extraordinary success, noting this popularity plummeted during his absence from 1980 through 96. So I imagine that's probably Sharon's call, but I mean, it might be a lot of money. And it was weird, because it's funny, I was watching this last night. Sabbath did not play together at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 96. Metallica played for them. And, I don't know why, but I heard that there was some legal shit going on. There was some kind of weird legal stuff.
Oh, I'm sure this has been going on for a long time now.
Yeah, I mean, it probably had something to do with this. So it's really fucking depressing. Whatever. It's business. So they'll probably never play together as a band. So I'm lucky I got to see them at all. I probably never should have been able to see them. But it just sucks.
It's just amazing that it gets to that. I mean, come on. Ozzy made Black Sabbath. And then Tony Iommi, who's a nice guy. We've interviewed him a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he would try to get ownership of the name without Ozzy involved in some way.
Well, that's why, if you notice that Tony cannot use the name, with Dio now, they're just Heaven and Hell. They can't use the name Black Sabbath. So I guess that's a lot of what is tied into why they can't use the name Black Sabbath. This has probably been going on for quite a while. But it fucking sucks.
Let's say hi to Mongo the Trucker. Mongo!
Morning, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Good morning, Mongo.
It's funny how bits from the show kind of go to the listeners, because I find myself doing Jimmy's fa-la bit to songs every once in a while.
What bit?
And so the other day I was listening to some song, and after having a couple bowls of Raisin Bran for breakfast, and I went and shit myself.
Did you really? Good boy.
That's terrific, Mongo. Where you off to today, Mongo?
New Hampshire. I've got an oversized piece of logging equipment.
All right. Stop by F.H. Riley's. It's on the way.
Yeah, I'm sure my permit will cover New York City.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, Mongo, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, my brother says that an out-of-towner, at least a couple of weeks, stop in to F.H. Riley's.
Yeah?
Just amazing. Just amazing.
People going through Long Island?
No. Some of these guys are truckers that park, like, somewhere crazy, like Jersey, and then take trains all the way out to Long Island just to check out the place. Very cool. Should mention that that is happening, and we certainly appreciate that you care enough to check out the joint.
I haven't been out there in a long time.
We're going to be remodeling and putting French doors in the very near future. They were supposed to be in, but then the dumb rain messed us up. So I think he's doing it this weekend.
The cheesecake was very good. That was my favorite thing.
That's my sister's cheesecake.
Fucking shoveling cheesecake into my fat face.
Anthony's making duties.
He's taking a watery Guinness dump. Right now, Anthony's probably shitting so hard his legs are straight out in front of him. Poor little Anthony's probably shitting all over the back of his shirt. His fucking little gun hat.
And he's not a fan of this shit.
No, he hates shitting publicly. He hates it.
I kind of enjoy the public shit. Not enjoy it, but I have no problem with it.
I like to shit alone. Like, I almost felt bad when I walked in this morning. You were taking your dump because I know how nice it is. You get here early, and it's like fucking 5 of 6, and you're taking a quiet shit in this big bathroom, and there's no one in there.
Nice.
What's worse than when someone comes in and just takes a dump in the stall next to you? You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Because your own fumes don't bother you, but somebody else comes in and just fucking wrecks the vibe.
Absolutely. I had a problem with the wiping thing today.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just couldn't get the job done, which means there was another one poking out, waiting to happen.
Oh, you broke it off in mid-log?
I guess.
That's the worst, when you keep wiping and it just seems like an endless fucking supply.
It's like taking a brown crayon and just making a mark.
Yeah.
Clean off the mark, make another mark. Clean off the mark, make another mark.
That's where you got to wrap the toilet paper around your finger and you shove it up your
no.
ass and then you pull it out and there's fucking actually a lot stuck to it. That means there's more coming out.
So he's obviously an alcoholic and really needs a lot of help. And I think today.
Jesus.
Oh, hi,
Yes.
Aunt. Aunt's back.
Oh, Aunt is sitting gingerly. Oh no, he's got. Do you have a sour cream and onion potato chip crack?
The crap took a second. The sitting there recovering took a while.
You're sitting down sideways.
Yeah.
A little burning sensation happening.
What is it about that?
I don't know.
Why?
Your asshole feels just dirty right now.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have cranky ass.
Good. You think?
But I don't want to.
A Guinness shit at 6:15? Of course you're going to have cranky ass.
I think that.
Well, yeah.
I think what that's all about. Your asshole just opens like extremely wide. Like all
No,
right.
it's the acid.
Yeah, but also like you need your asshole to get
Why
back
does the
down to
asshole
normal.
have to get open wide for water?
Oh, well, you got
and
water
stomach
going
acid.
on? Oh, what's going on with you?
There's no food in there. I've been to his house. What was he going to eat? Fucking piece of the countertop?
Pretzels.
Oh, so you just
Wheat pretzels.
Just 2 wheat pretzels and a fucking piece of ceramic from whatever was made of ceramic. Boo.
Where were you going there?
I don't know, but I think that joke just fell out of your ass into the toilet. That's terrible. Fucking watery, acidic, awful joke.
Wow, you got acid.
Oh, yeah.
Did you eat yesterday?
Yeah.
All right.
I had some pasta. And then I had chicken parmesan. Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese and Guinness.
A little bit of, yeah. There's one more thing you need. Let's see, cheese, Guinness, and pickles to complete the shit trifecta.
That bit is so stupid, but works every time.
He's got salt and vinegar chip ass. That's what I'm getting here.
Yeah, like
That's
when you
one
walk
of Jimmy's, yeah.
and you feel like there's a potato chip in between your ass cheeks that's all
Right
raw
there.
and rubbing.
Like, why is that?
Yeah, or like
feels like granules.
it hurts. It's very tender. It's like when you dab it with the toilet paper. It's like ooh, ow, ooh.
Little dab. Ooh,
It's
ooh,
like chapped lips.
ooh, ooh. You ever, like, hours after you take a shit, decide you just have to wipe your ass again?
Oh, yeah.
You go in the bathroom and go, I just have to wipe.
I've done that. You swipe it through, and there's like a little light brown. You're like, oh boy, I was lickety split before.
Like I was, yeah.
All that is
It's like I was walking around with that in my ass.
Well, all it is condiments and gravity.
That's kind of interesting.
All this
makes sense.
I'm
It
serious.
sounds like a quirky tabletop book, Condiments and Gravity.
Condiments and Gravity.
All the
Written by Greg Hughes.
all the crap we slap on food to make it taste good, that stuff has to make its way out too. That's my theory.
And has to come out.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Mike in Ronkonkoma. Mike, you're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Oh, by the way, Kevin from Connecticut, you're absolutely right with the bathroom wipes, but we don't have them here at
No,
SiriusXM.
no. Believe
of course
me.
they rule. We all know they rule.
I actually had to sneak out. There was no one in there. I had to sneak out.
Get a little water?
With the water on the tissue.
to cool off your
as I did the
backside?
old pants around the ankle shuffle.
Jeez.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's burning.
Mikey, what's up?
Just wanted to ask Jimmy. Jimmy, wasn't it Geezer Butler who came up with the name Black Sabbath?
Yes, it was. It was taken from the movie Black Sabbath, starring Boris Karloff, and they were actually on a ferry.
Boris Karloff can eat my shit.
Nobody give 2 fucks for Bella.
So they ripped somebody else off, Jimmy. You don't like when people rip off other artists.
Well, a Black Sabbath is, it wasn't the name of another band. Originally called Earth. And before that, they were called the Polka Talk Blues Band.
Really? No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
How do you know?
Because I've heard Ozzy say it.
You're Jimmy and obsessed.
And but Geezer Butler came up with the name, and they wrote the song. It was on a ferry, I believe, from Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, I don't.
Holy shit! How does he know that?
I don't know.
I've heard them say.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's say hi to Dan in Atlanta. Hotlanta, check it in.
Dan,
what is up, guys?
What up, Dan?
I have a 2-month-old son, and whenever I get potato chip ass, the best thing to do is to steal his diaper cream and rub it all in my asshole. It's fantastic.
I could just hear him oohing and eyeing and cooing as he swabs his ass with diaper cream.
He gets mad when I steal it. Bye.
Oh, that's funny.
Diaper cream.
Would you ever use diaper cream?
I wish I had some now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Ooh. Hey, good news for New Yorkers. They turned down Mayor Bloomberg's latest idea.
What?
To charge us
Making a park out of the West Side Highway?
Yeah. Charging us 5 cents per plastic bag we use. A 5-cent tax.
Oh. Wow, they shot that down, huh?
Well, he's got to, figure out the budget in New York City, because for some reason, we're broke. New York City's broke.
Yeah.
I look around and see nothing but multi-millionaires wandering around.
Yeah.
And,
were you in the Hall of Mirrors?
But how is this fucking city broke? How is it broke?
I know, everything is very expensive here, and people pay a lot of money. And now, God, all the people in Times Square sitting on those lounge chairs, they need water and food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Christ.
You all right?
Yeah.
You look very uncomfortable.
Do I?
Yeah.
Is this Ron and Fez?
What do you mean, Ronnie? Am I rubbing my leg, Ronnie? I'm uncomfortable.
No, ever since you came back from your duty.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of...
You're not moving around.
I'm sitting erect.
I see
as
that.
They say. I'm erect.
You don't want to move whatsoever.
No.
Anyway, so the plastic bag thing was...
I'm going to spread my butt cheeks in the shower when I get home.
Oof.
That's such a great feeling. It's such a good feeling. I'm like Billy Crystal.
You want a Broadway tune and then you can riff on it?
It's such a good feeling to spread your butt cheeks. It's such a happy feeling. The water sneaks into your asshole and feels good. Ugh.
And no more creeks.
Fucking ugh.
All right, moving on. No, I was mentioning...
Well, we're moving on up, down to prime time.
I was mentioning the Bloomberg thing because we were talking about taxes yesterday.
Yes, we were.
And he's got to find, I think, $1 billion.
How about your bank account?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to bail the city out?
Yeah.
How about your bank account?
But for some reason now we have to make up for the problems New York City has.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
The people of New York. We're going to have to pay more now.
I wonder what he pays in taxes. Because, the whole tax the rich thing?
A couple $100,000 maybe. But speaking of taxes, this is where I'm leading. Craig T. Nelson. Remember him?
Was that Major Dad or was that the other one? Coach.
Coach.
I always got them confused. Major Coach.
He was on Glenn Beck's show yesterday, and he had this to say, which I don't know if this is a smart thing to do.
Very political, this guy?
Craig T?
Yeah.
He's one of these rebel guys.
Rah-rah?
Oh, yeah.
What side? Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Well,
you're talking to me.
I ain't saying shit.
All right.
Listen, you decide.
This is a democracy.
So what do you do?
It's a republic.
Are you
My God.
Thank you for saying we're a republic.
No, we are a republic, and that means that we need to be represented.
So
we're not
are you
being.
seriously?
We're not being. Listen, I'm not going to pay any more money. What these people are asking me to do.
You're seriously saying I'm not going to. You're not.
No, I'm asking Glenn Beck to promote this. I'm saying it personally, but I'm asking you.
Are you saying you personally won't pay income tax anymore?
I'm really thinking about it, Glenn, because as a
See, when someone says I'm really thinking about it,
boy,
that means they're not thinking about it.
He'll pay.
Of course,
he
he'll
has
pay.
to. But this is what we were discussing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He's fed up. He wants to be able to fight back, but you're powerless.
But how,
he can't even say. Look at him. He can't even actually say.
Yeah,
no, I'm not going to pay.
He's too scared to
He's
actually
scared.
say it. How would you get a movement like that going for real?
You can't.
thinking about it, Glenn, because as a fiscally responsible grandfather,
talking over his dentures like
there are programs that they're asking me to fund that I refuse to fund. If my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchild, who's about to be here, thank you, grandson, is not going to be educated properly, then I'm through with it.
T stands for tool. Shut up.
Wait, Craig T. Nelson is going to be a great-grandfather?
He's Poltergeist guy.
Yes, he's the father from Poltergeist.
Happened.
He looks exactly the same, too.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that kind of looked, it's not that he looks young, but he always looked old.
Yeah.
He always looked like he could have been someone's grandfather.
He looked like he was 45 when he was 25.
So he was supposed to be, that little blonde girl is supposed to be her father in the movie.
Right.
And now he's a great-grandfather.
Right, so that kid would have to have a kid who's having a kid.
Who's having a kid.
Wow.
That's pretty fucked up.
So he's fed up.
Think about it.
More and more people are fed up, but you can't get a movement going.
No, not for that.
I want to see the guy that attempts it.
Look at him. See, he does. His hair's more gray. That's about it.
Yeah.
He looks. Danny just popped up a scene from Poltergeist, the trailer, I guess, for Poltergeist, and he looks the same. I'm not paying my taxes. I guess I'm not paying.
Let's go to Mike in Colorado. Mike?
Colorado.
Hey, I was out in Colorado yesterday, got a Colorado overweight bill, or fine.
Yeah.
$93 was the actual fine. Then in little letters...
What does E-Rock pay every day for the overweight fine?
Oh.
It's a fat joke.
Anthony.
And it gets a laugh from Travis, who we welcome back with open arms.
Travis is back?
Yeah. You didn't
Travis
notice he
was gone?
You didn't even notice he was gone. I
him.
thought he was just standing sideways the whole time. We couldn't see him. He's slender.
That's what you really want to hear when you get back to work, no matter what you do for a living. Oh, what you took? Really? You took a few days off?
You know something?
Place ran real smooth without you.
That ain't really a bad thing, though. Travis is flying under the radar.
Yeah.
They call it flying under
It's
the
a good
radar.
place to be these days.
Yeah.
No, Travis does a fine job for the Opie and Anthony show.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
All right.
Mikey, so you got a $93 fine, and then what happened?
Then beside it is double that, $93 victim relief surcharge.
Victim relief. What did you do? You kill someone?
What is a victim
You were just
relief
overweight?
fund?
Yeah, I was overweight, 6,000 pounds overgrowth.
6,000 pounds.
$93 victim surcharge relief.
Do you know when they're?
What that means?
Do you know when they're loading that truck up? Do you go like, oh boy, I'm overweight?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you know it. So what happens when you go into the weigh station?
You know you're a little over. You don't really know exactly where you're at.
Do you try to avoid the weigh stations?
Yeah, you try and miss the port of entries, but they just, everybody figures out a route going around them, and after a while they just, well, fuck it, we're going to set up and we're going to get everybody anyway. So
What do they have? Portable scales?
Correct.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Holy
So
shit.
When it came across that they set up portables, I had about 1 mile to make a decision, and there was no cut across roads to get out of there, so you just kind of take one in the ass and go on. But that victim relief surcharge, I don't understand that at all.
But I think in the end you guys are ahead of the game, right? Because if you're overloading your truck and in the end you're paying $200 in fines,
You get more merchandise moved.
you're getting more merchandise moved, which I got to think helps the company, right?
Yeah.
Well, for like 6,000 pounds over, that made the truck an extra, had I not got caught, would have made the truck an extra $57. So, no, it's not really worth it.
Oh, 57.
Oh, really?
What were you hauling?
Okay, see,
feathers? Just hauling some useless item.
Yeah.
I was hauling those styrofoam peanuts for packing.
Stop your bitching and move if you want to pay less.
Shut it.
People like that are the real problem in this
that's-
country. They'll just accept whatever the system throws at them.
Listen to Craig T. Nelson.
Keep accepting what the system throws at you. Just take it in the ass over and over again.
Speaking of taking in the ass, look, Kenny just brought me Cottonelle fresh wipes.
Kenny uses them too, though.
Does he?
Oh, Kenny's asshole is an amusement park of discomfort.
I bet he uses a whole pack.
Of course it is.
Well, that's good.
All he eats is meat and potatoes.
Kenny.
What do you think is going on in the bathroom?
Oh, next break I'm going in and swabbing with these.
I live my life through my asshole.
That's what your wife says.
Every word you speak comes that way.
I should get my asshole checked. I don't think it seals properly.
Really? It's not a good seat? It's
Nah.
not sealing?
Why isn't your
the
asshole
O-ring is worn out?
Yeah. It's no good without a cock to plug it. What's funnier than accusing your friend of taking a dick in the ass? There's nothing better than that.
And there are men that do that just for fun.
There's men who love that and live that lifestyle, and it's an expression of love.
And we use it as like a joke.
Yeah, it's just like, you take a dick
you
in
took
your
a dick in the ass. Whoa, stop it.
Why isn't it sealing properly?
Yeah, what
Kenny?
happened?
What's up?
At my age, I probably got a few of them roids.
I need a ring job. Some oil's leaking through the cylinder.
Yeah, there's some dysfunction down there.
It's a horror show back there?
Yeah.
Are you throwing
Is
out?
every day, are your underwear
I was
a
gonna
mess?
say, yeah. Are you just
No.
No?
really?
No, here, because I'll tell you a big secret.
Oh.
Done a mixture of shit and cum in the back.
A lot of times I sit down to pee so I can give myself a courtesy wipe.
A courtesy wipe?
What the hell's
Yeah.
going on with you?
No, you try to stay fresh.
Kenny sits to pee.
Yeah, a lot of times
That's
so
adorable.
I can
You
do
gotta
the
get some-
courtesy
Do you
wipe.
use your hand and push your wee-wee down so it doesn't squirt out like a fountain?
Oh, boy, you're funny.
Fucking Kenny.
That is creepy.
It really
It's
is.
because he eats meat and potatoes. That's it. You're
Yeah, you
shitting
don't
like
eat
whole
veggies
potatoes,
or-
just messing up your fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
can't
gotta
wait
get
to have
some
a
other
nice steak tonight.
Yeah.
You got to get other stuff in your diet.
No. Did caveman eat vegetables? No.
I think they did.
They probably did.
I would bet they did
In
at some
between
point.
in between kills, they probably had to eat something.
They ate dinosaurs.
Yeah, they just ate meat.
Meat.
Yeah.
What kind of meat did the caveman partake in?
Brontosaurus burgers.
Fred Flintstone.
Right.
They tipped the car over when they put him on the side.
You saw that too?
Yes, Kenny. It's like speaking to a retarded child.
There's a lot of people that think that cavemen and dinosaurs did not live at the same time, Kenny.
Yeah.
Nah, I saw it in the movies.
So did I.
Oh, right. Raquel
Yeah.
Welch, that one?
Oh, Raquel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hubba Hubba.
Yeah.
All right, Dino.
Couple million BC.
That was the movie. Yeah. 1 million BC. I think it was just one, not a couple.
Yeah.
There she is.
That's fucking.
Oh, how goes it, Fuzzy Britches? Fuzzy Britches. Fuzzy Britches.
Her body.
Stay there.
Her body is.
Yeah, what say that? That was it.
Her body is timeless.
Yeah, it really is.
If you look at some of these sex pots from back in the day.
Yeah. Threw a chest piece right through her belly. What say there, Fuzzy Britches?
Dice actually took me to a pizza place, and it turns out it's owned by the guy she's married to now.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richie Palmer.
Did you meet Richie Palmer?
I did, yeah, he was nice, but
And he
pizza was
just owns a
phenomenal.
pizza place?
Mulberry Street Pizza.
Yeah, here in New York?
No, in
L.A.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, but there's no Mulberry is New York.
Yeah, but not in Beverly
Why would you do
Hills.
that if you're in
Not-
Beverly Hills? That's confusing.
Yeah, what are you
to me.
doing?
I hate when
Pizza
they do
place?
that.
Pizza place, Mulberry? I thought New York.
Yeah.
Now you're talking California pizza, Mulberry? Stop it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It actually wasn't like California pizza.
That's when I drive home. I take Rodeo Drive to the tunnel.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. See, like, this is the next block over.
Oh, okay. So it's in a pretty ritzy area.
Because all the farmers, they go to Rodeo Drive to look for the movie stars.
Right.
But the movie stars fool them by hanging one block over.
That's like Times Square here in New York City.
Yeah.
These dummies go to Times Square thinking they're going to see celebrities. When all you have to do is go off the beaten path, you'll see millions of them.
You know, she had a pretty good body on her. As
That's what I'm saying.
As I'm breaking new ground here.
Raquel Welch had a pretty good body on
Yeah,
her.
listen
you
to
think?
me.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. A timeless body. It looks good to as far as today's standards go.
The whole world wants to fuck her.
Yes.
She's pretty old now, though.
Yeah,
She's
would
looked
you
pretty
though?
bad. But back then,
Raquel?
let me see
Yeah.
back. When is that?
That's got to be
71 maybe?
Does she have kids?
Huh?
I thought I saw a little lasagna.
Get the fuck out of here.
I might have seen Zanya.
That's just from some of the pizza she's eating because her husband owns that
some
pizza
of
shop.
Lasagna.
Because
wow,
they didn't
when
do-
she's in that fucking loincloth.
Yeah.
I like how cave women were modest enough to cover their titties with little fucking loincloths. Do you think they actually did that?
Hell no.
Nowadays, there are primitives that just walk around with their tits fucking drooping
hell
down.
no.
But she's got to wear like a little titty loincloth.
They wore something, down below so like little creatures wouldn't crawl
Yeah,
up
we
in
can
there.
crawl up there.
So the-
Creatures.
Yeah, but,
Creatures.
but the
They've
fucking,
put creatures on our vaginas.
but there would be no reason to cover up the boobs.
Yeah, none.
None. All right, Kenny. So Kenny's asshole's leaking. That's not good.
He brought me some Cottonelle fresh wipes.
Yeah,
That's what we're
use
gonna
them
be
in good
using.
health.
That's good. Why is there a dog on the front? Does it feel like he's lapping your ass when you, you wipe?
That's what your crack smells like after a fucking Guinness dump. Fucking wet dog.
He's fresh in for the rain.
Can we handle a really sick phone call right now?
Yeah, sure.
For real?
Yeah, go on.
What are they saying over there? On the screens and stuff. Can they handle a really sick phone call?
Oh, yeah. These people?
Yeah?
Forget about it.
All right.
They don't care.
Let's say hi to Nate. Nate?
Hey, guys. A few days ago, my girlfriend was giving me a blowjob.
Boo, yuck. That's fucking... Oh, sorry.
That's
And,
not the bad part.
okay.
Here it comes.
Listen to that. For real, listen. Listen to this one. For
What
real.
happened, sweetie?
And she gave me a little courtesy finger, and she came out with much more than what she went in with. And she actually had to go get a manicure because she couldn't get this shit.
She had to go to a professional. What happened?
It was a mess, and she scrubbed and scrubbed, and to no avail. She had to go see a professional. A young Korean girl took care of it for her.
Dude, what, did she scrape the wall going in?
Oh, God.
No,
Thanks, Danny.
it was a mess.
That's funny.
Oh,
That's
like DiCaprio in The Aviator. till his hands bleed.
You know what? We don't have a prize closet, but I'm going to give you this for that fine phone call, Nate.
Ah.
Thank you. Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
Do we have any other lines from... Fuck.
Danny, could you just put the video up there? I have to just see him do that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see him come around that corner in the wheelchair. Funniest scene ever in a TV series. Great. Wow, that's fucking brutal. Finger up the ass, shit under the fingernail. Well, everyone's at one point or another gotten the old you missed with the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of grazed your finger.
Graze,
And,
I tell the hoodie story. A whole
that's
whole sleeve, my friend.
That I don't know how you did.
I really
Look,
don't
I'll
know
fess
either.
up. I'll fess up to the old missing the toilet paper with the finger. But how do you get your sleeve?
I really, to this day, I have no idea how he did that. It's just fucking disgusting.
I didn't know I was coming to this tonight.
I apologize. You look great. May I?
I got it. Thanks.
Tina Fey, would you? Would you?
Yeah.
Danny's nodding. Yeah.
I know. Danny loves Tina Fey.
I wouldn't fuck her. I
got
would
that
eat her pussy out of respect for her
Mark
writing,
of,
though.
mark of the squealer scar that she's got on her there.
I date socialites and models and actresses. Liz Hurley in the 90s.
Fine, my mistake.
I think it's so funny that you thought that.
Hi, Jack.
Alec Baldwin.
She looks good there. I'll give her that.
Her, the two of them. Just gotta come here from my
Now we're
lips.
just watching 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Waiting for the line. Oh my God, we're not even on the right scene.
the part.
Huh?
I never said I was at the right part.
You never did make that claim.
And then I got to point out the girl.
All right.
National.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present His Royal Highness,
the Duke of Thuringia, Earl of the Duchy of Westphalia, Prince Gerhard Messerschmitt Ronstein von Hopp.
Thank you. Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
Wow, who's Snow White now?
He has the dumbest fucking look on his face.
That hair is... What? How did they not laugh their balls off as he did this? I'm looking at the guy next to him to see if anyone's laughing.
Has anyone just got this lousy clip on YouTube? Fuck the rest of the show. Just
That's
that.
the clip with his little hand.
Oh, my God.
And then he takes his good hand and he takes his little withered leg and he crosses it over his other.
Why isn't he working all the time?
Oh,
this is a funny fucking
That
cat.
is fucking tastic.
But he's just funny and talented.
Oh, my God.
In everything he does.
Thank you. Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
Oh, man. And he shrugs his shoulders and puts his head like...
dear friends,
puts his head down.
for coming to my birthday!
He's got awful teeth, a horrible haircut.
Holy shit. I need that as an avatar. Oh, is that hysterical?
God, look at that tiny little hand. And then he accents it with a watch.
Dude,
Why wouldn't you put the watch on the other hand?
They
The good
could
hand?
never... Exactly. Why the watch is on the tiny hand, and when he looks at the watch, he holds his little tiny hand up with his good hand. They could never come up with a character
That's
funnier than
fucking
that.
hilarious.
He's wearing the royal sash.
Oh, my goodness.
Horrendous do.
He's a wreck. I love it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right. Why don't you go wipe your ass?
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll do...
Take a little breather.
Well, we'll do Backstage with O&A, Kenny Love's Morning Mashup.
Ah.
We had Nicole in yesterday.
Yeah, very sexy.
Mashup Nicole on Twitter. We should have gave her a little plug yesterday. She's very sexy, and she was telling us how she likes to be naked in front of her family.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe she didn't put it that way, but that's how I took it. That nudity thing with your family, that is... Were you ever naked in front of your family? Besides the obvious ages, you know, 18 to 24.
I hear tell of a tweet. Is this true?
What happened?
That she twittered after her appearance here?
Did you trash us?
No, but I heard she twittered and said that she pretty much ran out of the studio because the smell
she did
was
say that.
horrendous in here.
Can't argue with that.
Jimmy's fart.
Well, she's going to get some followers today. Mashup Nicole. Last week, we had my friend Mare in here. She had no followers. And after her unbelievable appearance on the show, she got like 1,000 followers within a day.
Her fucking nose picking was so disturbing.
And you missed it. Mare came in. She picked her nose and then wiped it on my my arm.
Ew.
What else did she do?
And you licked it.
Oh, yeah, I licked it, too. I
Oh,
forgot
my
about
God.
that. Yeah.
Is she attractive?
Yeah.
She was.
Oh, well, yeah, until that, right?
Dude,
you met her.
Watching a guy do
was
it
at the
is
wedding.
different, but fucking
Okay.
watching a chick comfortably digging her nose, and it was like looking at something under a blanket because you could look and see the nose moving from the finger being in it.
Yeah, one of the... Wow, she really was digging then.
Yeah, it was like watching a little puppy run under a blanket. Her finger through her nose. It was horrible.
And she was really cool. She opened up and said all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, she's a
Let me see if she's up.
complete weirdo.
If she's up, we'll have her call the show. Jimmy, you liked her on the show.
I certainly liked her on the show.
She said the fart, and Jim, the fart was pretty bad.
Good.
That's what she twittered.
I guess what I'm getting at, though, every Friday we should promote someone's Twitter,
Ooh,
like a girl's Twitter, though.
Yeah, we don't
And-
care about guys.
Yeah. So today I think we try to get Mashup Nicole a lot of followers.
How many she got right
from
now?
the morning mashup? Yeah, let's keep track. How many followers she got right now? Dan?
1839.
1839. Let's see if we can get that.
Gonna
well
get
over
1850. You think is our goal?
Let's try to get that well over 2,500 by the end of today's show.
Ooh.
Mash Up Nicole. She was very cool, and she was talking about that she knows she's hot.
Yeah.
She has no problem being naked in front of her family. To this day, did we ask her if she's still doing it to this day?
I think she is.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny knows everything about the morning mashup. Kenny?
No, according to Mashup Nicole's Twitter,
Yeah.
Anthony, maybe you and her could take a shit together because she twittered, too much Thai food, I might explode.
Very good, Kenny.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be romantic?
Well, that could mean she's just full. Not like ready to shit.
That back-to-back romantic shit. You ever do that with a girl you're in love with? You sit back-to-back on a bucket and you both just shit together?
That's wonderful. Oh, I thought you meant back-to-back like you mean literally.
Yeah, your backs are actually touching.
I thought you meant when one goes into the bathroom right after the other
No.
to smell the aroma and to feel the warmth of the toilet seat from someone else's ass. Isn't that horrible in a public bathroom?
Awful.
You sit down and go like, ew, it's warm.
Like when people are waiting in an airport bathroom.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
like 6 guys waiting because there's only 2 stalls.
Just lined up.
Fucking bad weather, so no planes are taking off. Everybody's for duty.
People are circling to piss at the airport.
So what was...
I thought it was funny.
what was her tweet about the gas then, exactly? Did we read it?
She went, thanks to O&A for being so kind this morning. And Jim, ... the fart was pretty bad.
Yay.
She,
Jim.
Yeah, she came in. She didn't say anything about
Can we
it.
make a new rule that you only fart in front of pigs and monsters?
I'll be on. I
Let her
got to get
rip.
myself off the hook.
She was fucking...
Dude, I didn't know she was coming in.
gorgeous.
I dropped the gasser, and then like the coal's outside, and the gasser had already snuck out, so that's why I blamed Danny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have farted in front of her. She was fucking too hot.
Blaming Danny didn't go over too well, though.
I didn't care. I just had to bail myself out.
I think she knew.
New
She
rule.
probably did.
If the girl's hot, you don't fart, and I don't pick my nose in front of them.
Okay.
That's fair.
Newer rule, though. If the girl's hot and willing to fuck me, I won't fart. If she's not willing to fuck me, I cup it and open it under her nose.
Wait, what's that going to do with the new rule?
Cup.
Drink and shit.
All right.
My favorite Anthony thing, by the way, is talking over dentures. There's nothing that makes me happier.
You could totally hear it. I'm not going to pay my taxes.
Mr. Sabas.
It's like this whistle thing. You are me. You're Miss Spock. Live long and prosper. Really? Really, Spock?
You know,
The dentures.
I knew it.
They're constantly fighting the battle to keep them in their mouth. So they don't just come flying out like the shuttlecraft out of the back of the Enterprise.
I guess we just take our teeth for granted.
Yeah.
How hard could it be to talk with teeth in your mouth,
Dentures.
fake or real?
They're always in fear of them flying out of their face, I guess. Because nothing more embarrassing than those, America's Funniest Home Videos when old grandpa's blowing the candles out on the cake and his teeth come flying out.
Isn't that terrific?
Everyone laughs and laughs.
Love that one.
Ugh.
That was before YouTube.
I won't have a slice, thank you.
Checking out videos. That was
Oh
before
yeah,
YouTube.
that was YouTube before
Kids.
YouTube. With the boing sound effect.
We forgot to mention, as far as Craig T. Nelson goes, not paying taxes, he maybe should talk to Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, see, he tried that. It didn't work.
It didn't work out too well. All right, so today's Twitter, we're going to promote Mash Up Nicole.
I'm Craig T. Nelson.
And, the reason I say that, because we go backstage, Kenny loves the morning mashup, so he doesn't have to get back up.
Oh, look at him.
It's American Idol Friday on the morning mashup.
What is that?
They interviewed like the 3 people, the 3
I thought
last
they
people.
did that already.
Yeah, but I guess then they play it today.
Oh, they're lazy like us.
Oh,
I love
okay.
I love them.
Good. I don't think I like the background on their Twitter page.
Oh, with them jumping up in the air?
Yeah,
Playfully?
they're jumping and smiling.
They do a different type of show than us.
Is that why they didn't want Kenny to join them?
Can we
see? Look, there's a cloud background, like they're in the clouds, and they're jumping and like doing wacky poses.
Can we do that shot? I'll put it on my Twitter page as the
All right, let's do that. But someone's got to get the background. We need to do it in front of a green screen.
Oh yeah, we do. Why don't we use your house? Jesus
yes,
Christ.
of course, my production facility.
Ixnay, I know, but
yes,
but holy shit, the fuck are you attempting to compete with MSNBC? What's wrong with you?
They're on my hit list. Oh God, what an awful picture. I'm sorry. I do appreciate them, but Kenny, look at that.
Yeah, Kenny, they look a little weird.
Come on.
They're all jumping up in the air playfully.
Look how Rich has his legs spread open.
Wait, you know...
Yeah, what's going on there?
Wait, go from left to right. You know all their names? We know Nicole because she was on the show.
Yeah, it's Rich, Nicole, Stanley, and Ryan.
Ryan didn't really put much effort into that jump, did he? He looks like he's just standing on his toes.
I don't know Ryan too good. He could be the Fredo of the bunch.
That you're trying to replace?
Yeah, I'm the star of the mashup.
Yeah.
Are you going to try out for the mashup? We're going to hear...
Yeah. We're gonna work on it. Me and my producer, Prime Time.
Your producer.
And my board op, Troy Kwan on Twitter.
We're not promoting anyone else's Twitter today.
I know.
It's Mashup Nicole.
I know, but I got to build up his self-esteem.
Troy rules, by the way.
Yeah.
He's fighting it out with the guy next to him. What the fuck is that about?
I don't know, but
we like giving the inside scoop on this place. Troy is a massive O&A fan, has been for years, way before we got here. And he sits next to a guy who's a massive Howard Stern fan, and they fight it out every morning.
Yeah, and that guy,
so
most of the time, he's got his shoes and socks off.
What, the other guy?
Yeah.
So they're cranking up the radio. Like Troy, you know, the Howard guy is turning up his radio, so then Troy turns his radio up louder, and they pretty much sit, am I lying, Kenny, right next to each other?
Right across from each other.
Right across, okay.
Oh, a whole little battle going on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little radio battle.
Ooh.
I want to thank all the people that have changed the dial here at Sirius XM. I'm noticing.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm noticing something, a little trend.
Thank you.
Backstage with O&A. Kenny loves the morning mashup.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and rumors have been circulating around the offices about Club Soda Kenny and how he has been spending his mornings. We confronted Clubby to get to the bottom of things.
Kenny, what are you listening to?
What everybody listens to in the morning. The morning mashup.
What about Opie and Anthony?
That's on the other radio.
But I can't even hear it.
I have 2 ears.
I've been hearing that you're spending your whole mornings listening to the morning mashup and going to their websites.
Moremashup.com.
And all their Twitters.
Mashup Nicole on Twitter. Mashup Stanley. Mashup Rich. Mashup Ryan.
What's your obsession with the morning mashup?
What kind of question is that?
Is this your next demo that you have in mind?
Yeah, there's room for 5 on the mashup. Listen, that's Rich on the mashup.
After getting this bombshell, the only thing left to do was to find SiriusXM's morning mashup show and ask them about Kenny. So we did.
Where would the morning mashup crew, Ryan, Rich, Stanley, and Nicole, have you all met Club Soda Kenny?
I was not aware it was Club Soda Kenny, but yes, we have met him. We see him every day when we walk past your studio.
We call him, we thought it was Kenny the O&A goon. No?
I would love to say that I listen to the show, but our show is on at the same time as yours, so technically the people who work for our show usually don't get a chance, but Kenny has managed to become an avid listener and fan. Does that, alarm you guys? Are you flattered?
We are certainly flattered that, we love O&A, but I'm amazed that a man that works for O&A would be caught listening to the morning mashup every morning. Even more frightening, on our way to the kitchen, we see him checking out our Twitter pages. He will see us in the hallway and comment to us about what he's read on our Twitter. Like Stanley T over the weekend was making burgers with provolone, so he saw Stan and he said, "Stan, burgers with provolone, yummy." Awkward.
He's been trying to find side jobs. He's been putting out demos. I think his intention might be to become the 5th member of the morning mashup crew. Would you guys be willing to give him a shot?
Yeah, we'd give anyone a shot, I suppose.
With a rousing endorsement like that, I don't see how Kenny could go wrong. We'll just have to wait and see if Ryan, Rich, Stanley, and Nicole are feeling charitable. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. I got a burning asshole. Anthony's got a burning asshole.
Yes.
Me and Ant bonded for the first time in 3 years. It was terrific.
Yeah, bathroom bonding.
I feel like we're getting it back together, me and you.
It was nice.
Finally,
You know, when I slid my wipes 4 stalls over banked it off the wall. Place it right next to you. I felt good.
There was a whole thing going on. We just took a real long break, right? I have no idea because time stood still for a while there.
Certainly did.
I walked out of the studio, and I see Jimmy coming back from the bathroom, and I go, how's he doing in there? He's like, oh, not good. And Jimmy goes, the lights are all off. He's in a corner stall by himself. I go in there. It's creepy.
Well, Jimmy shut the lights off.
It was an accident.
And you're the only one in this big bathroom, and I could just feel... Nice. I could just feel you're ashamed.
The shame I had.
Yeah, and then I sat in the complete opposite stall because that's what you do when you're guys. You don't go right next to the fucking pee stall.
No, Jimmy did, by the way.
Well, because he's Jimmy.
He walked right in, and then he put his bare tootsie underneath my stall.
Did he really?
And wiggled his toes. Yeah, he did.
So then I knew that Kenny got you the wipes.
Ah, yes.
And I was in desperate need of the wipes. So I go, hey, how are you at shuffleboard? And he fucking slid him through 4 stalls, and it hit my foot. Perfect shot, by the way.
Yeah, I felt good about that lob,
and then
that lag.
And then I just got back on my seat sideways, just like you did a mere hour ago.
You kind of do the old sideways sit.
Well, my problem is I had pot roast yesterday from the Brooklyn Diner.
Oh,
big hi to Alexis and the gang. And I don't know what it is about pot roast, but it comes out the same way it went in. It's the exact same.
Ugh.
It's the same thing.
All I know is the bathroom smelled like an oil refinery. There was noxious fumes emanating from the stalls.
Yeah. Hey, I got my friend Mare on the phone.
Ah.
She made a huge appearance on the show Friday. Massive, to the point she got a lot of followers on Twitter.
Really?
And people want her want a little Mare update. Mare.
Hi.
We got to first tell you that you're not our Twitter girl anymore.
Oh, no. What happened?
Well, we're now into this girl, Mashup Nicole.
She has a longer finger.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't pick her nose, but she told a fine story about how she grew up with, like, kind of cool parents to the point where they all walked around naked. And she continues to walk around naked in front of her parents, and she's in her 20s.
Oh.
And roommates.
And roommates. Yeah. She gets naked in front of her roommates and all. So we're promoting her Twitter page instead of yours today.
Oh, well, you can promote that. My parents don't walk around naked. Actually, I just spoke with my mother, and my dad got laid off, so I'm full of happiness. Yeah.
You know,
my dad was pastor.
Are you willing? Are you willing to say?
Huh? Well,
hold on.
I heard you guys.
Hold on.
What?
Here, you got your BlackBerry?
Oh,
I do.
Secret
Talk
messages.
to Jimmy for a second.
Okay.
So what are you having for dinner tonight? Oh, wait, I know.
Boogers. Jimmy was really bothered by your booger thing.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I kind of wanted to spank you. I had a weird sexual attraction for you.
And then Booger threw it all off.
I could live with this. What are the odds of us maybe sleeping together?
The odds? Probably slim to none. Because not that I don't think you're a nice person at all, but
oh boy,
what's the problem? Yeah,
you have a girlfriend.
I know. Yeah, well, thanks for blowing up my spot. It's funny, a really funny line. This girl Heather I know, who used to be a waitress at the Comedy Cellar, it was one of the best lines. I don't know if I've told this, but Rich Voss years ago walked up to her and go, what are the odds of us hooking up? And she went, how good are you at math? Fucking greatest slam line. She put that dummy in his place. What are you guys BlackBerrying back and forth?
Well, I don't know.
Opie.
Did you get the message?
Oh.
It's a photo of his hog.
No, I can't get it while I'm on my phone.
She has these very strange observations. You were talking
about the Jews.
She was talking about her
the Jew.
You were talking about your area, and you're bummed out because of something with your area.
My area.
What, her neighborhood?
I don't remember.
Your vag?
Where I live?
What's wrong with your box?
No.
There's nothing wrong with the box.
Talking about your vag.
I had
Problem?
made the observation that my vagina looks like my mother's.
Ooh.
Wow. What? Just have your dad's saliva on it?
Oh,
what are you doing?
I don't know. Thank you, Mary.
He was really depressed about getting laid off. You know, it's kind of like the other girl you're having on the show, that they walk around naked, except for
Well, you have a younger mother, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But it was just a funny observation that
What
you would
is
notice
it?
that your
It's
vagina looks like your mom's vagina, which means you've seen your mom's vagina a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, she doesn't ever lock the bathroom door, and I always walk in. She gets real embarrassed, and she covers herself up.
What is it about her vagina that looks like yours?
Oh, well, since all of my boyfriends have abandoned me in the past month, it looks like a mom muff. Very 70s, puppy,
You got a
not
lot of
shaved.
You got
It's
hair?
like full curl.
A lot of
at this
hair?
point.
You went full curl?
Full curl.
I mean, I understand a little, like, I don't know, like we talk about 5 o'clock shadows and stuff, but you went full curl? What's
I'm
wrong
not
with you?
getting any, so I just,
I'd like to see
in
that, though.
protest.
Really?
Something about that hairy muff I want to see.
Really? You want to go old school and just stick it out on somebody?
Can I see it?
You could have seen it yesterday because I had on short shorts and I think it was coming out the side.
What if you not that hairy, Danny.
See, we were just talking about girls like you yesterday, where it grows in so much and just popping out the sides of the bikini.
If you were here right
Yeah.
now, would you show me?
If I was there right now, I don't know, it would just have to be a spur of the moment. And
Yeah.
Mayor, just say yes. I mean, you're
Yes.
you're in a safe
What if
place.
we show each other?
yes, I would definitely show
Like,
you.
I'll show you mine, you show me yours?
Why, you got a big puffy...
No, I mean, the whole thing.
Right.
Sure.
There you go.
All right.
Are you moving today? Back to Erie?
I'm not moving till Tuesday.
Oh, she's leaving.
Why are you moving to Erie?
Because I dropped out of school and have no money, and yeah,
This mayor is terrific. She's
pretty exciting.
She's pretty
No,
much.
but when I,
You're pretty much a senior, a few credits away from graduating, and said, "You know what? Fuck this school thing. It's not for
Just
me."
left?
Yeah, yeah. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Mayor.
Why are you sabotaging yourself?
Yeah, she's Let's get into this. Jimmy's right.
Why are you sabotage? What, are you afraid of being an adult and graduating college makes you really feel like you're an adult?
I am afraid of being an adult, but I don't know. My friend dated a psychiatrist once, and he said that I have a problem where I love to continuously do things that I hate over and over. I don't know what it means. I was like, well, how do I fix it? What does that mean? He was like, I don't know. So I guess I'm just experimenting still.
Experimenting.
How far away are you from graduating?
2 semesters,
Which is how long?
A year.
like 24 credits.
That's an easy
about
year.
those credits.
That's an easy year of school.
So why are you dropping out?
That's 8
Well,
classes.
I'm transferring to a different school, so
Yeah, but you don't belong in Erie. And I know we have listeners in Erie, but you've lived in
No,
New York
I-
City, you've lived in Philly, and now you're going back to Erie.
it's just temporary. I'm giving myself a year, and then I want to move on to bigger and better things.
I don't remember what she looks like.
Really?
Yeah. A pic?
I put a new picture on my Twitter.
Yeah, but we're not promoting your Twitter yet because we're not really sure. I
Well, we're
mean,
gonna have
our
to
new
say.
girl is Mashup Nicole, not however the hell you say your Twitter name, you weirdo.
Well, Danny's punching it up.
How about a Twitter name that people can remember and then you would get followers? That's you?
Yeah.
Wow, look at you in the little pink dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'd
did
love to
a
see
little
your
photo
hairy
shoot.
muff.
Yeah, Aunt's really.
I want to see your hairy muff.
Why did you go full curl?
Because I'm like protesting. I'm not getting any. I'm not interested in it. So I'm just, it's like a real
Aw, what
70s
happened?
thing.
Are you shaving the sides down at least?
No, negative.
Nothing, huh?
Wow, all the way out to the sides?
I'm going to fix it. I'm having a party tomorrow, and I'm going to fix it. So
Pussy party.
It's a weed
just
whacker.
in case one of my party guests, huh?
What's the longest boyfriend you've had, or have you not had one in a while?
10 inches.
I've been single for over a year, but my boyfriend before that I was with for 3.5 years.
Why'd you guys break up?
He was too boring.
What would you rather he have did that he didn't do?
Well, I didn't.
Were you
like
bored with him
have sex
sexually?
Yeah,
wow.
it wasn't even good from the beginning, but I was just he was so nice.
So what did you want that he wouldn't do? For real?
He wouldn't do anything.
Would he give you head?
Go down on you?
Yeah, but it was like weird and uncomfortable. Like I was like, this is not good.
Would he lick your
Didn't feel
hiney?
right.
Would he lick your hiney?
I'm sure he would have, but it still would have been weird and uncomfortable.
Why? What was weird? What wouldn't he? I'm asking you, what did you want him to do that he wouldn't? And you're like, everything. But he gave you head. He obviously would fuck you. So, like, what wouldn't he do?
But he was just like, he was so insecure and, like, uncomfortable. Like, he couldn't talk to people or do anything, and it, like, carried over. So it felt like, I don't know. It was just really weird. I've had sex with enough people that when they start acting like a whole mommy type thing, it's just not cool.
It's creepy.
It's like really creepy and not fun.
What do you mean? What do you mean the mommy thing?
I don't know. Like, I think the worst thing that creeped me out, I don't know, someone was like, I like when you play with me. I feel like I'm a big toy. And he said it in like a creepy voice. And I was like, I'm not,
Play with me.
Not in charge.
What do you mean by that?
What is he, an adult baby?
Yeah, I seem like I attract people like that for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait, when Jimmy goes, was he like an adult baby, and you just casually say, yeah, you might want to understand what Jimmy was asking. Because when we've had adult babies in studio, and they go old school with the big diaper and the big bonnet and a rattle and a fucking milk bottle.
How come
Don't
big
just
babies-
casually say, yeah.
He might have had that potential, though.
How come guys with the baby fetish have to dress like 1930s baby?
It wasn't with, no, it was not like the whole diaper wearing type thing, but just, you know, they feel like you're their mother or something like that. It's just creepy.
So what, did he want nurturing and caring, and then you kind of just wanted to be fucked and dominated properly?
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
This is
Right.
awkward. She's like my sister.
And he wasn't like that?
What the fuck? I don't want to hear this. I don't want to know.
Are you submissive sexually?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't remember. It's just been so long at this point.
Was he a good dirty talker?
And you know what? I got to stick up for the guy. Maybe he doesn't want to go down on like a big fucking afro.
Then he should take charge and tell her to shave it.
Jesus.
Nah, there's nothing better than spreading the hair apart like the old days. Where you had to actually spread it apart with your fingers.
Find it.
And give it a little...
I hated that. Looks like a sniper peeking through shrubs.
One-eyed sniper.
So, Mary, for real, like what?
Oh,
you
look at
wanted to be
that.
spanked and have your hair pulled, or what?
God.
He didn't want to go down on old school Dr. J, man.
I guess.
And he wanted you to kind of take charge and take the lead sexually?
Yeah, but even then, it was just like, even if I did, I mean, I don't know. It just didn't work out. So we're broken up, and he's nice, and we go to dinner and stuff, but no more of that.
Now you're friends, and then she just wanders the country.
No sex, though. Like, why would a guy be your friend?
Ask her why she just wanders the country. We'll get a phone call.
What are you running away from, Mary? What's the matter
Next
with
thing
you?
you know, she's like in some weird state. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what do you do?
What do you do when you just wander?
I go to bars and drink and get ridiculously retarded, and then I sleep in a cheap hotel and then drive to the next place. It's a good time.
Wow.
Wow, what's the matter with you?
You pick up guys on the road?
Oh, God.
No, only one ever, but he's an asshole too, so.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Just go drink and talk to people and go back to the hotel alone?
Yeah, it's fun. I get bored.
Well, how's Nashville? Anything you want to say about Nashville?
I love Nashville, and I want to move to Nashville. I think that's probably my favorite place, so.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you like Nashville?
Well, I think it's a really pretty city, but I also like country music, which I know is like a negative on your show, so.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of guys that like country. We got a lot of truckers and stuff. I don't know if we're going to promote your Twitter today. I think it's still about Mashup Nicole today.
That's fine. You can just have her. But I was really excited when I called and I could hear that you guys were talking about your massive bathroom breaks.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, she enjoys
Oh, you do?
You
A good
enjoy
shit story?
a nice shit every once in a while, right?
Oh, definitely. And I think it's really funny because there's another thing that I don't know if we've ever discussed this, but
please.
the whole problem you guys weren't drinking last night, were you?
Yeah.
Anthony was.
Anthony was. So is that what?
I had pot roast.
Spurred?
Yeah, it was like, a lot of Guinness.
I hate that. And then you didn't shit your pants, did you?
No.
Oh, this is what we forgot to mention. Jimmy, you forgot this one.
What?
Why don't you tell Jimmy?
About pants shitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then.
But
I
she
think
put a number on it. How many times a year?
I would guesstimate 3 times a year.
Do you really?
That you shit yourself? What the fuck is wrong with you?
But I think that it's probably normal, but other people just don't want to admit it.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean it's normal?
Like, how do you shit
I mean,
yourself? Like a
not
full-blown
like- it doesn't-
shit or a nugget?
Not like, not roll down my legs. Just like, oh, I thought that was just going to be a little fart, but...
Wow.
But instead I got a nugget in my panties.
Oh, you're disgusting. I love it. Filthy girl. Big hairy
she's-
bush shitting herself.
Yeah, she's the worst. Picks her nose.
Picks her nose, big hairy bush, and she shits herself.
What? And then she goes from bar to bar alone and is running away and quits school and is sabotaging herself.
Yeah.
What man fumbled with you? Who fumbled with you?
I don't know, all of them.
Well, and her vagina is starting to look like her mom's vagina. But that makes you excited, right?
I mean, I think it's pretty funny. I'm sure she would be excited. She's weird and loves me, so.
That is weird, man. I look at old pictures of my dad. I'm like, wow, look, I got his nose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you go, wow, Mom, I got your vagina.
I'm fascinated with like seeing her bush now.
Yeah.
I want to see, like, I haven't seen a hairy pussy in years.
I would have to.
I just want to see one live.
I would have to leave the room
Just to look.
She's like a sister. It'd be weird to me, but I would hope you would do it for Anthony at least.
I just want to like see. I wouldn't even touch it or anything. I just want to look. I want to look at a hairy pussy because I haven't seen one.
Could we get
in
one
years?
How about we get one done today? Any girls out there with hairy pussies that want to show Ant?
Yeah.
Do like first one here.
First one here gets what?
First one here, I'll give him $100.
Well, that's nice, Anthony.
Yeah. Well, to cover the cost of the trip.
All right, I'll throw in 100.
You want $100?
I'll show you my dick for 20.
Show me your.
Uh-oh,
Show me a
Kenny.
hairy pussy.
What's wrong, Kenny?
Jimmy can give away tickets to his Wellmont Theater show. Tickets on sale at noon.
For the first $100
I like that plug.
and tickets for my September 26th show in New Jersey at the Wellmont Theater for the first girl who comes down with a hairy vagina
Hairy
to
pussy.
show Anthony.
But it's got to be like Mare's, where it's curly.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
see it. Don't no 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, it's
I've
gotta
seen that.
be in-
I want to see a pussy I haven't seen in years. Big hairy
Old
one.
school, and it's got to be a bit on the curly side.
And you don't have to be hot. You can be a big mess. We just want to see a hairy vagina. $100 and tickets to the show.
Better if they're hot, Jim.
We just
Yeah, of course.
We just want to look at a hairy pelt.
Yeah.
All the way to the back.
Beaver
nothing but
pelt.
Nothing but hair. All
Nice, right to the asshole.
from front to back.
Exciting.
Belly button to asshole.
Oh.
Oh,
Is Kenny still mad at me?
Ask him. Where's Kenny? Kenny's all about this Nicole girl now. I don't know. I think you're out.
Yeah.
Kenny,
I know.
Ken,
I think I've been out for a week. I'm pretty
Kenny,
upset.
is Mare out or what?
Who's on the phone?
This is
Oh,
Mare.
boy.
She used to be
Oh,
friends
my
with her.
God.
Kenny, why?
Who's this?
It's your friend Mare.
Yeah, go work on your Twitter.
Oh. It's over.
Kenny.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kenny. Do you like Nicole or Mare better?
Duh, not me. I'm out.
Well,
Yeah. Nicole doesn't pick her nose.
oh.
I'm sure she does. She just doesn't talk about it.
Yeah, and she was talking about how she had you could be friends with Nicole, because one of her tweets was talking about how, what? She had a shit, maybe, because she had what?
Thai food.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
had Thai
true.
food, and
Yeah,
she
yeah.
thought she might have to shit.
She was going to explode. She just wrote. I don't think it's so much that she wanted to shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, I could be friends with her. What's her name?
Mash
On
up
Twitter.
Nicole.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go look for her. Ow.
All right, I guess we could give your Twitter a plug, even though our Twitter girl of the day is Mash Up Nicole.
Yes, she can be number one. I'm totally fine with being
Once
number
you
two.
announce your Twitter names and watch Anthony's reaction.
Oh, geez.
She makes it. She makes it so easy for everybody to follow her.
Oh, really?
Watch this.
I think it's easy. My Twitter name is Flamenkers, FLAMENKERS.
No one's getting that.
Right, exactly. How about,
no one's remembering
How about
that.
Mare shits herself as a Twitter
That's
name
a
or
good one.
something?
How about Hairy Pussy Booger Eater?
Yeah, you know, something we can remember. Flamenkers. What?
I can.
And
I can
are
make
people
it-
being nice to you since last Friday?
I haven't had anyone be mean. I've only had one person say he didn't like my green lettering on my page, and he wrote nauseous, and he spelled it Nautious. And I was like, "Aw, you're so cute. You're not smart."
Rich V.
All right, Mare.
So that's all. That's all.
All right. Good luck with the move.
Thanks.
Yeah, keep that pussy nice and hairy.
Yeah. I want to talk to Anthony another time about gun control and being Republican.
Oh, okay.
Why
Okay.
Are you for that?
I am a Republican, yeah.
Her and her hairy holster.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what us Republicans are like. So, yeah.
And you like guns?
I'm okay with them. I mean, I think people should have them, so.
We could go shooting, me and you.
Yeah. Yeah. Go shooting. But, yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower and start packing. So.
Oh.
All right.
Do some
Ooh.
shampoo and conditioner.
Yay.
You know.
It's good talking to you.
All right, Mare.
best buddy.
Flamenkers is
Flamenkers.
signing off.
Yep. Signing off.
FLAMENKERS. Aye. Okay.
Aye.
Bye.
All right, Mare.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. There goes Mare. my
Wow.
friend, the weirdo.
That's, she sounds hot.
You've seen her?
No, I don't remember. Everyone to me is like an intern. I just don't remember them.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's
She looks like that. Looks good.
That picture represents her pretty well.
Yeah.
You know.
Underneath that pink skirt.
I usually see
Little-
sweats and, you know, her hair looking all greasy and shit, but, you know,
Which
she
hair?
cleans up nice.
Which hair?
Never seen the hair, my friend.
Just want to. Now I
Why?
just got this urge.
Why
to
do
see
you have
a
an
hairy
obsession
pussy.
to see a hairy bush
I don't know. It's just come over me.
No, it's hilarious. A guy, and if you're instant feedbacking from a cell phone, you want credit, you got to put a name somewhere so we know. He just writes, it has to be a guy. He goes, if you're listening, Beth, you should head to the studio for Ann.
Oh, really?
I guess Beth has a hairy one.
Big hairy? A big hairy.
Alrighty.
Oh, God.
What happened? What is going on
I
with
got
you?
to shit again.
Anthony's having a pizza problem.
I have a pizza problem.
Here, take the wipes. I brought
Oh,
them
my
back.
God. Where are they?
All right, go.
What's the matter with you? It's like working with two cancer patients.
What do you mean two? I had a lousy pot roast shit.
I walked in, you were taking a dump. You fucking bumped into Anthony going in and take another dump.
I figured I'd have pot roast
There's
yesterday.
another one coming, too. I know you got another one in you.
Yeah, I'm wiggling around a little bit.
It was funny when Ant came back in and he took a ginger seat. It's funny to watch someone who takes a dump take a ginger
Yeah, you're going
seat.
back into your seat sideways. It's sideways because you want the cheek to kind of close as the other cheek is hitting the seat.
You don't want to sit straight back and then the cheeks kind of separate.
I don't want to fucking make a smear. I don't want to smear.
Do you ever shit on a plane?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
There's just not enough room to do anything.
No, pee on the fucking seat. You can never not get piss on the seat. I've taken one dump in all the flying I've done. I've only taken one dump on a plane. And it was good.
It was good?
Yeah, it was nice. It was a clean bathroom. It was a nice dump.
By the way, speaking of Twitter, I am giving away $10,000. That's right.
Why?
Because I feel like it.
To who?
I'm losing my
Are friends eligible?
Because I'm losing my fucking mind.
What do you get? $10,000 fucking dollars?
Yeah. Doing a little Twitter bit.
I'm giving away $20,000.
All right, then I give away $30,000.
I lied.
Actually, I'm giving away $10,000, but there's a potential if it gets bigger that I'll give away more.
How are you giving away $10,000?
But I have to get more people involved.
Well, how are you doing it?
Well, it'll all be revealed next week.
How about you tell people who you know earlier so we can get the fucking jump on thing? I'd love to win his $10,000. Do you know how happy that'd be?
I already put it into motion, by the way, because I had a bunch of miscues of things I wanted to do. Yeah. There's a teaser video on Opie Radio on YouTube. It's about $1 bill. A special $1 bill.
Is this going to upset me to watch this?
Nah, it's all right. It's not like real right. We don't have to watch it.
I think we should.
No, it's okay.
I think of course we should. You can't say I have a teaser video on Opie Radio about a special $1 bill and not want Daniel to click on it immediately.
No, it's okay. Opie Radio on Twitter and Opie Radio on YouTube. Here's. See?
What's happening?
I don't know.
On the Opie and Anthony show, and I am in New York City.
Yes, you are.
And in the very, very near future, this $1 bill right here is going to be worth $10,000. That's right, you heard me. This $1 bill will be worth $10,000. I'm going to make a video in the very, very near future to explain everything. In the meantime, keep following me on Twitter, Opie Radio. That's Opie Radio on Twitter.
What are you doing? You wearing glasses? He's got fucking sunglasses on like the professional. Fucking, what's the matter with you? Why are you giving away $10,000? Just to do it?
Yeah, you'll see. It's real though.
No, I know it is.
It's real. You want in? This thing has potential. You want in?
To win the money, yeah. To give it away, no.
You gotta donate.
No.
Right now it's 10, but if someone donates and they get promotion, then they gotta do something.
All right, you could possibly win.
Maybe I'll get a professional sponsor and really get this up.
I'll jump in. You could win $10,050.
Hell, fucking no.
Why not? Throwing my $50.
I'll sell spots for $5,000.
Oof.
$5,000. It's all about self-promotion. So you give me $5,000, then this whole thing I'm doing is now worth $15,000, but you get promotion. Now it's not only me giving it away; it's me and Jimmy giving it away. And what if I get a real sponsor to really jack this up?
Let me know.
Huh?
Let me know if you do.
You're not in for $5?
No! I'll be promoted. What, you holding the camera with the fucking weird sunglasses on? No.
Because I had to film myself. That's the fucking reason.
I am not in for any money.
I filmed another video yesterday, so I'll release it.
You look like a fucking lunatic. Your hair is perfectly combed.
It's
Only
not
a psycho.
perfectly combed.
That looks perfectly neat from where I'm sitting.
Are you crazy?
No,
I
it
cut
looks...
my hair really short, and there's problems up there. That's
Maybe
what
because it's
that
so
is.
short, but you look like a psychopath.
I wanted to look like a psychopath. What am I supposed to look like?
I don't know. Why did you look so different there? I would not recognize you if I didn't know that was you.
Perfect.
I honestly wouldn't.
Because I
try the sunglasses. I'm not used to you in sunglasses.
I wear them all the time.
If I see you for 5 hours a day, regular.
I wear my sunglasses all the time because that LASIK. You don't get the
I do.
The bright sun just kills your eyes. That's the only bad thing about LASIK.
And then
for some reason, your eyes are so much more sensitive to light after you get that procedure.
And the nighttime, I get like the little halo around the lights. You get that too?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
that's fine though.
Can you get it touched up? I might get my left one touched up. You can, right?
I don't know. I got to look into it because I'm heading toward reading glasses. So.
All right, so you're giving away $10,000 on Twitter.
Yeah.
That $1 is going to be worth 10.
Yeah.
When are you giving it away?
Well, I don't know. That's the big question. Hence, I might need help with sponsors to really jack up the exposure. I would love to give away the $10,000. This is not like some radio gag. A lot of people think it's a $100,000 candy bar or something. No, it's $10,000 of my own money. Why not? I'm bored.
I'd like $10,000.
I got other tricks up my sleeve too. I'm bored. Ant's bored. You're the only one that's not bored.
Can't be. I'm too busy trying to fucking not be broke.
Not that. I mean, we're bored. Like Ant's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. We're doing things together. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I don't feel bored. I mean, I actually want to write more. I feel lazy lately, actually. I feel like I've been very fucking lazy for a few months. I haven't been on the road that much.
But that's good. You needed to take a break, Jimmy. You needed to enjoy yourself. Why am I telling you that?
No, it's good. I feel like we're...
I'm kind of happy that you kind of took a little breather.
Yeah.
Because you're a workaholic.
I am. But I like it.
You don't step back and enjoy what you're doing, and you don't enjoy your success as much as I think you should.
But I do. I enjoy
But in
it
the
more
last
than
few
you
months
think.
you have.
Yeah.
We went out after the Letterman appearance, had a fine dinner, right?
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, my life is great. I love performing. It's not like it's a lot of times a pain in the ass, but I love it.
Yeah,
I
but like you
going
go, you used to like do Letterman and then run down to the cellar to do another set instead of enjoying the fact that you just did Letterman.
Well,
that bothered me that day. We went out for a nice dinner and like, wow, you fucking killed the Letterman. You're like, yeah, I got to get to the cellar to do a set.
Why? You should. It's the way I work.
Not
man.
that it bothers me, but I feel like I don't know. Sometimes you should enjoy your success.
Most comics are weird.
Why are we talking about this? This is like a Starbucks talk.
It's a meandering chit chat. But no, I didn't. I do.
All I'm
enjoy
saying
this
is that you said you feel lazy, but I see it as you finally just taking a breather, taking it all in, enjoying yourself, and then you're going to go back on the road and start killing again. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I see the in our business and stand up, the competition is so fierce. Like there's so many comedians, and a lot of them are fucking funny, man. I mean, there's guys like Dave Attell out there. Chappelle. I mean, it's like when you look at comedians that are working, there's some fucking funny motherfuckers.
So that keeps you on your toes, right?
Those are the guys that I consider my, not peers, like I'm as funny as they are, but it's like those are the guys who I know from work.
Right.
And you look at a guy like Dane who's selling out arenas. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, not that I want to sell out arenas or I would, but I gotta keep fucking moving, man.
I'm laughing because we're having kind of a serious conversation.
I came back here with the fucking wife.
You just saw the look. He was fucking he's gingerly getting back on his seat.
He actually, what'd you wipe your ass with, a fucking glove dipped in glass?
It felt like sandpaper. Oh,
is it sore?
Is it raw? Did you wipe it raw yet?
Yeah.
I wiped raw recently, and there's nothing worse.
I would love to fuck you in the ass right now.
Oh, ow.
What?
Ow. Dude, not any homosexual implications, but simply to punish my friend.
That would hurt. Okay, hold on.
A brutal buggering I'd give him.
But your tickets go on sale today, and
at noon,
and you're back on the road, so it's all good.
September 26th, yeah. I got a bunch of gigs coming up.
By the way, you're just as good as all those guys you mentioned, if not better. Simple.
I appreciate it. I don't mean this in a mock humility,
Simple
but
as that.
I don't think I'm as funny as Chappelle or Attell. I'm not saying that to be mock humble.
Stop it.
Those are guys who I fucking think are just they're great comics.
Stop it.
David Attell makes me sick. He's so funny. I don't even like watching him.
Yeah.
I will not watch that fucking man. Yeah.
Really?
Every time it's annoying. I walk through the cellar and all I hear is some fucking brilliant joke, and I want to just knock his teeth out.
Why didn't I think of that?
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians will run down and watch Attell, and it's like, why would you do that to yourself? It's like, it's like you can enjoy talent, but he's just a fucking great comic, man. He is a great comic.
I think you are, though, Jimmy.
I'm funny, but Dave is one of the most ripped off guys too. Like people steal from him and don't even mean to. He's one of those guys that has such an influence. All these little Attell-isms you see other comedians doing. And they don't mean to do it, but he holds the mic with two hands. Okay, well, and there's these little weird fucking Dave things, and Louis will come down sometimes and we'll peek in, and he'll see a comedian do it. He'll go, "That guy's fucking ripping off Attell." I'm like,
wow,
I didn't even know that. But yeah, just with mannerisms and shit, man. It's like little weird things.
When are we getting Louis back in?
He might be on the road. Louis is another fucking animal.
Town. He's been twittering that he's been in town. Let's get him in.
Fuck him.
True, yeah.
I saw him recently, actually.
His Chewed Up special. Anyone see it? Fucking brilliant.
I didn't. There's another one I want to watch.
Brilliant.
Really funny.
You don't want to watch Louis C.K.?
Nah, Louis, again, I've walked in too many times and seen something that was so good.
Yeah.
It's like, guys that are really great, I don't want to see them, man. I don't want to know, like, that's the level of what other guys are doing.
His Chewed Up special is,
it's great.
Wow, it's amazing.
Fucking hilarious.
You know there are comics that just completely feel the same way about you.
Open micers, maybe, but it's like, and I like what I do. I'm very happy with what I do. But I'm talking about just guys personally that I don't want. It's like you guys sitting down and listen to it, or me even, but listen to another radio show. You don't listen to another show for 4 hours. You're like, ugh, what the fuck?
No, you're humble. There are guys that talk about you all the time, like, God damn, that motherfucker's so fucking funny.
Yeah, my bit about how, like, you know, the food on planes, I'm doing this whole thing about how plane food is no good, and I go, like, where are the peanuts? And I make a funny face.
What's with them?
What's with them?
You just got to say, what's with them?
Yeah. But I go nowhere with it. I'm like, why don't they serve nipples and clits in a bag? Boo.
How was the bathroom?
Stinky. It's really reeking now. Yeah.
From you?
Yeah.
What, are you just leaving tar on the side of the bowl?
No, they're pretty
Is
loose.
there anything worse?
They're pretty loose.
When you get in there with your toilet paper because it's your house toilet, and you're like, oh,
No, they're pretty
what the
loose,
fuck is this
but
gonna
it's
take?
like the gassers beforehand, because a lot of gas is building up.
Do you have a plunger?
Of course, it's fermenting.
At home? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Do you do your own plunging?
Yeah, there's a plunger in every bathroom.
Every once in a while, I'll plunge.
As a courtesy.
And we have a Dwayne Reed bag, and the plunger just goes right back in the Dwayne Reed bag without rinsing it off.
I don't have a plunger. I have a toilet cleaner. And there's sometimes my logs get fucked up. I'll actually take the toilet bowl scraper cleaner and then just jam it into the fucking
Yeah,
logs.
and then it gets like shit
I
in the
know.
bristles.
I know. I have to fucking rinse it in the sink.
Oh my
You
god!
don't rinse it, you just put it back in the Dwayne Reed bag.
No, you don't.
It'll
Yes.
dry up.
I'm too lazy to fucking rinse off my plunger. So I just put it back in the Dwayne Reed bag. I actually use the fresh water that's coming in after the plunging.
Oh,
done.
you use the toilet flush.
Yeah, I do it quick and go,
yeah.
"Ah, that's good enough. And then I put it back in the Dwayne Reed bag.
I guarantee
Yeah.
your girl has never had to use the plunger. That's all him. That's
course,
all
that's
you.
all me. What do you
Definitely.
think?
Big fucking 8-foot logs.
I've been in a pinch one time where, or a couple of times where, had no plunger, needed a plunger. Used rolled up toilet paper. You roll up toilet paper, right? Here's a little handy tip
Fucking
for everybody.
MacGyver again.
You roll up
I
toilet
hate you
paper
and your
till it's about the
MacGyverisms.
diameter of the hole in the bottom of the toilet there. Then you shove it in there, and as it gets wet, it expands, so it makes a good seal, and then you pull that fucker right out of the hole.
You know what?
And it goes...
I do the same thing with my fist.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I'll fist the toilet right now. I'll fucking
Fist the one I just used.
I'll fucking fist the toilet right
Yeah.
now. Who's got a dump?
Do you know the thought of shit is actually grossing me out? It never
Wow, it
grosses
never
me
does.
out. Never.
What happened?
I don't know.
You've never
that's
fisted
why.
a toilet? Come on, let's go.
I've never put my hand in a toilet. If I dropped a doubloon in there, it would fucking get flushed. Never. Ain't gonna happen.
What if you drop your beer in there, though?
No, I've dropped enough beer in there already today.
But let's say it's your last beer.
How would I drop a beer in the toilet?
All right, just go with the bit. Jesus
All
Christ.
right.
Yeah.
Your last beer.
Why would you have a doubloon near the toilet?
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, like the beer analogy is outrageous. But
Yeah.
Pissing with a pirate.
And how would you fucking drop it in there? Would you bite it like the guy who threw the Elephant Man? Buy yourself a sweet.
Ugh. They're showing the video of Billy Crystal and Leno.
Oh my God! I
Oh,
guess
that's
he
horrible.
did do well.
He looks good.
Does he?
Shut
Should we
it.
take a break now?
Yeah, I got a tinkle.
How's Mashup Nicole doing? Our Twitter girl of the week.
She's doing very well.
Yeah, what is she up to?
Hang on.
She was at what? A little over 1,800 when we started this.
Yeah,
today?
1839, I think.
All right.
And she's now at 2006.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and she just tweeted, "Thanks for the love, O&A. I heart you." Well,
Oh, what does that mean?
oh, who does she heart the most? Though?
I know.
Go ask her who she hearts the most.
We know
What
who she
about
doesn't.
Jay?
Huh?
OA and J.
She doesn't like me at all.
Why doesn't she
Well,
like
after
you?
that
I
fart.
could have guessed. I could sense it.
Dude, is there anything better than Big Boy Made a Duty?
Dude,
No.
That
it's
fucking
the greatest
video.
thing ever shot.
I don't know why it didn't do
That is
better
great.
than.
I can explain why. Because there's a fat kid scooping shit out with his hands. There's your explanation. I can explain in a second why it didn't do better.
He was an oaf.
Of course he was.
Yes.
He was an oaf.
Could we watch Big Boy Made a Duty again, please?
Can we?
Can we? I really would like to see this again.
Can we? Jimmy, explain.
I'm right with that.
What the fuck is this?
Well, of
Well, I gotta
course.
click play. That's what you see before you click play.
Play this official O&A
Can you fix
video
that?
on a giant Foundry Music logo. Where's our video? There we go.
Wait. There's a massive pile of shit in the
Oh,
toilet.
God. It looks like roast beef.
Big Boy makes a duty.
Hey, Jimmy, what happened in there?
Big boy made a duty.
Did someone say Big Boy made a duty?
Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, God. Oh,
Big
God.
Boy sure did make a duty.
He put a duty hat on it.
After he picked up the duty out of the toilet bowl.
Bye-bye.
And then waved
With his shit
with
hand.
the duty.
He's wearing a hat like a little looks like a little paper boat hat.
Yeah.
The duty hat.
Why isn't this the #1 video in Asia?
Because he's not a young girl with the pigtails.
He put a duty hat on it.
Big boy man.
A duty. That gets this.
Thank you. Thank you,
yes.
oh dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
It's fantastic.
All right,
I had no idea the Monster Rain was premiering on Comedy Central.
What?
What do you mean premiering?
The Comedy Central buys specials from HBO, and they're like a year and a half, 2 years old. They'll show them. And Monster Rain was on Comedy Central, apparently. I didn't even know it.
I didn't know that either.
Edited?
No, I don't know. They showed it at 1 in the morning.
Yeah?
They might have edited some of it, but...
Comedy Central seems to be getting a little edgier and cooler. Is that just my imagination there,
No,
Jimmy?
I think late night...
They went through a period there, like, they didn't understand what comedy was all about.
Well, I think they were thinking like
they were doing.
Yeah.
They were thinking like a network for a while, quote unquote, as
they were
opposed to cable.
editing a lot of shit and
right.
I think that
awful.
they are. I think that they're showing like Lampanelli has done specials that I think unedited, and, like they show them at midnight and after, which is fine. That's what we should do. And when we compete with HBO and Showtime and these other networks, it's like they think they just got a little bit edgier, but it's great.
Mm-hmm. Dan, everyone's asking how they can find Big Boy Made of Duty.
Well, if you just Google it, you'll get it.
All right.
If you just put in
Duty.
Yeah, there aren't many of those.
I want to try again to make that video hot, man, because I don't know what it is.
A resurgence.
I mean, we blocked it out. We really directed a nice little piece of film there.
That single shot.
When he appears out of nowhere and goes, "Did someone say Big Boy Made a Duty?"
And he looks at the camera all awkwardly. Paging Mr. Herman.
Wow. We got to make more student films.
Oh, yeah.
I love making student
They're
films.
fantastic.
Even though we're nowhere near students.
No.
All right. We're doing the pizza problem. Going in a break? Yeah. Let's do that. Opie and Anthony.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts. And when we last left E-Rock, he was refusing to come into the studio to sing Happy Birthday to Opie while only wearing his underpants. We found E-Rock to get to the bottom of why he wouldn't let Opie's birthday wish come true.
So, Eric, Opie wanted you to sing a song for his birthday today. And you didn't show up in the studio. What the hell happened?
No, there was some complications. I couldn't make it to the studio.
What do you mean you couldn't make it?
There would have been a catastrophe had I gone and done that. There was a potty emergency that was about to take place.
What do you mean?
I was going to explode my bowels.
Tight-mouthed E-Rock wasn't detailed enough, so we decided to get into his potty emergency a little deeper.
Why would you doo-doo in your pants?
Because I was having some complications from yesterday's dinner.
What'd you have for dinner yesterday?
Yesterday I had pizza. I have what will probably be known as a pizza problem. I guess the cheese doesn't really sit well with me because about half an hour or so after, there's some complications.
What kind of complications? Please describe.
Some sharp stabbing pains, some blockage, and then maybe a few hours after, then it all decides to come out at once.
A pizza problem for E-Rock? Well, that wasn't enough information for us, so we decided to find E-Rock's live-in fiancé and ask her about E-Rock's pizza problem.
So what's this I hear about E-Rock's pizza problem?
Let's just say that E-Rock is a little lactose intolerant.
He says that eating pizza makes him constipated and then makes him shit himself.
Well, he has had to throw out his underwear a couple times.
Now, a couple weeks ago, his ass smelled, and it was documented on the show. Do you think that might have been a pizza day?
I think that was an ice cream day.
Ice cream, huh?
Ice cream is also another issue.
For someone who eats so much, E-Rock sure has a lot of food problems. Hopefully, old pizza problem will find something to curb his all-consuming need for fatty foods. One option is death. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Our friend Vinny Brand in studio from the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That means you're headlining this weekend at your own club? Jesus Christ, Vinny.
As usual.
What the fuck?
I have nothing to plug.
Aren't you there every night of the week? So
I'm there a lot. Yeah. Here's my. Let me give you my plugs. Last week, 2 weeks ago in Philly, they postponed my date. A month ago, Governors canceled me.
Why? Why did Governors cancel you?
Governors really didn't cancel me. They gave me a date, and then
Too good for Levittown.
yeah, I wrote it down, but they didn't. So.
But you're Vinny funny.
I am very, very funny, but that has nothing to do with this particular business.
No, but you're not. You're Twitter.com Vinny funny.
I got it.
VINNIE funny.
Do you Twitter, Norton?
I'm Twittering right now.
Everybody does.
Of course I
It's
do.
just I don't. My life isn't interesting enough to Twitter. I have nothing to write.
Well, I don't know about that, Vinny. We got your tweets right in front of us. So let's
don't
go
fuck
over
with
your
my
tweets, and then let the listeners decide if you have.
No, that's my whole point.
The name alone is good. Vinny Funny.
We love the Vinny Funny.
Sums it up. I was reading some of these. Are very compelling. Who
Listen,
wouldn't
you know
enjoy
why I
this?
have to do that? Because my son. You never name
Is
a
it
kid
tempting?
your own name. Like if you have a kid.
Thank you, Kenny.
Married man, are you, Mr. Grady?
Let's not forget the last time Vinny was on our show was with your son, and you were both feeling up a girl at the same time.
I know. Please don't talk about that. I
Did
got
you get in
such
trouble
shit
for that? We haven't talked to you since.
And he's
You know
got a
what?
smoking daughter.
See, out of respect, I don't touch the broads when they come in.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But Vinny, he went right for that
Oh,
tit.
Jesus! That's not how that happened at all. It was behind the curtain, and Kenny said
Didn't
it was.
we threaten you basically and say,
Yes.
And we told you, look, you don't squeeze that boob, no more plugs, no more appearances for you.
Right, exactly
Did
what
you
you
tell
did.
your wife that?
She doesn't know yet. I didn't tell her. It just never came up. She doesn't listen to the
Hey,
show.
guess what we did today? Never
Thanks.
came up.
Did you go home? I used to do this sometimes. Go home and then you gulp and go, Did you hear the show today? No, I wanted to, but
Why,
then
what
I got
happened?
busy with
Nothing?
stuff.
Nothing?
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah, she said how was the show. I go, I was good. Nothing eventful.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Nothing eventful? You were
Nothing-
feeling up a girl with your son.
Wait a second. A heinous human being. That girl was. That doesn't even count because
Which
that
girl
was,
did we give you?
That was a gigantic fat girl with a vein in her boob.
And what did you and your son do after the show when we put you in the office with
We got in a fight on the way home.
Did you?
Something. It's always with
Father-son
him
fight.
because he can't. Like he called me up. He needs an apartment now. So I've first of all I put him in like 5 different apartments, and he always he immediately doesn't pay the rent. He constantly gets thrown out.
Like me.
So he calls me up the other day. He goes, "I need a little help getting an apartment." I go, "Okay, what do you need?" He goes, "Well, the apartment's $800 a month. I'm a little short." How short was he?
I would guess
800.
All right, I was going to go 700.
No,
Not a little short.
I go, so
That's
you
all
have
short.
no money, and you just need me to get you another apartment. I'm just not doing it.
Is he
have to
working?
work. He works for me, but he does the bare
fucking pay
bones.
him.
Because he just doesn't come in.
What does he do?
He seats the club. Which I told him, go wait tables. He's got great personality. Girls love him. He's a good-looking kid. I said, go. You'll make a lot of money. Yeah, you make a couple $100 a night on the floor. You work 2-3 nights a week. You got your rent. No, I don't want to work that hard. I sit in this chair.
You spoiled him.
No, I wish
you didn't raise him right.
You wrecked him.
What
you
he
broke your kid.
What he just said. Can you imagine saying that to your dad?
Oh,
if I said, I'd
smack me in the head.
I'd be out of the house if I said that to my dad.
Well,
I don't feel like working that hard.
Yeah,
that
well-
wasn't a choice when we were growing up. We
Well, they-
couldn't say that to our fathers.
Well, then he says to me last night, he goes, I found another place. It's a shithole. I need $400. I go, how much is the rent? $400. I go, Vinny, you're not getting the idea here. You have to do something.
He doesn't have any money.
Well, no, and he just blows the money. So then,
Why don't you guys do vaudeville together? Like, you could go from town to
father-son
town.
act.
Yeah, feeling up chicks and stuff.
you have to go there. No, what we should do is a reality show. Because all the shit he's done, like he's living in a car for a while in my driveway.
I remember this, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but now he did it again a second time.
Oh, this is a new one.
I got him a car in February. Right, I was going to go out of town, so I got him a car, and he goes, "I'm going to have this car for years. Thank you so much." So I come back a week later, and on my street, he wrecked the car on my street. I live on a little dirt road. He calls me up. He goes, I got in an accident. Where are you? I'm on the street. So I get there. I push the car out of the snow. I get it home. Everything's fine. I'm like, all right, you fucked your car up. That happens. No big deal. The next day, I get a call from the cops. There were 2 girls in the car with him. And he just made them walk home.
Oh, shit.
So that I didn't see the 2 girls.
Oh.
Okay, so now, of course, the girl's suing him because she
Yeah,
got
of
damages,
course.
and she's a pig. The girl's an absolute I look at it, I'm like, why would you even hang out with that girl? You're a good-looking guy.
Is she suing him?
For what?
She's suing him. She says she broke her collarbone. But
how bad was the car crash?
He wrapped it around a tree.
Oh, jeez.
But the thing is that it was only $500 damage, but the girl was drunk. And the father said she fell on the way home walking in the snow.
Okay. Yeah.
But now, of course, you're going to sue.
Yeah.
Because you're going to try and,
say
you're
it
gonna
happened in the car. Yeah.
try and Hulk Hogan me. And so, but he's 22, so I'm good. I was on insurance. I'm like, go ahead, sue away.
So,
What you gotta do?
So basically, you're in hell, Vinny.
I'm what?
You're in hell.
I'm in hell with him. And so now, this is the part that he gets the car back on the road. 1 week later, he's living in the car, calls me up. I got another accident. I'm like, what the fuck? How could you be such a fuck up? Can't you put anything together?
What was the second accident?
He just rear-ended somebody. But it wasn't his fault.
How
They
is that?
stopped.
Does he?
Oh, they stopped.
They stopped.
He smokes the pot, right?
Yeah, and I don't think he was smoking pot that day because he was going to work, and he made it to work. But, he just does shit that makes me crazy. Like, he got 20-some-odd tickets for not having his license and registration. I'm like,
oh, my God.
How do you not, at number 18, go, hey, I'm going to carry this shit with me?
Does he yell back at you?
Yeah. It's all my fault.
Have you ever hit him?
When he was younger, I tried everything. I've tried counseling, spanking, taking shit away, giving shit. He's a great kid. And it doesn't sound like that when I talk about him because...
Really it sounds like a felon.
Yeah.
No, he's not a felon. He's a good guy. He just does stupid shit.
God damn, I don't know. I see, that's why kids, to me, they just grow up to fuck you over.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to run for 40 minutes right now and get that fat from yesterday's Dinner Dinner,
idiot.
All right, here's the deal.
Idiot.
I'm going to run for 40 minutes right now and get that fat from yesterday's dinner gone.
Where's that tweet?
Norton.
That was from May 4th.
Norton, I can't Twitter like you. My life isn't fun.
Mine isn't either.
Some of these
Your
are
life
terrific.
is fun.
Your life is fun.
Transvestites, transsexual, that's fun.
I like your Yankee one.
Yeah.
A-Rod with another walk-off homer. Let's get it over with. Steroids are here to stay. Let the freaks get as big as possible. I want W's.
Yeah, that's it.
May 16th.
And
From
here's
Vinny Funny.
another Yankees one. Yankees lost, but we won. Great night. We'll get them next time.
And you got any favorites?
Oh, yeah, this one right here.
I don't even like when you talk.
Just tried something with my left arm that I haven't been able to do for months, or for 4 months. Still can't. Tired of dating the same, quote, girl. That's a jerk-off.
That's a jerk-off reference.
Oh, is it my turn? My turn.
Go ahead. Give it a shot.
May 6th from the web. Did you do this one, Jimmy?
I don't know.
He just writes, movie night.
Ugh.
Oh, I wanted to
What
do that
movie was
one.
it?
That may have been...
What movie was it? Maybe it was
What
a cool
night was
movie.
it?
May 6th, 5:08 p.m. Very excited. A lot of exclamation points. So you were really into movie night.
What the hell did we see?
Sometimes they get like kind of cool. Like this one here says, getting ready for Philly radio tomorrow. Got to get my beauty rest.
Ugh.
You know, it's the kind
Did
of
I really write that?
puts a smile on people's face.
That's
when they
horrible.
read it. No,
That
it's
really
funny.
is bad.
That's
I'm going to
funny.
delete my Twitter account immediately.
No, why? It's Vinny
good.
Funny, VINNIE Funny.
Your
at Twitter.
followers are going up as we read
yeah.
these.
What do you
I
need some
can't wait to get
followers?
home and see how many people have checked new followers.
Hey, if you're a sports fan,
Did I Twitter this morning, by the way?
let's see.
How can you tell?
I think I did. I said I was coming in to do my favorite radio show.
I didn't see that one. We have, this is May 25th. This is really a kind of interesting one. It's like, beautiful day. What am I doing? Running to Home Depot. That's the way to spend Memorial Day.
Just a regular
You know
guy.
what? Sometimes relating to regular people is the way to go.
Regular
Jimmy,
Joe.
can you read one of my favorites? Number
Sure.
7. Number 7 is
Can I please get the
really
list
good.
so I can see?
No.
Oh, this is good. I guess Vinny had an injury because it said, feels like someone axed my arm off. I'm on Percocet and coffee. Poor man's 8-ball. I feel like Belushi.
Do you?
What will People Mag say?
Nothing.
I have 60 followers.
I hope you mean Jim
famous to be
Belushi.
in People magazine.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I heard. That's good.
I like this
I
one.
knew I shouldn't have done this.
Here's one of my faves. Getting fatter by the minute because I can't work out yet. Passed the cookies. Ate a Five Guys burger. 10 million calories. Very good. Is it 10 million?
It's a lot.
Pass the
Is that
cookies.
exaggerating humor?
I assumed.
Vinny funny?
This is like my 6th time on, or 7th. And I assumed at some point you guys would be nice to me.
Vinny, we love you. I love Vinny Brand. I want Vinny to get followers. I really do. Because what happened? This is the part that I like. It's like getting fatter by the minute, and you're going to expect some workout advice. But instead, this nut goes past the cookies.
Yep,
So what are you doing?
No one saw 19. Where's Dan?
I can understand.
Because he does a little audience participation with his Twitter. Read number 19, and we got to do this right now.
Okay, number 19. Tell me if you think it's funny. Now, I'm not going to editorialize. I'm going to read Vinny's tweet. Tell me if you think it's funny. And it's quoted, Easter Bunny Falls on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, let's get Danny in here.
Yeah.
Can someone come in here and pop that video up for us?
Easter Bunny Falls.
We'll tell you if it's
This
funny.
video makes me laugh.
All right, we're going to find out.
It's not going to make you laugh, Norton, because it's...
It might.
No, it won't.
I have a surprising sense
But
of
I have
humor.
to tell you something. What makes me laugh about this video is what he does after he falls.
Okay.
Because just in front of a bunch of kids, it just makes me laugh.
Vinny, how many followers did Vinny have? Vinny did...
61.
Nah, it'll be higher than that.
Wow.
Don't worry.
All right.
Well, here's the thing.
We'll
I
get you
don't
up to 80,
have...
no problem.
Don't follow, because I don't have an interesting life.
Too late.
Too late.
Travis?
How many followers is he up to now?
91.
91.
Holy
See?
shit!
See the power of this show, Vinny?
The
That's
power
right.
of this show is amazing.
91 people get to see that you're a dullard.
After reading these
crazy.
tweets... All right, let's get with that. Now, I want to see Easter Bunny Falls.
Can I've never read your tweets, by the way.
Well, sure. It's Jim Norton.
Are your tweets all... They're just all... I don't know how to tweet anything interesting at all.
You just have to be you.
That's the problem.
Here's my last...
That's it. Yeah.
My last tweet was about you, actually.
I can't imagine.
I took a picture of you, and I said, Vinny Brand, or as he's known on Twitter, Vinny Funny. He came in today wearing a Boris Karloff wig. And I showed a picture of you because your
Is
hair...
it a bad wig?
No, it's not a wig. Your hair.
Kids, a keg of beer and a bunny.
All right, here we go. This is
That's
what's this again, Jimmy? Easter
This
Bunny
is just
Falls.
an Easter bunny that,
And we're
that
supposed
fell.
to tell Vinny if it's funny or not.
Vinny, by the way, is at the Stress Factory.
Thank you, Ken.
June 18th through 20th, and he's a very funny comic.
By the way,
Am I
he
there?
asked.
Yes.
He asked people.
Yes.
If this is funny.
Yeah, because I don't
so
know.
you put the word out there.
Yes, I did.
So we'll let you know.
Let's give it the old play.
I like the song.
Oh wow!
I
yeah.
do, too. Well, Nirvana.
All right, there you are.
Outside.
Can you pause that real quick?
Huh?
Pause that real quick. I will say this. No, I will say this.
This is my brother's house, by the way.
At your brother's house?
Yeah.
I think not. You think it's your brother's house?
I swear to God it is.
I think that might be my house.
I was going to say, if
You got confused, though.
if Vinny is in this video,
I think it's my house.
Well, because I didn't want to make you sound an ass, but that's definitely not your brother's house.
if this is
you swore to God I felt bad.
He's squatting at Vinny.
I can't wait to Twitter that.
I don't know what's going on. I think I might have confused him.
Well, no, I didn't know if I wanted to admit to any of you that was my house.
Actually, my brother has a backyard very similar to yours. I know it's not. I was,
but Vinny said, tell me
Oh,
if
this-
you think it's funny.
Yeah, here's why. Because it's
We didn't
I
know it was a
the
video
guy.
you made.
It's a video you
We
made.
thought it was some video that we just happened to find.
No,
we all do that.
That's my uncle, and it makes me laugh.
All right.
Just play it.
Let's check it out.
Of Uncle Paul.
Oh, Tommy's
There's a
done right
rabbit.
by you. Look how big your
A
yard
bunny
is.
rabbit handing out things to a bunch of kids.
The rabbit, and I happen to know that he's been drinking.
Yes.
Which
Each
makes me
bunny's
laugh.
waving, and all the kids are happy. Six
That's my
kids.
daughter.
So, Easter Bunny is
editing, Vinny.
Yeah, 6 kids.
How long is this video?
It's the same shot for 4 minutes now.
No, it's not.
How many more minutes?
It's a minute 30.
Oh,
You got
okay.
30 seconds left.
Cool. Feels like War and Peace. The rabbit's waving, and he's hopping away. Oh, look, the rabbit's hopping.
It's going to make me laugh here, too, which is going to be bad.
If it does, I'm going to stab you. The
Easter
kids
Bunny
are
is hopping away.
The bunny's
after
hopping.
Giving the kids eggs and candy.
Yes, he did. Oh, look, he's skipping away.
He's skipping away. He probably can't see.
Yeah, look, and there goes the bunny.
It's falling apart. And then here's where it goes. It makes me laugh. And then he crawls.
I gotta be honest.
Look, he's fucking crawling. There's little kids watching.
You know what? I gotta be honest. I want Vinny dead.
Can you go back to the falling part?
Yeah. It's,
Here, look, it makes me laugh that he crawls away.
Is it funny, Jimmy?
I don't want it to be funny, but I actually would have laughed at that because it's not a pratfall. The guy actually does just drunkenly fall. Yeah, it is actually.
It's a stumble fall.
He's a fucking.
Look,
the shoe's coming off.
The shoe is falling apart, right? And then he goes down and watch him crawl. This is the part that makes me laugh. Just watch. Then he gets up, there's mud all over his knee.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I'm telling you. I don't know how to edit, so just stop it now. Nothing else happens.
Why don't we fucking watch it until he gets in the car and drives home and to the cleaners? But that is actually.
I don't know how to edit. That's
Jesus. Let's watch him bring in the fucking bunny suit to the cleaners and
just segs into his vacation tapes.
iMovie. Look into it.
Yeah.
Plus, what made me laugh?
Very easy.
After he fell, I kept envisioning the kids getting the candy from him, and like scotch is coming through the face mask. Here you go, kids! It's just a scotch breath.
It was actually
the Easter Bunny.
It was funny him falling. I didn't want to laugh either. I really wanted to hate that video, but it did make me laugh.
You know what? You're a big Yankees fan, huh?
What told you was this?
I do like the Yankees.
Number 13 is a really good twit. It says, off to the new Yankee Stadium to watch the Red Sox get their asses kicked.
And they did.
Eh?
And
I
the Red
like
Sox
that, though.
won.
Jimmy, 15 is terrific, too. Don't read over Jimmy's
this is
shoulder.
Here it is. Your chance to direct my day. What do you want me to do? If no one chimes in, I'm emptying storage. Boring. Vinny wrote that.
Boring.
I would like to really think that. Here's why.
Did anyone suggest anything?
No, that was my point. Is that nobody?
We could suggest a few.
I will.
things.
Yes.
You want us to open up the phone?
Have a shotgun shell lunch.
I'd like to hear the.
We want you dead.
Vinny.
Oh, that was funny. I'm almost dead anyway.
What's wrong with you? You have a successful business.
Listen,
We just live in backyard.
No, you can't. You know, I had my surgery.
What's wrong?
I had my rotator cuff done.
What? You didn't read the tweets on the surgery, Jimmy? What's wrong with you?
I didn't get to that one. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did. You read it. My arm was axed off.
But I didn't. Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they never said what they did.
Here's one. Had surgery today. Great job, Doc. My left arm is useless till the meds wear off. Feels dead, like my career.
Yeah, and I think that was a pretty accurate twit.
How many,
but it was an accurate twit, too.
How many followers now? You started the day with 61. Let's see what happens now.
Got to be double.
31.
A lot of churn.
People going in and deleting.
No, you probably.
Vinny's got 138.
See what happens?
Now I have to do something.
You
got 138 people.
You got to follow Vinny. Just to put complete pressure on him. That's the beauty. Because Vinny's just doing this for his family and friends.
I have to read your twits.
No, we want everyone to just write you and go, we're waiting for your next tweet, Vinny.
All right.
Vinny funny.
Do you tweet from your phone?
Tweety, 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 tweet.
I do from my phone and from home. Dan, not that it's all about me. Could you bring mine up?
I'd like to read some of your tweets.
Some of them are boring. We all have the boring ones.
I think someone played a twit. A verbal, like
yes, the star of the Vinny Brand story. Sorry, Vinny.
really shitting on me now that you're doing theaters.
I love you. I'm always afraid. Vinny has like an air of violence about him. Like he's a funny guy.
Not anymore. I can't.
Look in his eyes. There's something going on.
I'm weak.
How's that daughter of yours? Is she driving you nuts too?
She is. You know, she just did her second car engine. She just blew it.
All right.
So I got her one car. She put no oil in it. I don't even go there. Just leave it be. And she just ruined her second car engine. 3 years.
What's up with you guys in cars?
She doesn't put oil in it. I go, when did you check the oil? She goes, I just checked it last week.
Daddy's supposed to do that, though.
Yep. She's away at college.
But Daddy's supposed to do it. Doesn't she come home?
She comes home and she doesn't visit us.
You change the oil.
And the last time she came home was to see me after the surgery, and she's driving
But
back.
she really needs something else, right?
Money.
Yeah.
And she's driving home, and she calls me up and she goes, I'm broke down on Route 1, and the car was shot. And so then I go, well, she's sitting on Route 1 traffic. I go, well, call the cops and make sure they sit with you so you don't get hit.
Yeah.
So the cops come. She didn't register her car. It gets fucking impounded. I have to drive to get the car out of impound.
You told her to call him.
I know. I always call the cops on my kids. That's my MO.
I'd imagine you're dyeing your hair by now because it has to be completely gray with
it's not gray.
With what the kids are doing to you.
I'm lucky that way.
What the fuck's up, Vinny?
Hold on, here's a good one.
We've met your kids though. They seem like lovely people.
They're great people.
Just very irresponsible.
How can this be interesting? I'm going to effing recycle center. What are taxes for? Better just hide it in the garbage if you ask me.
No one did.
No. And to answer your first
Can I
question,
please see someone else's tweet so I know what to do?
How can this be interesting? Was your
You're on
opening
your own
question?
time, man.
Vinny Brand. Another horse plug 6 minutes. How is that any better? Another horse plug. Who the fuck wants to read that? That's no better.
Well, because I did use it to plug my second
that's
one.
a good picture.
My second one I did plug. I said my other plug was another horse plug. Tickets for my September show at the Wabala on sale now. Yeah, it was a plug. Sometimes
If I had dates to plug, I would twit.
But that's not my only. It's like, you throw in a plug
Let
on
me read
somebody,
that one.
sure.
Jimmy's a very entertaining.
Anthony's empty chair. We're on air. Had to bolt out and take a watery Guinness shit. All right.
You're just updating what's going on in life. Yeah.
You don't talk about your chores.
No.
Well, taking a shit is kind of a chore.
My empty
Well,
chair.
yeah, I guess you're right.
All right, I get the idea. Thank you.
Yeah,
we
you
need
just kind
a
of-
Pez dispenser shaped like a cock.
I was responding to somebody.
Vinny, you're a funny guy. Why don't you just...
All right, I'll tweet funny shit.
Yeah, like...
If I get the 300 followers.
You're Vinny funny.
Oh, you'll get the 300.
Oh,
If I get the 300 followers and a booking that doesn't cancel, I will tweet interesting stuff.
Who's at the club this weekend, you?
No, this
Jim-
weekend is Al Madrigal.
Who?
He's from
really
Gary
don't know.
Unmarried.
Okay.
Which one is he?
I don't know. I don't watch the show.
Oh, that's great. Jay's listening right
Jay
now.
Moore is on that one.
Jay Moore's.
Jay show just got picked up for another year.
Yes.
Yeah. Good for Jay Moore.
You're not happy.
Am I happy?
You want something to happen.
No,
You're a successful club owner.
I love Jay.
Who else you got coming in?
You run a very nice club.
Rich Voss, who's on my shit list.
Why?
Oh,
Why is
what
he
did
on
he
your
do?
shit list?
Because this is how dumb.
You're going to tell us how dumb he is?
please.
I know. That's dumb too. But this is dumb in a different way. So Voss calls me up. He says, I'm never doing that other place.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, boy.
How's the battle with that other place going? So far, we're,
Yeah, you guys are the best. It's not.
Look how loyal we are, Vinny.
You're unbelievable.
And the money they're offering us?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And what do we get from you? What, fucking chicken wings? Thanks.
Some good twits.
A nice twit. I don't know how to give you money anymore.
No, I'm just joking.
But here's the deal.
Vinny,
So
it's all jokes. You're
No,
a
I know.
stand-up guy. You're a great
But
guy.
I
You run a
would-
great place, and we're loyal fucks.
So here's the.
Do us wrong, though, and, man, we'll be fucking, at that place tomorrow.
Oh,
I do no wrong. I was talking about you guys with Steve.
Sorry,
before.
I'm babbling. Go to Rich Voss.
Yeah, so Voss is doing my club in a couple weeks. And then he's doing open mic at the other place. But, okay, which is, in a sense, all right, I don't care. But he goes out of his way to tell me I'm not going to go there. I'll never step foot
Why
in the
is he
joint.
doing? He wants
Why
to
is
be
he
a
doing
big
that?
shot. He wants people to go, "Wow, Rich Voss walked in."
Yeah.
No one cares.
Not only that, they had
They
a
probably made him wait in line like everybody else.
Why don't you confront him, because the king of First of All is on our line. Or are we trying to wake him up?
Oh.
We might have him. Vinny.
Rich.
Oh, we don't have him? Okay.
Yeah,
you were trying to get him so you could confront him.
Yeah, I'd like to have it. And he had to bring Bonnie in. It was a bringer show.
Of course.
So he had to bring Bonnie in to get.
Bonnie. Did they bring the baby, too?
Probably.
The baby runs on stage and... Ugh. Right.
Ah, wait a minute. This is interesting. Just submitted to tour the country eating food for another, quote, reality show.
Yeah.
At least I won't starve if I get it. This business blows. What was the reality show you tried for?
It's a show called I Live to Eat.
Okay.
And you have to go eat crappy food.
Did Iraq beat you out?
Wait, is this a real...
Yeah. Yeah, but, those shows don't pay any money or anything. They just wanted someone witty.
All right.
And they read my twits, and I did not get a call back.
Oh, you
Even
tried
with
out
Vinny
for it?
Funny as your name?
What they have you do? Did they
I
have
started to explain that, by the way.
Did they have you eat
How do
something
not
and
hire Vinny Funny? I mean, come on.
did they have you
That'd be
eat
funny.
something
Give
and
him his
then
name.
kind of improv about it?
No.
They probably gave him some bad food, and he's like, what is this?
No,
A
it was
burger?
just-
What am I going to do with this? Put a hat on. He's... what am I going to do?
Rich Voss, everyone.
Oh.
Rich.
Hey,
Hi, Voss. You want to give out your home phone number?
what's that?
I'll give it out.
Hey, Rich.
I'm on Vinny's shit list. I didn't even know Vinny had a list.
but why am I on your shit?
Oh, wow. He
Rich,
failed that
Rich,
quick.
have you been doing? Have you been making appearances?
I did first of all, my wife, who you won't headline, who has more credits than you'll ever have, was working at the other club, and I went in to see her, and I did a guest spot.
No, not that day. A different day. You've been there a couple times.
No, here's the deal.
I have friends that tell me, don't tell me the deal. I know exactly the deal. And the part that annoys me is that you're coming to my club in a couple weeks where you expect people to pay to see you, where they can go see the same product for nothing.
First of all, relax, all right?
But why would you... Go ahead.
Will you, first of all, don't try to talk. Oh, you don't know the deal. We went down there to interview people for a documentary.
Oh, yeah, don't go to the Stress Factory for that.
Yeah, we are. Did I call you, say I was coming there?
You know what's so funny? I offered you my camera to shoot your show. You call me up, you go, where do I get a camera? I say to him, don't buy a camera, boss. They're expensive. I have a $3,000 camera. Use my camera. And you're going to use it to go shoot the other place.
Wait a second. You're making something out of nothing, all right, for airtime. Let me tell you something, Super. There was 10 people in the audience. I went on to smash the judges in a contest. They were doing a contest, and I went on stage, and all I did was smash the judges. Okay? But second of all, how do you know I didn't go there to work out some new material so I could bring it to your club and have it refined? All right? I don't tell you where to work. They offer me... Are you still on the air?
Yes.
First of all...
It's amazing that we're actually listening. I know.
I know, because I don't know if you guys hung up on me already. Obviously, they call me every 2 weeks and offer me, and I go, no, I work at the Stress Factory.
I know that.
Okay?
And that's why you're... Listen.
Don't listen. The bigger you try to come into my house, which you're at right now, and try to smash me, it's not going to work. Let me tell you something. Your time's almost up in there. You paid for a half an hour to come in the studio.
Now that's just uncalled for. Let me just say this, Rich. Listen, just hear me out. I don't even give a shit. But why would you go out of your way to tell me you'll never step foot in a place? Why wouldn't you just say, hey, Vinny?
I said I went there with my wife. Why would I say I'll never... I wouldn't do a weekend there.
Wait, just listen.
And his wife wouldn't be there if you...
if I headlined it.
That's what he was telling you, Vinny.
I know that. But what I'm saying is that wasn't the only time that wasn't the only time he was there.
I've been there twice. And
I don't give a shit, but why not just say, hey, I'm going to do this. No hard feelings.
Wait, do I got to call you to say I'm going to an open mic night?
No, but you don't have to call me to tell me you're not ever going to step foot in the joint either.
I said I'm not going to do a weekend.
No,
there.
you said to me.
I try to use them to up my money with you. That's all. You know, it's a leverage thing. But we went to, where did we go Wednesday night? To the open mic night at Stress Factory this week, okay? What was the...
Did you go last night? I mean, did you go
Wednesday.
How was it?
To the Stress Factory. It was great when I got on stage because the audience knew who I was and I saved the show. Okay, but you don't call me and say thank you for coming to our miserable open mic night.
I always thank you. When you called me up, you wanted to buy a camera. What did I say to you?
What did you say to me?
Well, I said, use my camera. You said, I need it for a year. I said, take the camera. Shoot. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. But the thing is, if
you don't want to go back and forth who does each other favors. We've been doing each other favors for years.
I know that, but my point is this. Why would you say to me, I'll never go there, and then go there? Why not just not say anything? Or say, I'm going to do open mic. You don't give a shit, do you? At which point I would have said no.
First of all, you had the phone on your bad ear. I didn't say. I'll never step into the place.
Yes, you did.
You know what you're saying?
You and one other guy did it.
Okay,
you and another guy did it.
Who's the other guy? Here's the thing, Vinny. Start talking to me as a comic, not a club owner. If you're a comic and you want to work out stuff, it doesn't matter.
Rich, you can go to any club in New York City to work out stuff. Anywhere.
I'm going to get a babysitter and drive all the way to New York to do 8 minutes when I could drive 35 minutes and do whatever, 15 minutes.
Listen, go do it all you want. You're missing the point. The point is also this. If you're making an appearance, like let's say Jim here. I want Jim to come to the club. Jim come to the club. I love him coming to the club. But if he's doing the Wellmont Theater,
you don't have enough money for Jimmy anymore.
I know.
Jimmy's doing theater.
Oh, yes, he does.
know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, you don't.
I do have enough money. It's wanting to part with it. So what happens is Norton can't come do my room if he's doing the Wellmont Theater. It's not smart business. You shouldn't be doing an open mic 10 minutes away at another competing club, and all the guy does is badmouth me. It's just bad business.
Well, listen. First of all, he's not the only one who badmouths you. You're used to that.
Not you, him.
I know, but here's the thing. First of all, I'm in Florida right now. Did I ever tell you I won't work Florida? Because I ever told you that. I'm in Florida. But what I'm saying is, an open mic does not, if they see me do 10 minutes at an open mic, look at it like a business, all right? If you're a businessman, be smart. If they see me do 10 minutes at an open mic and kill, they go, where can we see him do an hour? Hey, the Stress Factory.
But if you're not doing refined material by your own admission, then that may not be the case. You said you're going there to work out shit.
I kill, believe you me.
Well, you know,
boss goes on stage, he kills, and you know that.
I do know that. You're one of my favorite comics.
So what I did is I gave him a little taste of me. You want the whole meat? Come to the Stress Factory.
Did you plug the Stress Factory from your date?
Tasted like filter
Did you
fish.
stand up there and say, I'm here doing shit for free, but come see me at the Stress Factory?
You're contradicting yourself.
Let me ask you a question. Was I mad at Bonnie? Did I say anything to Bonnie?
You can't. You're not in any position to say
No, but the point is, I said to Bonnie, I understand, I get it, good for you, we're friends, no problem.
Okay, here's the thing. You're making something you really, if you look at it from a business aspect, that's
18 years. I've used you for 18 years. 17 of which the same material.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Back to you, Reg.
Phone call, Freddie. I screwed up myself.
If the Jews had walked 2 more miles, they'd have the oil.
Oh, that's his material, yeah.
Rich, I got more CDs out this month than you'll have in your career.
Listen, I already said that. That's not even a slam. I said that on my Twitter. You obviously are not checking my Twitter.
Why would they?
That makes me and
Vinny nap time. No one wants to
Here's the deal, Vinny. I don't want you to harbor any resentment.
I have no resentment. I'm just telling you. Look, I'm a truthful guy, right? So I'm pissed off, but I'm going to talk about it. I just wish you never said you wouldn't go there and then went there. What's the difference?
No, I said, no, you heard me wrong. I said I wouldn't take a week in there. I already lined up a date with Steve in June to come into O&A, and I go, why? So I could plug the Stress Factory. Okay? All right, don't sit and whisper behind my back and try to give him lines.
No one's whispering to give me lines. That's not what's going on.
You're so paranoid. I was telling the audience that Anthony had to leave the studio to make duties, okay?
Oh, okay.
Listen to the replay. You'll hear it for yourself.
Did he get Vinny's permission? You said you could only sit in my toilet.
Vinny.
Rich, listen. You just got to admit this much. You just have to admit this much.
I'm a loyal guy.
No, I know you're loyal, but you could go to New York City.
Let's call it sort of loyal.
And work out, all the time.
We call you sort of loyal.
The main reason
you're the type of guy, if Howard called, you'd be on that show tomorrow. Who we kidding?
See, now a couple seconds ago, I thought you were on Rich's side, but obviously...
I like to just go back and forth.
You're punching away.
I'm all about making sure this is the best fight ever. I just try to pump up both sides.
Now, Opie, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Don't you think he should have just never said, I won't go there?
Yeah, that's where you made your mistake, because I think Vinny's the type of guy, he's sort of like us. Like, we understand... You guys got to go and do your thing, and you got to promote. We understand where your loyalty is in the end, and I think Vinny also understands that. But the problem is, if you're gonna say I will never go there, and then you go there, that's a problem.
Okay, but how about if Vinny's getting this wrong? Because I never said I wouldn't go. I never said I would do a weekend there. In Vinny's mind, he's thinking I would never go there. Okay.
Well, why? Okay, can I ask you this question? Let me ask you a fair question. Would you say that you're a comic worth seeing?
Of course.
Okay, so now here's my question. Don't you then feel...
Which I will back up.
Okay.
He's a comic worth seeing.
Absolutely. Now,
beat the shit out of him, but he's terrific.
He's one of the funniest, which is why I overpay him. And the thing is that if you're worth seeing and you appear there in any capacity, you're hurting me.
You're 100% wrong.
How do you figure? If you're that people go, oh man, go there. You can see Rich Voss.
Okay, well, here's the thing: the difference between you and I too, as a comics. My act is different every time someone sees me. I have some same material, mostly always new. I do crowd work, but they're never going to see the same show. Okay, it's not like you doing your, from A to Z, that same dog and pony shit you do.
I don't do that.
So when they see,
I write new shit all the time. I'm writing stuff all the time.
Was that Vinny or Opie?
Me.
Oh, Oh, okay. So, well, whatever.
I'm not feeding him lines.
Well, no, yeah, you have to come see me, you know. But you're missing the point. If you're
and I'm insulted. I don't sound deaf, Rich.
You're missing the point. One, it wasn't premeditated. It was not premeditated. Two, we went to.
What happened? You're just driving along. Suddenly, you end up at primetime. Oh, how'd this happen? Oh my God! I'm behind a microphone. I better crack jokes. Of course, it was premeditated. You got in your car and you drove there.
Did you just promote the competition?
I did. I'm an asshole.
What an idiot!
Stress Factory. Stress Factory.
What the hell's wrong with you?
We went there to interview Goomba Johnny. Okay.
Right. And there's another one. Now, Goomba Johnny. I always paid more than anybody, but he wanted to do it every 2 weeks. I said, I can't do that. You're going to burn yourself out of the market. I love having Jim in the club. I call Jim. Jim will say to me, I'm not ready yet. I want enough new stuff that my fans come see me, and they're happy they came and see me. He's one of the smartest guys about it. He doesn't rape his area. And I'm not just saying that. You're very smart about it. So,
well, anyhow, so we went to interview him. They were having a contest, and he was one of the...
So you did go there to interview him?
We went there.
So it was premeditated.
Yeah, to interview him, not to do a set.
And then what happened? They had some type of weapon. Get on stage.
What happened?
Get on stage and crack wise.
Well, first of all, we were upstairs and we were all jerking off on your headshot. And they said if whoever comes first has to go on stage.
If I had the bomb button right now, I'd push it.
So would I.
Just acknowledge it was a bomb.
You're in studio. I'm on the phone.
I know.
Here's the thing. So we were there and they were having...
Just to let you know, that was Bobo that did that. Go ahead.
Here's another thing, too. This conversation right now is hurting you more than me doing a guest spot.
No, because you know what? People already know. If you want to come see a good... Listen, we give a shit. Okay? This is the only thing we do, and we do it better than anybody. And you know what? I'm up 18 hours a day making sure it's better than anybody. So, you know what? Go wherever you want to go. You're coming back because I give a shit. My customer...
Don't try to make me look like the bad
I have 62 Twitter followers.
No, you got...
What am I up to now?
Hey, speaking of Twitter, Kevin Smith is tweeting me and Jimmy right now. I don't know what he wants. Does he want to call our show?
Who's Ken Smith?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. I think he said Ken. I know who Kevin Smith is.
Maybe I did. I didn't think so.
No, it's Kevin Smith.
What does he writes to Opie Radio and Jim Norton? Your tweeps up in arms? What's tweeps mean?
Maybe he meant...
Peeps, I guess.
Oh, your
peeps are up in arms.
Oh, your peeps are up in arms with me for 5-minute call into PLJ. Absolve me quick. We'll whip out my fat tits if needed. Wow, this is the same type of thing that's going on.
Same thing, but at a real level.
But see, no, but like we understand.
Yeah.
Kevin's got to promote. We know where his loyalty is.
I want Kevin dead.
Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith comes in here and does 4 hours of radio with us. If he does a 5-minute phone call with another radio station, we're fine with all that.
Kevin,
there's one guy in radio that's not fine with that, and we all know his fucking name.
Kevin can do.
We understand that you guys gotta you gotta eat and you gotta promote and you gotta go on other shows. We understand that, but there's a loyalty thing too, and we know where loyalty falls with everybody.
Kevin's a very hold on, Rich. Kevin's a very loyal dude, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, Vinny Brand's very confused with Rich Voss's loyalty, and I don't blame you. But in general, we know where loyalty falls with everybody.
Because PLJ is not a competitor for us. It's like we're not smashing them; they're not smashing us. If Kevin's got to promote on regular radio, more power to him, man.
And by the way, Rich, that slam is because you didn't invite me to play Bethpage Black. Go fuck yourself. I'm on Vinny's side today.
I didn't play that.
I read your Twitter trying to get on the black course, Bethpage. I'm like, really? That's in my fucking backyard. You think I would get the fucking phone call?
Opie, would you like to come to my house for Easter?
I thought you were like a member of a golf club or something.
Are you truly insane? I was trying to get on. I didn't get on.
How about we try to get on together? It doesn't matter if you didn't get on in the end. You were trying to get on a golf course that I would love to play. It's in my backyard, and where was my phone call?
Well, first of all, I was making reservations. I was trying for 2, and if I got on, how do you know you wouldn't get the phone call?
Oh, really? Like I don't need time to, drive there?
What are you guys, you know what? You and Vinny are both out of your fucking minds. I just walked out of a radio interview to do this. That's where my loyalty is. I'm plugging Marco Island, where I'm at this weekend with Florentine and Lee.
What dumb radio show did you have to do this morning?
I'm in there now. I don't know. I'm with 2 guys. They're actually pretty good. All right.
What's their names?
Hold on. Let me find out.
You don't even know.
Are we guys, what's the names is Florentine? What's the name? What's the name of these guys?
Zito and Garrett.
Zito and Garrett. In I don't know where I am.
Zito and Garrett?
Yeah, Fort Myers. All right. I had to close it last night. It was Florentine, Levy, and me. And Levy goes, I'm not going to do the crowd. And I had to go up after a half an hour of cum jokes I had to follow last night.
Did you do well?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't kill. I made it through it. It wasn't, believe me, it's not like as well as I did at prime time.
Why would you fucking follow Levy?
Why do you keep saying that name? That's not right. Stress Factory. Stress Factory.
Why did I follow him? Because he goes, I'm trying. This is Lee. He's out of his mind. He goes, I'm trying to make a tape for TV.
What?
He's who knows?
TV's. What is he DVRing something? Levy.
He goes, I want to work on the set.
Can we
and
get
he
Kevin
walks,
Smith on the phone?
I'll show him lunch.
You want me to go get? He goes, I want to work on the set. He walks up, and his opening joke is, "Who likes tight pussies?" I go, really? That's what you're working on?
Well, you know, what happened, they said Conan is not quite as strict as Leno was with content. So, I think that's what he's working on.
That is pretty funny, though, that he's working on.
I'm telling you, there's a new guy at The Tonight Show. He'll like the tight pussy jokes. He wouldn't even know it was Conan. Levy's fucking nuts. He'd go, it's a new guy at The Tonight Show.
That's kind of funny, though. He's working on his TV set. That's his opening joke.
Fucking Levy is filthy. He's fucking... I would never follow Levy. He's hilarious.
He is hilarious, and he's filthy.
I would never go on after Bob Levy. Bobby wanted to do gigs with me. He's like, let's go out and do some gigs. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going on after you. I'm not doing it, and it's a respect thing.
Florentine's right here now. He went on first and destroyed.
Of course he did.
All right? And then Levy goes on. He goes, I won't do any crowd work. Okay? The second he walks on stage, he's attacking the people in the front row. And I walk on stage, there's nothing left.
Hey, Jim, Rich, put Florentine on for 1 second.
Hey, Florentine, Jim, come here. Vinny, my loyalty's with you. All right, so relax.
Thank you.
Here.
All right, with your dumb Hyman Roth speech. Shut up.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jim, it's Norton.
Hey, Jim, what are you doing?
How dirty was Levy last night?
He opens his set. How you guys doing? Give it up for Jim Florentine. So, who likes to come on girls' faces? His opening joke.
What TV set is he working on? For what?
He's going to do Good Morning America.
He's doing some kind of TV set. I need to get a TV set. Got to do a clean set.
Did he really want to do a TV set?
And then he's like, who likes tight pussies? That's the second joke.
Jim, did he do anything clean at all?
No.
Nothing.
He is a fucking pig, Levy. It's one of my favorite things about Bob is the way he'll delude himself before he goes on stage. Like, nah, I'm just going to do this. And then he just fucking panics up there and refuses to do anything but kill.
He said he had to do some mother-in-law jokes for this TV thing. He's like, you got to watch my mother-in-law. I watched the first 15 minutes. I was so disgusted, I just left. He didn't even do any mother-in-law jokes. Got to do some clean ones.
Hey, Jim, we're fucking Vinny and Voss are arguing about like Voss doing a guest spot at the competitive club. So just kind of fucking go like somehow egg Voss on like we're just shitting all over him.
Yeah.
Because can he hear us?
No.
All right, yeah, but just like we're really bashing him, like Vinny's really killing him.
Well, I called up Bonnie, and I called Voss, and I was talking to him. I didn't know. I knew Bonnie did it. And Bonnie got on the phone, and I said, just say right now, I'm really sorry for doing the club. And she says that, and you hear Voss in the background, he doesn't even use you! I'm like, and Bonnie's just laughing. That was an idiot. Oh, he's so easy.
No, it definitely wasn't right that he did the spot.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's very wrong, man.
No, you're right. You shouldn't have done it at prime time. What? The spot.
Just say 18 years. He's been using you for 18 years.
No, Benny says he's been using you for 18 years.
Yeah, using me and abusing.
He's abusing me.
Put that fucking traitor back on the line. Traitor. No, because I got something else for him.
Hello?
Hey, traitor.
Are you talking to me again?
Yes.
Why would we call Florentine a traitor?
So you're saying that if you got on Bethpage Black, you would have gave me the call, right? Giving me plenty of time to go from fucking Manhattan all the way out to Bethpage. Thank you.
You think I was calling the same day, you jackass?
Well, listen, jackass. Alan from Long Island writes, hey, Voss's Twitter pic is him teeing off at Bethpage.
No.
He said he didn't get on. He's full of shit.
No, listen, if I was at Beth's page, believe you me, I would have been the happiest man alive. My Twitter was, it would be easier to learn how to read than get on Beth's page.
Why is it so hard to get on?
You know what? New golf partner, Anthony Cumia. Go fuck yourself,
That's
Rich
right.
Voss.
He'll shit in every hole.
Me and Anthony are now golf partners.
Good. It's like, you know what? Good. You guys could go in the woods and help each other look for your balls all day.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
Oh, I get it.
First of all, you know what? You're my golf girl. I took you to Doral. You don't blow me off for Anthony.
Oh, I blow you off. Me and Anthony are now new golf pals. What course you want to play first, Anthony? It's up to you. Crab Meadow? What do we do? Start off slow with a little Crab Meadow?
That mini golf.
A little mini golf?
Yeah.
Maybe you could find the competing golf course and just play there, Rich.
Yeah.
Why don't you take Vinny to caddy and he'll go, what club did you say?
Have you ever played Navison Country Club?
Ooh.
Have you?
Maybe Vinny Brand or Vinny Funny is my new golf partner.
I'll take you to Navison Country Club. That's
Rich,
very nice.
I want to play Bushwood.
Not a real club.
Yeah, it is.
I was going to make a call and get us on Bolter Stroll.
You know what?
Okay?
Whatever, dude. We're done. Me and you and that golf thing, we're done.
Oh, you want to play
I don't
next
need
week?
sharing rooms with you anymore with you fucking snoring all night. Thank God you don't smoke anymore. I was scared for my fucking life, this guy smoking in his sleep. How bad do you need a cigarette?
Listen, Benedict Opie, I was...
Benedict. There's a T at the end of it.
What is a Benedict?
Benedict.
Is it a bent dick?
Bent Dick Arnold.
I'm a bent Dick Arnold. I think it moves a little to the left, but I wouldn't call it a bend.
Okay.
You fuck. Me and you are done, you motherfucker. And I'm sick of making believe you're shooting 82 when you shoot 95. Go fuck yourself.
Mulligans.
You know what?
This guy has a mulligan for everything. Look up the word mulligan. It doesn't exist officially in the PGA rule book.
I don't cheat at all. Let me tell you something. I don't cheat
How
at all.
about the fucking ball that was sitting in the tall grass since like 1987 that you decided to hit? It's on the green, and I'm like, this can't be your ball. They don't even make this brand of golf balls anymore.
That wasn't premeditated. That was not premeditated. That was an accidental cheat.
And here's something: when you're sticking the flag and your buddy is holding the flag on the green, maybe you yell "4" so he doesn't break his hand. You cocksucker! I've had it with you. Me and Anthony Cumia, golf partners.
Listen, I can't fight everybody all at once.
I'll have Anthony check my body for ticks. We're done.
Oh, wow. Is that part of it?
Yeah. Well, chasing Rich's ball because he needs to have a perfect score.
Oh, yeah.
So we're wandering around in the woods getting
People
deer
are all
ticks all over
backed up.
us.
Yeah, I shot an 83 the other day.
Yeah,
You're
did
right.
you?
Yes, I did.
Really?
Okay.
How
And I'm
many
gonna play today.
12-foot gimmies, Rich?
I don't take gimmies.
It's
Okay, I don't take gimmies.
Outside the leather, guess what? You got a fucking putt. Everyone knows that.
If the ball's laying on the edge, I'll putt it. That's how honest I am.
Rich's goal is to score his IQ.
Yeah, and no more and no more egg salad sandwiches and juicy boxes. I don't want your stupid lunches. I'll buy a hot dog after 9.
I brought my friend sandwiches last week. Okay?
Of course you did, you needy
Yes.
fuck.
I'm not needy because I share. I don't eat in front of people. I share, okay, without a little slobber.
Me and Anthony Cumia, golf partners.
Yep.
Good. That'll be good. He'll come out there wearing some button-down rock and roll shirt.
What?
What the fuck? Hey, Grandpa.
Rich.
A button-down rock and roll shirt.
How many appearances have you made on our show in the last 2 years? He hasn't worn one of those shirts in 10 years.
I just like Castro.
Right. He's a young Castro now.
Oh, okay, whatever. I don't follow it. My mind's on other clubs and stuff.
Ooh. Why so harsh?
I have to patch this all up with everybody.
All right, go around the table. Go around the table. Start with Vinny Brand because it started there.
Yeah, he has no picture on his Twitter. How do you not have a picture of yourself?
I don't know how to get a picture up there. I don't know how to do that.
What a dweeb.
I'm really not a computer guy.
Apparently not. It's just a blank
I don't know. I got to get my son to do it, but it won't do it for me. Get
busy
Rich.
crashing your cars.
Can we, hey, Vinny, how about this? We'll take the picture I took of Vinny in the headphones.
Yeah, let's start with there.
I will get a picture up.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
All right,
I'm
now
sure it's going to be
apologize
great.
to Vinny. Go around the room.
Vinny, here's the deal. You're my favorite club. That's why I did my DVD at your club. And I
Favorite in New Brunswick, New Jersey? I mean, what is the...
I taped at the Stretch Factory in New Brunswick on my DVD.
Thank you.
Okay.
We recorded that for you. Remember I had all the shit there? And I remember
I recorded it. You charged me for the table space.
I did not charge you, you liar. Jesus. Of all the shit to try and say...
I'm gonna
Remember, I wired the microphones up for the audience, and I mixed the and I had my guy come in that day and make sure the balance was perfect. Remember all that? I remember that because I fucking did it.
You're completely delusional. I'm trying to say how good you are.
I'm just saying, I'm very, very good.
Remember the whatever. Okay, you're my number one.
Thank you.
Opie, today I'm playing golf here in Florida, but I might try to cancel it and fly up and get you and bring you back down so I could play with you down here because I don't want to play with anybody else. You're my favorite guy to play golf with. Anthony, no one dresses as good as you. I'm really sorry that I brought that up. Anybody, whatever you wear, you're going to look good, and it doesn't matter.
Button-down rock and roll shirt.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're
never worn anything close to that.
I'm sensing sarcasm in these apologies.
That's all right.
No, I'm serious. Norton, there's no other guy I'll go pick up trannies with besides you.
What a liar.
You know what? You know what, Norton? The next time you take a load in the face, I'll wipe it off for you.
I hope so. It'll be yours.
Common courtesy.
Courtesy wipe.
Exactly.
You guys are all my favorites in life in every aspect.
Even though I agree with Vinny on the issue, but
no, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Now, Rich, you're doing another radio show, obviously, but the whole loyalty thing that I brought up earlier. Let's end this nice. Like, what do you like about doing the Opie and Anthony show over like the other radio shows out there?
Because, well,
I fell for it.
Dummy.
Vossipedia to break. What are we promoting, Vinny Funny?
Just this weekend, Al Madrigal will be at my club, and then
how do you say his name?
Madrigal.
Al Madrigal.
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 Oh, okay. It's a hard name. I would have changed that name.
Yes, to something easier.
I think he's a Mexican guy.
Like xylophone.
Is he Mexican?
Madrigal. Isn't that like a song?
I don't know. I think he's Mexican. Pretty funny guy.
And what Vinny is,
I saw him last night. Real funny.
Vinny is promoting that at noon today, my September 26th Wellmont Theater tickets in Montclair, New Jersey go on sale on tickets.com or Wellmont Theater with that shitty English spelling. Theater.com. It's my last Jersey gig of the year.
And Kevin Smith, I think he's officially starting to shoot his new movie with Tracy Morgan, Bruce Willis. Who else was added? Sean William Scott, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Did I read that yesterday on one of the sites?
Where's he shooting that?
In town. That's why he did our show.
Oh.
He was just doing all that pre-stuff.
Yeah.
And now I think officially he starts shooting. And I don't know if he has time, but I would like to get him on the phone today.
Bruce Willis.
Because our fans were giving him shit because he went on PLJ for 5 minutes, a 5-minute phone call.
Well, I got to be honest. I think that the fans should completely lay off. How about this? If Kevin Smith agrees to put Jim Norton in this new motion picture,
nice.
The fans should stop bothering him. I'm a damn good. I think people should be nice to Kevin and just Twitter to him, what a fine actor I am.
Actor.
Oh, he saw it for himself.
He certainly did.
Actor.
Stole the movie.
And his tickets are on sale for his evening with Kevin Smith at Carnegie Hall, June 17th at 8 p.m. I did not buy tickets officially, but I do want to buy tickets, but I don't want shitty tickets. So do they hold back some good tickets?
Yes. I like Kevin. I want to go see him. I don't want to buy tickets. I want comps.
Did you ever see that show before?
I hear nothing but great things about it.
Unbelievable.
I've never sat through one.
Yeah, he could sit
I almost
there
picked up the
and stand there and
DVD
just-
of some of his past ones.
Yeah, they're really good.
Ends up
he's
seeing
very,
it.
very funny.
And I want to ask him if I blew it as far as becoming his friend, because I think I did.
How'd you blow it?
What, the
He
hockey
invited
game?
me to a Devils playoff hockey game. He's a major Devils fan. I sat there. We had some fine conversation. We had some nice snacks. Everything was good. But I think he knew I just didn't like the Devils, and I think that bothers him to the point where, we're
I
not
don't
gonna
think that's a
be
legitimate
friends.
reason to blow somebody off.
Huh?
I don't think you can. I don't think.
Hardcore hockey. I'm hardcore hockey.
Who do you like?
Unfortunately,
The
my team
Islanders?
sucks. Yeah, they suck dick. But I like to see Guerin going for another Stanley Cup with the damn Penguins.
Penguins.
He's on the same line as Crosby.
How about Kobe, huh?
Yeah.
Coming across last night.
Basketball talk,
Dude,
man.
come
Let's go.
on.
What do you got?
Jesus Christ. It was his, well, I know it was his fourth 3-2 of his career.
4, 3, and 2.
Triple double.
Yeah.
Who, Kobe?
Yeah.
Or LeBron?
LeBron. Shit. God damn it. I tried.
I got so excited. I thought we were
tried
going to
so
do a
hard.
little NBA action. NBA action.
I remembered the whole stat, and I forgot the name. What a dick. I tried.
You know what? Kevin Smith? Nice.
That's service.
No, it was LeBron James had a triple-double. God damn. Cavs are kind of out of it, but they're making it look good. They go what?
Big comeback.
Yeah. Kevin, what happened to you? All our Twitters are going nuts here.
I know. Mine went too. I mean, we share a huge fan base.
We like that.
Yeah.
Some cats were just like, wow, because anytime I jump on a radio program, and I'm sorry, gentlemen, every once in a while I do the occasional other radio program.
Yes.
For the last 3 appearances wherever, I've popped it up on Twitter because you can now listen to radio almost anywhere online, as you know. And generally people, invariably, I always get that was funny, but you're better on O&A. This morning, though, was just, the crucifixion over popping on a PLJ. Good Lord.
Well, we know you have to promote, and I ran to your aid immediately on my Twitter. Yes, I did.
Sir. I mean, let's all take a moment to appreciate Scott Shannon.
Exactly.
The dude's been around for a while.
Absolutely. It's very rare that someone with a rock'em sock'em robot head can survive that long. But yes, he has been around for a long time.
Guy has like that, but radio, just like film, just like every other entertainment medium, nobody respects longevity.
No.
They hate you. The longer you stick around, dude, familiarity breeds such contempt.
Yep.
That's why I have such respect for. And I'll polish his knob right now, even though not just because I'm working with him, but I don't know. He's been around for a while. Willis, dude, think about how long Bruce Willis has been around.
Moonlighting.
He had hair.
Yes, since when he had hair, and it's just amazing. He's got every once in a while you meet these people who've been able to make it last, where they haven't been kicked out yet, and I don't know. There's a lot of goodwill behind a guy like Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
How was he to work with? I've never met Bruce, even though I see him.
Insufferable prick.
He's so damn cool.
Yeah, he must be fun to do a scene with.
It's very strange. Yesterday we were sitting around. We did a reading of the script with most of the cast, and then we sat around with the writers and kind of did notes afterwards. And it's funny because anytime an actor opens their mouth to start giving notes about a script, you just want to be like, "Are we on? What are we on?"
Oh, shut up.
A satellite, yes.
Yeah, satellite.
Satellite. It's just shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking hole and go out there and be a goddamn puppet. But, which is why actors like working with me, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
But this dude, this dude opens his mouth to give notes, and you're going I'm going to give this dude the benefit of the doubt because he's made more of this movie than I'll ever make in my life, this type of movie. So you kick back and you listen to him, and he's insightful. Suddenly, the movie takes a little jump because it's he's done a scenario like this a bunch of times before, and he can tell you what not to do, what the pitfalls were, how to improve on it, and boom, it takes a jump. And you're like, man, this dude's experienced. Appreciate the experience. It's kind of cool.
What kind of movie is it? What's the gist?
Action.
It's a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
It's in 48 Hours or Lethal Weapon.
Cool, yeah.
It's based on a rare baseball card, I believe.
Yeah, there's an Andy Pafko baseball card. When Topps released the first, what's known as the standard baseball card today, with a picture up front and full stats on the back.
What year was that?
Light laminate, 1952. This dude Andy Pafko was the number one card, so he was always on top. And since kids put rubber bands around their cards, the top card always got damaged. So to have a mint Andy Pafko card is insanely rare. And
how much are they worth?
60 to 80 grand according to the script.
Wow.
According to the script.
Wow.
I'm not a baseball guy, so I got to believe everything in the script.
So you're probably going to have some scenes inside comic book stores and things like that, or baseball card conventions.
There's one inside one baseball card store.
Cool.
And then it also
Where Jimmy's going with this?
Prominently.
Nice, yeah.
Hey, how much for the Honus Wagner?
Oh, that's good.
Jimmy's
a great actor.
Jimmy, do not think that I haven't been trying to figure out where to put you.
Oh, thank you. I'm just throwing out some things I could possibly say. Hey, where's that card? Fucking good.
It's funny. I have this dude in the picture. Did you see the cut stuff on the Zack and Miri DVD?
I did not know.
No.
I like that about you, man, that you didn't go out and watch yourself.
I can never watch I literally will watch myself do stand-up for editing purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to edit the special and stuff. But as far as anything else, I think I've seen my thing in Spider-Man twice since I did it in 2000. I can't watch. I hate myself so much. Watching myself act is torture for me and the audience.
A lot of people couldn't watch that one.
Oh, wow.
Why, Vinny? Wow, wait
After a self-deprecating joke from Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you just took
I
it
jumped
into a
on.
Really,
Yeah.
you took it to a dark place, James.
I know. What's wrong with you, Jimmy?
No, I just don't like to watch myself. I'm fine.
Hey, Kevin, I was reading on the internet. So you start filming finally, right?
We start on Monday. You
Look
want me
at
to tell you
that.
guys from first day on the set?
It seems like you were here a real long time ago.
Is that a no?
Well,
what'd you say?
Yeah.
I said, would you like me to call you guys from day one on the set?
Dude, we would love to be, part of this all the way through. How
On
cool
the
would that
set.
be? Yeah, we want to go to. We definitely want to check out the set one day if we could somehow figure that out.
I said I'd call in. Let's not go crazy.
He's a professional. Hope's like, can we broadcast from the middle of the shoot with Bruce and Tracy?
He's a professional.
Have you ever gone to one of the? I mean, maybe Jimmy has. Anyone gone to one of those like Hannah Montana concerts?
No.
Maybe Jimmy has.
I've
not.
I've got a kid, so I've went to that and to a High School Musical thing. And whenever you go to these things, the shows at like a Staples Center or the Garden or something like that, they set up this like little tent where they broadcast like Disney radio from.
Oh yeah.
You guys could be that.
Oh wow.
I would like that.
See?
Right in the middle of our shoot, and everyone's like, "This is really disruptive." I'm like, "But these guys are pretty funny." Listen,
I've never seen a Hannah Montana show. I did get blown at a Wiggles concert.
All of a sudden we say something stupid. Bruce Willis, he walks off set.
Wiggles reference.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're on the movie.
All right. Well, Kevin, Carnegie Hall, the tickets are doing very well.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to hit the post.
You're going to sell out Carnegie Hall, man.
Yeah,
We'll see. Fingers crossed. I can't count my chickens. But I think we might. But with walk-ups, I think we might do it.
Yeah, it's June 17th, an evening with Kevin Smith, Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, those are great.
And carnegiehall.org for tickets, or 212.
Go right to, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me do this for you. Or you could call for tickets to see Kevin. 212-247-7800.
Very funny evening with Kevin Smith. Yeah.
We're gonna try to go funny. Have you guys adapted to that tiny ass fucking fishbowl?
Working on it.
That's
Thanks for bringing it up. We were
Sorry,
having
man. It was depressing, dude. It was like seeing fucking Secretariat at a state fair.
Yeah, they don't understand either because we bitch about it and we're the problem. I'll say that every day because every person's like, what did they do to you guys?
Castrated us.
They really
The
did.
beautiful thing, the best revenge is they can shove you in a tiny ass closet. You still do great radio.
Yeah, well, we're working on that.
Working on it. You're succeeding.
Thank you, sir.
Some would say you're resting on your laurels.
Yeah.
In fact, why don't you try fucking harder?
You should come in before your Carnegie date if you have time. I know you're shooting.
Dude, I would so love to, but it's 5-day weeks as of Monday.
Oh, you do it? Okay.
Wow.
But you guys are more than welcome. I would love to have you come visit every day. It's an out-of-borough movie, man. We don't set foot in Manhattan.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's like Queens, Brooklyn, Far Rockaway, Ridgewood. I think there's a South Bronx shot.
You've directed some really big actors in your career over the years. But working with a guy like Willis, who's let's be honest, he's an icon. Is it like at all intimidating? Like saying, "Could you do it this way?" Like if there's something he did that you didn't like.
Yeah. Oh God, that's going to be a real challenge to kind of go up to him and be like, "Hey man, can you do it like?" One time I saw you do it in this movie, and actors love that, where you're like,
oh,
you
God,
repeat yourself.
Bring back another movie and say, yeah, do the same thing you did in that.
Yeah, this is awesome. I want to steal this moment. In fact, you go rest in the trailer. I'm going to cut my movie out of your other movie.
I want to tag what Jimmy said. When you saw Bruce Willis for the first time, did you go, and Kevin's very famous, but did you go, holy shit, that's Bruce Willis in your mind?
He worked with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
In the last Die Hard movie.
Oh, right. I forgot.
I actually forgot they were in that. But
I
as an
forgot.
actor,
But, all right. Well, there was
Dude,
a first
I
time.
was taking it back to the Die Hard thing.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, dude. Like yesterday, I mean, I'm sitting close enough to literally blow in his ear, which would have been creepy, but that's how close I was.
You should have.
But and we're talking about the script, and then sometimes you're just talking about cheesesteak, and you're just going like, fucking Willis.
Yeah.
You should have done. You should have blown in his ear, and you should have said, "I could not believe you were dead through the whole movie." I do like Bruce.
It's weird. It is very strange, and it's just kind of like I just want to get in a time machine, go back and meet myself 16 years old, and be like, while I'm watching Moonlighting on a Tuesday night, alone, waiting to go to bed and seeing if I could quietly masturbate without getting caught.
With his image still fresh in your mind.
With the image of the banter between Sybil and Bruce fresh in my mind. And I would just like to see that kid and be like, one day you're going to work with that dude. It's fucking mind-bending.
Please be a tyrant on the set.
No way, dude.
Please yell and scream.
I smoke so much weed, I can't be mad anymore.
You're never upset on the set? You don't yell ever?
I haven't, dude, honestly, even back in the day, I've never been that guy. I don't think I've ever raised my voice once on the set.
What do you do if, like everyone heard the Christian Bale having the meltdown and freaking out, which happens, I guess, sometimes. But how do you avoid doing that if somebody in the your team, your fucking, your crew, your lighting guy or something does something really not even stupid, but really inconsiderate?
I tend to just go fetal and cry. I find you get a lot more sympathy that way. You lose a lot of the Teamsters, you know. They're just kind of God. And also I resort to my other favorite thing is to be like, please, I'll suck your dick.
That works. Yeah. Orals.
That's my oral standby.
Yeah, always gets you out of trouble.
That sure does. It's gotten me a lot of rides.
People respect that lack of strength, I think.
So you won't yell even for something like that? You'll just take the guy aside and go, look, could you
Never
not?
in a million years. Dude, there was one problem on one movie I remember. I mean, it wasn't even my problem. We were making Chasing Amy, and there's a poor intern in the art department who made the mistake of saying to Jason Lee, who is not like a raging prick, a really nice guy, but very sensitive about his craft particularly. And the dude in the art department was talking to Jason, and we're, maybe a week in on Chasing Amy at this point. So we've been shooting for like a week. And the kid goes, he says to him, I dig your performance, man. I mean, it's kind of like Brody in Mallrats.
Oh, boy.
And Jason Lee, he came up to me, and he was just like, hey, Kev, man, that dude, he's a nice guy, but he said that my performance is Brody in Mallrats. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't think so at all. I'm not even close. I mean, but, you sound like you. What are you going to do? He's like, yeah. He's going, but it's just be weird to be around him every day.
Oh, shit. He wanted him fired.
So we had to segue him back to the office.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, it wasn't a prick. It was just like, he was so green in those days, and like the dude was seriously rattled by that. Because it's just like, I'm trying to do something here, and this dude's telling me that, like, apparently I'm just doing the same shit.
He was really Brody Mallrats in that anyway, so.
I mean, I don't know. I thought there was enough difference between us.
No, but you know what that is? That is an actor being a little, because what happens is every time you do a scene, he's actually, as a performer, you're actually looking at that intern going, that guy's judging me. It's this weird thing, you notice the one person in the room who you don't think doesn't like you, and if you feel like you're doing something and the one person that you feel is kind of judging what you're doing, it could fuck you up.
See, and that's coming from, and who's more down to earth than Jimmy Norton?
People call me the, pretty, I almost said down to earth, but then I realized Kevin just used that, and I couldn't fucking think of another down to earth word, so that's what they call me, and I stumbled.
I think you have the homespun wisdom and witticisms of a Garrison Keillor.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
But with the potty mouth spin.
I got to interrupt for a second because I'm getting instant feedback. My wife is downstairs to show Ann her hairy pussy, and they won't let her up.
Why won't they?
Get her.
Go get him.
Kevin, Anthony wants to see a hairy pussy today.
I haven't seen a hairy pussy in so long.
To the point where it's curling.
Can I do a plug then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Zach and Mary Make a Porno.
Oh.
Now on DVD, as you know.
Yeah,
sadly.
absolutely.
Back when we were shooting it, which was around last year, this time in Pittsburgh, we did we needed to do a shot in the movie where you see a chick, she takes her dress off, she's fully naked. But in order to avoid the dreaded NC-17, you can't show labia in an R-rated movie. The minute you show a lip, boom, you got an NC-17. So we were like, okay, we'll just get a chick who's got a kind of 70s bush that looks like a hair bikini. And it was nearly impossible to find a woman with that much hair in it.
Yeah, it's like it's in their genes now. Well, literally, but also figuratively. It's in their genes that they just don't grow hair.
Try going to, we combed the strip clubs, which was stupid.
Yeah, they were all shaved.
And then finally we just kind of put the word out on the message board on the website, and we got a hit from it, and the girl who did the part in the movie was wonderful. But I was just like, so you're rocking a bunch of hair? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, what's the story there? And she's like, broke up with a boyfriend.
That's usually what it is. The girls
And
like
there it
they
was,
just give
man.
up and they
That's
don't
what
want to.
Mayor was saying earlier.
Yeah, they're like,
They
I'm
start
not-
growing it after
I'm not
a big
fucking
breakup.
anybody, so screw it. I'm just going to grow my hair out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no guy equivalent to that, I don't think.
No, just jerking off a lot, I guess.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I this morning talking to this girl on the phone, and she said she hadn't shaved, and I just kind of started thinking about it and going, God, I just want to see a bush. I want to see a girl with a fucking bush.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Get yourself an old Playboy.
Because I know, yeah.
1973.
Old Barbie Benton picture or
Yeah,
something.
Yasser Arafat.
Yeah. It's got Fidel Castro.
What a life you guys got. You sit around, you whimsy about seeing Bush, and then you get somebody to come show it to you.
Exactly.
I mean, fucking, what a great job you have.
Yeah, it's tough for
Really
you, too.
does
You put it
roll.
out on Craigslist and you get them to come do it.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Kevin Smith on the phone, and Jimmy left to take a leak, and we got Bobo that just sat in Jimmy's seat.
Well,
I'm trying to keep this visual for Kevin. Why are you
Use
sitting
the
in Jimmy's
microphone,
seat?
Bobo.
Well, Jimmy told me that you were asking for me.
Oh.
For me? Yeah, I absolutely was. I totally did. I was like, whatever happened to Bobo?
Yeah, Kevin.
Bobo.
Jimmy is a prankster.
Yeah, that's.
You have a question for Kevin Smith, Bobo?
Yeah, I have a question for Kevin Smith. What can we look forward to in the next movie you have up and coming?
We just talked about it for the last hour, Bobo.
Well, you can't.
He's looking forward to working with Bruce Willis,
I can't hear
Tracy
the audio
Morgan,
very well.
and also Kevin. I heard Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott, we worked together in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but everyone knows him as Stifler, of course, and just recently in Role Models, he joined up Adam Brody, who a lot of cats seem to know from the OC.
I like that Role Models movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but a lot of people I love and trust.
I saw it recently. He's a funny dude, man.
Always.
Real funny dude.
I wanna ask him a
Another
question.
friend of the show too.
Oh.
Yes, Vinny Brand.
I want to. Hey, Kevin, you ever like on a set and you're directing, you just have two actors that just hate each other, but they both have to stay in the film?
I have not had to work under those conditions yet. I don't think I've ever had that. I mean, I've definitely had some actors who just, after the cameras turned off, they didn't hang out or anything like that. There's no chemistry beyond that and beyond on camera. But
Dogma.
I've never had, yeah, very much so. But there's never been that, oh my God, how am I going to put out this conflagration between these two actors?
Yeah.
I mean, but to be fair, think about it. I worked with a lot of the same people, and that was part of the reason.
Yeah.
I was like, I know I can trust these people to not be an actor.
Sorry, Kevin, but now Jimmy's yelling at Bobo for being in his seat.
Sorry about that.
Just another average day on the Opie and Anthony show.
It really, you guys are quickly becoming a zoo, aren't you? With
It's just hard.
characters and shit. Who's doing the weather now?
It's just odd to have Kevin Smith and Bobo on the same show.
I
It's
know.
an odd combination.
Yeah.
He's
A
trying to
lot of
figure out
people
who the
wondering
deaf guy
when that
is.
would happen.
I felt like Bobo didn't get the answer he was looking for.
What was
or
the
any
question?
answers that night.
He asked Bobo. Ask another question. I don't even want to acknowledge you asked that question to Kevin Smith.
Talk it to the mic, Bobo.
Here, no, over.
Over there.
Yeah, over. No, over this right.
Here, Bobo, right here. Come alongside here, Bobo.
Yeah, right here. Now ask a real question to Kevin Smith.
All right. Also, I meant
Into the mic, please.
Also, I'd like to ask you, how did you come up with the idea for Clerks? And did
Oh, God. Go back a few years, huh?
Kevin, I'm sorry. Ahead of time, I'm sorry.
Clerks was one of my favorite Kevin Smith's movies.
It's a great movie.
That's good.
I like all Kevin's movies.
That's good. I'm sure Kevin likes hearing that the first one he ever did
is your
was
favorite.
The fucking,
Yeah, that always feels good.
Yeah, that's the out of the ballpark,
You peaked way back then.
Exactly. It's awesome. But let me tell you, in terms of peaking at 94, I've been able to ride that movie for a lot of years.
So, but you haven't seen another Kevin Smith movie since Clerks, Bobo?
I've seen pretty much all his movies. I've seen Dogma, Chasing Amy. I haven't seen.
How come you've never seen Clerks before?
I've seen Clerks before.
Do you like Clerks in the film?
Why don't you like it?
What did you like about Clerks?
I like it because I'd always known that there's some crazy stuff that goes on in a convenience store.
Right, you're right.
Well,
That's probably where you got the idea from.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
There it is. It's insane.
It's just it's
right, Bobo.
But you've never seen Dogma? You should see that.
I've seen Dogma.
great movie.
I said
Crazy stuff that goes
You
on.
liked it, though?
Yeah, I like Dogma.
Oh, you didn't like Clerks?
I like Clerks. I said the only.
Why didn't you like Clerks? That's
What's wrong with
weird.
Clerks? It's supposed to be a great
You're
movie.
like the only person in the world that didn't like Clerks.
No, I said I like Clerks.
That's not what you told Jimmy just now.
No, I didn't say.
Bobo, you two-faced.
I said I like.
Kevin is screaming at you.
He's
you
screaming
can't
at
hear.
you. He's pissed that you
don't
didn't like
have
his movie.
headphones on.
I liked your movie. I like Clerks. Did you just
Kenny,
hear
give
me? I
him
said
your
Clerks.
headphones. You're only using one of them.
He likes your movie.
Thank you, Bobo.
I said Clerks with my.
You better smooth it out with Kevin.
Kevin, I said Clerks was my favorite.
I
of
heard
your
you,
movies.
Bobo. I heard you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
He's
it.
never yelled before today. He just yelled.
Yeah, he just yelled for the first time in his life.
I know.
I know. Who, me?
Yeah, you're the nicest guy on earth, and you just
remember?
screamed at Bobo.
You just
I know. Bobo broke me.
You're freaking excellent director. You freaking know how to do good comedy.
What's your language around him? He doesn't like that.
Wow.
I don't think we can get that on a freator.
I
You're a
said,
freaking great director.
I said frickin'. I didn't say any other kind of word you think I said.
All right. Why don't we thank Bobo for coming on the show?
And
Glad you just walked in.
Put Kevin out of his misery.
Yeah, Kevin, thanks for the call. I know you're a real busy man.
Holy shit.
Exactly.
That's your punishment.
I just told you we start shooting Monday.
I know.
You throw me on with Bobo for 5?
That's your punishment for going on PLJ.
We think Kevin loves hanging out all day when he comes in.
I know, we
He's
just
just
feel
too
like-
polite to leave.
I know.
Yeah.
We feel like we're just hanging, like, but
No, believe me, I like to just hang. I love that. Yours is my favorite radio show on the planet because I could just go in there and sit there for hours and you guys never chase me out. And
No.
you pretend that I'm interesting. It's fun.
No.
It's always a great hang, man.
All right, Kevin. Nothing but luck, my friend. You'll be fine.
I'm going to call you guys from Monday from the set, give you the first on set report.
All right, that'd be nice.
That'll be
Like
cool.
if call time is 6 a.m., expect to call at 6:03 where I'm like, I'm out of my depth.
Thanks a lot there, Kevin.
Thanks, gents.
See you, buddy.
Later, man.
All right. Kevin Smith.
Big Hollywood star.
Yeah.
What is,
Yeah.
where's the girl?
I don't know. Kenny, is this happening?
Oh, boy.
Why don't we take a break and figure it out? It might be looking at a hairy bush after the commercials. I really don't know.
I was gonna.
It's not even a tease because I have no fucking clue. We're gonna go to the FU line, take a quick break, leak. Ant might shit again. Vinny.
I was going to score you your tickets for Carnegie Hall. I was about to ask.
No.
Shit.
He's
Honestly, if you want them, you can get them at the WellmontTheater.com.
That's your show, Jimmy. That's your show.
Oh, for my September 26th show in Jersey.
Yeah, you
Wellmont?
got a little confused.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
All right, FU line time. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Got an Anthony update. He's out. He's having a duty problem. A pizza problem. No, a Guinness problem. Did he say it was the Guinness?
No, he's just been shitting like an animal.
He said it was Guinness shits, though, or something, right?
I wrote that, but it was just because it's funny to say Guinness shit.
Yeah. He's out.
He's always very friendly, but he's less vocal with me than like you and Jim are. But he's always nice enough to say goodbye. But today he just gave me a pained grimace.
Like, ugh.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. So what can we expect on the new season of Little People, Big World, Benny Brand?
I don't know. I want my own show, though.
People are starting to understand the Matt Roloff thing because that show's getting more and more popular.
Is that show still on?
Oh, yeah, it is.
I thought he got canceled for drunk driving.
No, that's about, I don't know. That might
2
be
years ago?
2 seasons ago. This is the same guy. Listen to this.
The first thing, the primary purpose of the book was to really sit down and try to sort of put into our own words kind of what makes our family tick and, you know, what we're about, what we believe in. And the way we sort of organized those thoughts was to actually went on the internet and we Googled up values, you know, our family values. And there's a list of, you know, hundreds.
That's you, Vinny.
My wife says that I don't sound like that. And then...
Everybody says it.
I know. And then she
Not
listens
everybody,
to it.
but people that watch that show.
But this is what she said to me. So she listened to it, and then she kind of looks at me, and she pauses, and she goes, no, you don't sound like that. But I know she knows I do.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to, you don't want to sound like a midget.
And Vinny was telling me another story about his daughter. I like Vinny's parenting stories because I think a lot of guys out there can relate.
Yeah, and the difference
For
is...
real, like, you know, you're trying to get your kids just out of the house and responsible and doing their own thing.
I always tell them, pretend I'm dead. That's it. You have to,
That's a good philosophy.
Well, you know,
what would you do if I was dead, right?
If I was dead, you'd be up the creek. Right.
And you wonder why they're singing and happy around the house all the time?
Whistling a happy tune.
Well, you know, here's the problem. Like, I have friends of mine whose kids are 24, 25, and they live at home. They don't work. They don't do anything. And they're just a drag on everything, right? So that just mentally, for me to be up in my house working at 9 o'clock in the morning and someone's upstairs sleeping, just consuming my labor, the fruits of my labor, just consuming it, just drives you fucking crazy. There's no other word for it. So I just had this approach that you have to pull your own weight. I mean, once I'm dead, you're going to have to.
Yeah, but you obviously did something wrong because they're running wild.
Yeah, I married that.
What happened?
Well, wait a minute now.
What happened?
Here's what happened. My oldest child is doing very well.
Daughter?
Yeah.
How old?
23.
Jesus.
And she's great.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, 20. That's crazy.
Yeah. I had my first kid at 22.
Ugh. You missed out on so much, Vinny.
I think my ex-wife pulled the goalie.
Oh, really?
I think so.
You really think she set you up?
Yeah, because we were breaking up, and I went back for an easy one. And
you went for the breakup sex.
Exactly.
One more time.
One more shot.
Why do we do that?
You know what?
You know it's over.
Yeah.
You had like the awful go fuck yourself breakup confrontation.
Yep.
Got your shit back, and then I don't know, a week or two later you go back for one more, and you both know it's one more.
Yep.
And then you never see the person again.
Right. But in this case, I get to see her again forever.
Huh?
In this case, I get to see her again forever.
Because she pulled the goalie.
I think she
said,
pulled the goalie.
I'll fuck this guy over good. But you love your daughter, so it don't matter.
I love all my kids.
I hear the one you discovered is now smoking a little dope.
Yeah.
What's up with you and your kids loving the dope, Vinny?
I don't know.
Do you like the dope?
You know, I never smoked pot ever. I never even tried it.
I haven't smoked in well over 10 years at this point.
I just never even...
I'm back in soon, though, I've decided.
You're back in?
I'm gonna, yeah.
You're gonna smoke pot?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know. Why not?
It's just because it doesn't seem to make any sense. There's so much legal shit you can do to enjoy yourself. Have a scotch, smoke a big cigar, count money.
I told Jimmy recently, even like casual drinking with me sucks. I don't know. So I need it a little pot.
I never even tried it. I never wanted to try it. I don't know why. I just never did. I never did any drugs. So, but this one here is doing great too. She's in school. She's 20. She's at college. But this is her excuse. She comes home and she drops a little tiny packet. So I'm like in the bathroom and I see this little packet it fell under the toilet. She didn't see it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh crap.
What are you doing crawling around under your toilet?
No. I had to take a piss. So I have to lift the seat up. So in the bend down, I see a little red packet, and I know that those aren't the type of packets I have. And so it's a little pot in there, and I know it's her. But both my daughters were home, so I knew it wasn't my oldest. So I kind of waited out, and then I call her about it. And this is her excuse for me. She goes, I know I disappointed you, but don't worry.
I have glaucoma.
No, Jim, this is what she tells me. She goes, it's not like I ever pay for it. I don't pay for it. I'm like, yeah, well, that's because you're a pretty girl. Of course you don't pay for it, but that's just, how does that make me feel better? That you drop it in my house. I got two other little kids running around. I got a liquor license to worry about.
And I told her, just keep it in your purse.
Well, you know what I found out? When she broke down with her car, and I called the cops to have her towed, to make sure she was safe.
Yeah. No, you called the cops to arrest her too, right, Vinny?
They did. Well,
this guy has some weird parenting.
They impounded the car. I didn't know she didn't register her car.
Didn't you tell the story where you got your own son arrested?
Yeah, I did.
In your house for smoking pot?
In my house.
And then realized, fuck, this is going to make my life miserable, not his?
That was Vinny's only way, because Vinny probably wanted to punch him and be really physical, and you can't do that. So what you had to do was, I'll have the cops take him out of here, because if I have to throw him out, it's going to be through a window. It's the safe way to do
you
it.
want to say, look, okay, obviously can't get through to you, so go away and cuff that.
So you called the cops.
Yeah.
And
we've done this. I called the cops, and then he had no money to defend himself, and it ended up costing me like $5,000 to defend him, because I couldn't let him get a drug conviction. So I had to,
No, we know that story, but you called the cops on your daughter.
On the daughter.
Right.
So this is why the pot came to my house. She realized when the cops came to her car, she had the pot in her car, and she panicked, and she hid it in her waistband, which tells me you're smoking a lot of pot, because you don't learn that trick of the trade right away.
By having a hit every once in a while.
Yeah, in your waistband of all places. And she went to the bathroom. She must have, it fell out. She didn't realize it. But I shouldn't be concerned because she never pays for it. That's her thing.
That's a weird statement, right?
Yeah, and of course I can't. Like I call her up. I go, you have a drug habit, and that's just overkill, right? A drug habit. So that's it. That's my story. Now I'm down to 2 kids, 9 and 6, that have not driven me crazy yet. Yeah, they're easy.
What age do they turn?
Girls turn at between 13 and 15.
Those are the bad years?
Yeah. No, that's when they turn. The bad years last. Like my daughter Allie's 23. She just became.
She's 23.
Yeah.
Oh wait, she's not Danielle's the other. Okay.
23, 22, 29, and 6.
So, when do they turn back and like you again?
Allie turned back at 23. Vinny is showing signs
that he's turning back.
Of
finally?
Potentially, yeah, but he just wants everything for free. And Danielle never didn't like me, but she doesn't talk to me a lot.
Which one's Danielle?
Danielle is the one that just got the pot in the house.
She's been in studio?
She's been in studio. You're a pretty girl.
She doesn't like you?
No, she likes me, but like we sit in a room and she'll talk about just her. Like I got out of surgery. I got out of surgery, and she never once said, "Hey, how's your arm?"
And that's all you wanted. Just one lousy, "How's your arm?"
If I burst into flames, she would have been, "Oh, I'm so hot in here." She just doesn't give a shit.
It's all about her.
It's all about her.
Was it a shoulder thing?
Yeah, I had my shoulder operated on.
I almost had it. I went rehab.
I'll tell you what.
I went rehab, and I'm 100%. I'm lucky.
Did you tear it, or was it just a little tear?
Yeah, it was a tear. Not bad enough for surgery. Obviously, they thought they could, rehab, and they did.
Well, they
happy.
They told me rehab for 3 months, and then they did the MRI and said, "Oh, there's a full
Did they
tear."
shave you down too?
I don't know.
They shaved the bone too, there, Jimmy. I forgot what it's called. A crony.
They clean it out. They call it clean it out.
Yeah.
Ugh. 2 nights ago, the first night I slept since February. I slept through the night.
Will you roll over on it, wake up?
No, I'd just go to sleep for 10 minutes and wake up. Just laying there. You don't have to move. It just aches. When you lay down at night, for whatever reason, it's just brutal.
And you're a workout guy, right?
Yeah.
So it's got to be driving you nuts. You haven't been able to.
My left arm looks like a emaciated.
You can tell.
It looks like Norton's arms.
Jimmy works out.
Feel the muscle.
Yeah, come on.
Don't look at it, just feel it.
Gee, that is very impressive.
Thank you.
I remember a long time ago when you were in the club, you were first starting to headline, and I walked up to Norton, and I patted him on the shoulder. And Jim, I love you, right?
Yeah.
But it was like a gushy.
No one has a gushy shoulder.
Patrice had the best line. I was getting massage. We were doing Tough Crowd TV show, and it's funny. We had massage girls that were there. Like they would give you chair massages. So 10 minutes, $10. And so I'm sitting in one. I got my face in the cradle. And I'm sitting up, and she's rubbing my back, and Patrice walked over and asked her if it felt like she was checking a piece of fruit to see if it was bad. And the girl laughed and laughed.
This is like an old peach.
Yeah, then I paid, and she prostituted herself.
I told my wife, I like Jim a lot. He's got to work out. He's going to... I don't know what happens if you have no muscle tone. You've been working out? That's pretty...
He's got muscle tone.
Yeah, now he does.
My stomach is shitty.
Look at his calves.
All right, Vinny.
What fucking bowling pins this kid has.
Oh, yeah. See, you are. Look at that. Holy shit.
He's always had those, though.
I've always had them.
Yeah.
They call me Jimmy Calves.
Is that what they call you?
No. J-I-M-I. I spelled like Hendrix.
Jimmy Calves meets Vinny Funny today.
I knew.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Hey, how's Vinny Funny's Twitter doing?
Doing well.
It's doing well, Dan.
Yeah, I just took a look. Let me go
We're
back.
over 200.
Also, I might have to plug Rob's thing that he just did. Rob MC.
He's got 235 followers.
That'll be... Yeah, and that's off a fairly weak appearance.
Know what's great about us, Vinny?
What?
You started the day at 60.
Yeah.
By Monday, you're going to be excited. You're going to be around 500. I know how these things, trend up. And then Monday, we start our unfollow Vinny Funny campaign.
And I dump down back to 63.
And then we take all your followers away.
You know what's great about the show? Is it really nothing? This is what I wanted to ask Kevin Smith, too. Does he take himself too seriously? Which it doesn't seem like he does.
No way.
No,
right.
no.
Yeah, it needs to go.
He rules.
So you guys never take any of it too seriously. Even destroying my Twitter career will just be fun and happy.
Of course. Dan, youtube.com/RobMC123. If he was the one that was first to do this.
Rob123?
Yeah, let's try this. Rob put up the videos from Pee Wee Herman's 30 Rock appearance.
Did he?
Rob, I'll fuck you
I want to
up.
check YouTube and see when people
up.
hit Easter Bunny Falls, too.
I'll fuck you up if you just scammed me.
Oh, Rob MC 123.
Yeah, Rob MC.
There we go.
Come on.
Oh, Jenna, this is almost like something out of a Bowie jail.
Yes, almost.
Where's the birthday?
What did he say?
Great news, great news.
Is something out of a fairy tale?
Yeah.
Can we hear him? Can you show me that? I want to see him say that again.
Does he have the birthday one, though?
Nah.
Oh, boy, Rob.
I gave a
it might
different
be
clip,
this
though.
one.
All right, hold on.
You want to watch the same one?
Yeah, I want to hear
Yeah.
this. I haven't seen this before.
Jenna, this is almost like something out of a Bowie jail.
Yes, almost.
No, it's weird.
That's funny.
No, it's weird. They didn't give him a lot of lines.
Yeah, but that was a good appearance.
For coming up with a great character.
Prince Gerhard,
yeah, it is
Messerschmitt,
that one. All right,
Ronstein,
good.
Van Hopp.
Thank you. Thank you, all dear friends, for coming to my birthday!
Wow, he's Snow White now.
Did he put the whole episode up?
No, it's just that clip.
Oh, okay, good. There you go. Rob did the right thing today. YouTube.com/RobMC123 to check out the video clip we've been laughing about all week. And back to Vinny's Twitter page. Vinny, we took care of your Twitter, and we put a picture up for you.
Let's see what we got. I want to see how many people hit Easter Bunny Falls on YouTube. I want to gauge the impact of the show.
Yeah, are you? This is your picture.
It's going to be brutal.
No, it's good.
Let me see it. What is it?
He's better looking than I am.
What? It's good.
That's great.
That's Matt Roloff.
Oh,
Now, how did you hack it? Did you read my?
Oh, thanks, Vinny. Look at the last tweet he did.
What if Vinny Funny?
Fucking Vinny's a good dude.
What do you do? What do you do, Jimmy?
Tickets for Jim Norton September 26th show at the Wellmont Theater in Montclair. Go on sale today at noon. WellmontTheater.com.
Vinny's a good man.
Spelled theater R-E at the end. This is how you do it.
Vinny should log out of his Twitter when he's done with it.
Yeah.
Hysterical.
You heard what Rich did, right?
Yeah, that's hysterical.
Unbelievable.
But, I was doing my code before. I thought, there's no way this asshole is going to read it. Because who would? And, of course, he did.
No, you just left it open.
I left it open?
Yeah.
Oh, good, all right.
Yeah.
I thought you had my code.
Everybody, thought faith was an important value to them. Everybody thought, family pride was important. So then we started to say, once we narrowed it down to the 10 family values that we wanted to write about or focus on.
You can learn from Matt Roloff.
I wanna
Family
get the-
values, not kids smoking pot in the house with you calling the cops.
I want to get his home phone number and fuck around with his
We've been
wife.
trying to get him on the phone. It would be
I'd love
great
to
if we go
call
to the
and
phone.
cancel dinner.
1-800-MOM-DRUNK.
Ask everybody in the family to give us an example story or talk about what does that value mean to them.
I like that. Did you ask? I wasn't listening. I was thinking about something else. I'm sorry.
And give us an example of something in your life that highlights that value. It was a very interesting exercise. I would recommend every family to sit down and to do that. Help pull you together. It was a very enlightening and very productive session.
There you go.
Yeah, but I don't have a DWI. I'm a little midget. Can you go to see Ebony on YouTube? Hit that Easter Bunny Falls. I'm just curious
Why
if
are
that
you
got
busting
hit.
his balls? If you were a midget, you would be drinking your face off, wouldn't you?
I should be drinking my face off now, given all that I've gone through in the last week.
All right.
I just want to see it. I'm sorry. I'm just checking my own. How many people want?
This?
No, they don't have.
It's only 116 views.
No,
Right, sometimes
because
it takes a little
Yeah,
while, though.
YouTube's fucked up with their counters.
Oh, all
They
right.
only update, I don't know, a couple times a day or something. 2 or 3 times a day. All right. Let's say hi to Jay in Missouri. Starting to wrap up the show. Jay?
Hey, Vinny, I've got 4 boys, and I've had to get to where I just don't even care whether they like me anymore. Be the dad deal rather than caring. And they seem to, that seemed to be the thing that got them off their butt to quit being jerks. When I didn't care whether they liked me or not.
Yeah, that's the phase I'm in right now with my son. It's like, you know what? I've helped you as much as I can. You don't want help. You're not going to work. And I'm walking away, and it seems to be working. And you know what? You have to be like last night. He may have slept at a train station. I really don't know. But I mean, you know, I love him, but you gotta want to do your shit. How many? You have 4 boys.
You have to not care whether he sleeps in a train station. He has to know that,
right?
Or he'll keep using you. That's what I found out. So
how old are your kids?
Be a cold-hearted bastard.
Yeah. How old are your kids?
23, 22, and 21 and 14. But the 23-year-old, the college student, dope-smoking, liberal anarchist, and just a nightmare.
Yeah, I wouldn't put up with that shit.
You'll give them money to help them out, thinking you're doing the right thing, and then they'll turn around and just, you know, I didn't ask for that money. I didn't ask you for nothing. It just makes you want to beat their heads in.
Yeah, it does. And I'm a little concerned that I sound like you. But you know what? You're right. You got to just say, listen, I'm done, and walk away from them, because that's the only way they're going to get it. The problem is, today, everybody gets everything. Like, I had to have a job when I was 12. I had to have a job, and I had to work, and that was expected of me, and I did it, and it was fine.
So you're doing it all wrong. You got to have kids later in life, because then when they get to the age where they're complete assholes, you're too old to care.
Yeah, you're almost dead. You know what I mean? Right when they start to be a jerk off, you just die. Here, bury me, asshole.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay. We're going to go to Richard in North Dakota. Richard.
Hi. How's it going?
Good.
I just like to tell Vinny he can take comfort in the fact that his daughter isn't paying for the pot. She's just trading those new and improved Goodnight Kisses for it.
Thanks.
You know what the new Goodnight Kiss is, right, Vinny?
No, what is that?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I might as well.
We learned this yesterday. The new Goodnight Kiss is a blowjob.
Oh.
So if someone takes someone's daughter out, let's say,
right,
first date,
right,
when we were growing up, it's a Goodnight Kiss, right?
If you were lucky.
Well, now the new Goodnight Kiss is a blowjob.
Yeah, I don't want to know any of
this. they're blowing guys on the first date like we used to just get a kiss.
Yeah.
There you go.
The whole thing, like girls, I know, you know, my daughters are 23 and 20. Like, I don't even want to know, but I know.
They're not having sex.
Nah, right, exactly.
Does
but
that
like,
bother you?
even that teacher, like 7 times, like that just didn't happen. It's just no way it happened.
What?
Like that teacher had sex with that kid, the 14-year-old boy. She had sex with him 7 times.
All right, hold on. We got that story. We weren't even going to play it, but now that you referenced it, you're making us stay longer than we wanted. Thanks, Vinny.
Well, you know, there's something I want to hear, too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen to this, and then we'll get Vinny's thoughts.
Police say the 27-year-old social studies teacher got a little too social with her 14-year-old student. West Babylon's Melissa Weber is accused of having sex with the teenage boy 7 times between mid-April and mid-May. On each occasion, investigators say the illegal intercourse took place inside a second-floor classroom of Jamaica's intermediate school number 8. The statutory rape accusation came to light yesterday when the boy's mother told police she found hundreds of call records and texts from Weber on her son's phone. Investigators say in one conversation, the accused teacher warned the boy, "Don't tell anyone. I could get arrested and I could lose my teaching license." One of the last texts from Weber allegedly reads, "Erase your phone."
She should be punished, man.
If convicted of statutory rape, Melissa Weber could face 7 years in prison.
And she will, because she's ugly.
Is she ugly?
Yes.
That her?
Vinny,
she looks like me in that picture.
Ooh, the listener,
that's like the broad we threw out of the club last night.
Ugly.
That's the kind of girl we threw out, only the girl had a slightly better haircut. That looks like Lisa Lampanelli after a few pounds dropped.
We learned this. It's going to bore the listeners, but just to get you up to speed, hot teachers don't do time. Ugly teachers do a lot of time.
Well, that one hot teacher did time out in wherever, and now she's DJing with the guy.
She was all
with
right.
the guy?
Mary Kay
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was pretty, wasn't she?
She's still with the guy?
She's all right.
She's with the guy, and now he's a DJ, and they go out and do the show is called Hot for Teacher.
Yeah. He's up on current events.
Yeah, Hot for Teacher, and they
did
go
their
out.
first one the other night.
Yeah.
How
I'm
old
sure
is-
packed the house.
He DJs, and she does
Can you
appearances.
imagine if it was the reverse? It was some guy who was a pedo and Travis sent a link to some fucking audio of a murder suicide 911 call. It's probably depressing, but do we have that? I would love to hear
Yeah, we
that.
have that too.
I think that was Steve.
Steve was very excited to bring this to the show. I thought it was very depressing.
I would be too if he was making the call. Kidding. Jesus. I don't, yes.
No one makes a murder joke funnier or faster than you.
Thank you.
Shotgun shell lunch. It just.
Vinny, what were you saying? That we didn't have teachers like that growing up?
I don't think that happened. I think when we were growing up, I don't think women were having sex. And you know what, too? I'm not trying to be funny about it. That's not going to happen. But I don't know. If you were a 14-year-old boy, wouldn't you be telling your mother, don't make a big deal out of this. I don't want to. Who cares?
Yeah, I would. Yes.
Right?
I'd push my mother down the steps like fucking Whitmark and Kiss of Death.
I can only talk for myself and the people I hung out with. None of us would have been affected if we were having sex with one of our, there was a French teacher, I remember, like, good God, if she made the moves on me, what, that was going to affect me?
We had a hot French teacher, too.
She had the French perfume and the cleavage, and she played it up. She was blonde.
I don't understand it at all. I do get it, when a guy teacher has sex with a girl, I understand why that's very, very wrong. But when a girl teacher has sex with a boy, it's beautiful.
Obviously, it's against the law, but I'm just saying that I just know that I and my friends would not have been affected by that.
No.
And we would have kept a secret.
Yes. You wouldn't have had it, yeah.
No, we figured out that there's one jealous kid that the teacher's not interested in that's like blowing it for everybody. Go, fuck, Mom, I got something to tell you.
You can't imagine that many 14-year-old chubby chasers.
But you don't even know. I mean, you're 14 and
yes.
a female is offering herself
yes.
up. That's good enough for the most part.
Yes, better than humping a sock for a change.
For the most part, that's all you need.
Right.
The fact that she wants, wow.
Yeah.
You're not thinking, but she's a little fat.
At 14, I didn't have sex at 14, and so I wouldn't even have been, she would have had to direct me anyway. When did you first have sex, Norton?
You don't want to know.
Oral sex, very, very young.
How old?
You don't want to know.
Second, third grade, multiple partners, and intercourse 18.
18. I was 18, too. How old were you?
I was 18.
18, right?
I tried, but fuck, it wasn't happening in high school. I freshman in college.
Well, I was a summer before I went to college, and but no, I mean, and every guy was like, "Oh my God, Vinny got laid." It was there was a lot of guys that hadn't been laid yet.
Dude, we were all trying. My pack of friends, we were all trying.
Yeah, of course you're trying, but there was
like motherfuckers.
Yeah. If you go down now, like I go down and do the Tropicana down there, they have the Quarter, and they have that dance club down there, and you stand there and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's a much easier game today.
Yeah, because the new Goodnight Kiss.
Yeah, you're putting up numbers now. It's not hard.
Here we go. Murder, suicide, 911 call. Oh, my God. We really want to hear this?
Yes.
Wow.
Beauty of satellite.
Wait, Dan, help me out with this.
All right, Travis just said it sounds like Pee-wee on 30 Rock.
Thank you for coming to my murder-suicide. If I could do the voice.
Please come to my house. What's the matter? Okay, you gotta calm down. What's the matter? Ma'am? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Myself. Ma'am? Hello?
It's a guy.
Ma'am?
Sounds like the Three Stooges.
She's crying in the background. Hello? Talk to you. It's like saying, I don't know what you're doing. Hello?
That just disturbed you.
So was that the guy before he shot and then killed himself, or was he shot? Was that a woman calling?
No,
or a man?
I think that was the woman calling and crying.
No.
No?
That's a guy's voice.
Okay.
The one going, ooh.
He's so excited that, that his voice is way up there.
Who shot who? What happened?
It was a 37-year-old, James Canty, calls 911 sobbing, apologizing, saying he was responsible for the murder-suicide.
Oh, he called and said, I missed all
The couple's bodies were found in a family room on the house lower floor. Both died of gunshot wounds to the head, and the motive is unknown. So he's saying sorry before he killed her.
Yeah, see.
Then he killed himself.
Wait a minute.
I didn't need to hear that.
Did he kill himself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Murder-suicide.
okay.
It's over, Johnny.
So he's the guy that actually called up and said, I'm sorry, I'm about to do this, and then did it. But was the girl already dead? That was all gunshots we were hearing, right?
Yeah, there were 5 gunshots that were heard.
I'm guessing that he shot her first
4 times
and called up. No, he probably shot her. Called to say he was sorry, like in a sobbing, crazy way. Shot her 3 more times just to make sure she was dead or whatever, and then shot himself.
Yeah.
That was probably just to make sure she wasn't suffering or...
That might be it. Yeah, that might be it.
Because
he only shot himself once, I'm sure.
Of course. That's why you call up in that crazy...
Yeah, here's what happened. They got in a fight. He lost it, shot her once. Then determined, I'm screwed for life. I just shot my wife or girlfriend, whatever it was. Then he finished it off, made sure she was out, that she wasn't suffering, and then he...
Wow.
That's my guess.
I'm kind of confused. Maybe somebody on staff could help us. Because Steve sent that out like it was a hilarious Mike Schmidt moment. Or did I read that wrong, Dan? Did anyone else read that email? And what? Maybe he was being sarcastic.
That's disturbing.
Here's a great sobbing 911 call of a murder-suicide.
Well, great could be like just, for the show great. Because it is compelling audio. It's like just yucky.
Lucky us, we get to hear everything now.
Hey, you know what? It's
there's a time that, here comes Steve running. Holy shit.
Can he do that?
Yes. Well, he's traipsing.
Well,
he's run jogging.
That's very disturbing video. Audio.
Steve, what was your motive? Were you being sarcastic? Were you being like...
Initially, I was being
show?
sarcastic.
Okay.
But, truthfully, I am a sick fuck. And when I hear the guy, howling like that, I do get a little bit of a chuckle. But
you were laughing?
At first, yeah.
Wow. I'm not saying... I'm just saying wow, that's all.
Yeah.
That's
I understand that howling sounded to me like a Three Stooges type thing. Like, that's what it sounds like. But then when you realize what's going on, it's very disturbing.
Yes, of course. And so yeah, my initial reaction was, wow, this guy sounds weird. And then you realize exactly what's going on, and then it's horrifying.
What do you think? He shot her more times? Like she was already dead?
I think she was he shot her and then called 911. I think your assessment is right. I think he was she was already shot. Then he called her, shot her more times.
Because you couldn't hear her in the back because he kept going, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like he realized what he just did.
I would imagine a lot of cases like murder seems like a good idea until you're in the act and realize, oh my God, this is horrific.
I think it's the second you do it.
Yeah.
It's like you ever punch someone in the face?
Love it.
Yes.
Right? And then, but the second after you do it, you say to yourself, oh.
I used to...
This was dumb.
For real?
Yeah, man. You kill somebody that way. And then your whole life shot the shit in a handbag.
You got to know where to hit him, Vinny.
Yeah.
I worked in a nightclub for many years, and we used to carry these big-ass Maglite flashlights with us. And every once in a while, you'd get into a situation where you'd get so pissed off at somebody because you just get antagonized, there's drunk people. Well, I got so angry one day... God, I hope he's not listening. I hit this fucker in the head with a 5D cell Maglite. I opened up a 6-inch gash in his head. I thought this fucking guy was going to die.
Yeah.
You're worried he's listening? He's got brain damage.
Yeah, good thing. Right. Good point. Thanks.
He just drooled into a cup and said, I'll get you.
I know you.
But it's one of those things. The second it happens, the second you look you look at this guy bleeding, fountains out of his head, you're like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Steve, he was listening.
Oh boy.
He's on the phone and he has something to say to you.
Thank you. Thank you, dear friends, for coming to my birthday.
Danny, we're figuring out how to use the clip finally, see? It's working.
We had a guy come in the club.
Go ahead.
Had a guy come in the club, just a monster, just big dude. He works for a big company, had a party there. He got physical, threw one of our waiters against the wall for asking for a receipt. The guy was out of his mind. And he started screaming like, the guy was Asian. He's going, you fucking gook. And he's screaming all kinds of racial things. Mm-hmm. And we called the next day, got HR on the phone and had him fired in 7 minutes.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, it was great. But I was a little afraid he's going to come back with a gun because he was a senior executive at the company. The company handled it great. I got to call back immediately. They're like, listen, you'll never have to deal with him again. It's kind of funny because one of his employees that was at the party stayed after everything was gone. And he goes, look, that guy's got anger issues. So the next day when I call, that guy answers the phone. And he goes, listen, I'm not reporting this incident because he's my direct supervisor. He goes, and I can't do that. I'll lose my job. He goes, but if HR asks me the question, I'm going to answer everything honestly. That guy called me 2 weeks later. He goes, hey, I got a new job.
Wow.
Well, you know what? That guy wouldn't probably be mad at you for reporting it because he knows when you're drunk and you throw a waiter against the wall, people that snap usually snap at the job itself, not the club that called. He drunk and threw a waiter against the wall. How big was he?
This guy was dropping N-bombs. And, I mean, the funny thing was the kid he threw against the wall is like a little 110-pound kid, and this guy was about 270.
Tall?
Not tall, big. Like probably 6'1", which is not short, but he was just a barrel-chested.
Like a linebacker, bully, scumbag.
Yeah, complete scumbag. He's out front, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, hey, guy, calm down. He's going, come on, let's dance, you faggot. Let's go in the parking lot and dance. So I'm trying to stay cool. Behind him.
Were you afraid of him?
No, I'll tell you why I wasn't. There was 5 waiters at this point behind the guy. So if I punch the guy, they're going to jump on him. They're going to. It's going to be 6-on-1. 1-on-1, yes, I'd be afraid of the guy. The guy was huge. Yeah, and not just huge. He had that look in his eyes, that crazy, like I can kill somebody. Look.
Yeah.
So, but I can't help myself.
We're running out of show.
All right, I'm sorry.
Dave in Tennessee, I was a soldier. First time killing someone is hard. By the 3rd or 4th, you are numb.
Ooh.
And then we had a great story about this guy banging his biology teacher, but we're not going to get to it, unfortunately. There was somebody else in that house.
There was.
Yeah.
Who's in the house? Who was in?
Please come to my house. Oh, my God.
That's better.
Hello? Oh, my God.
Oh, that's better.
You get the point.
How did that 911 tape even get released? How's that not?
Honestly, things like that happen, and what happens is a lot of times at the Wellmont Theater in Montclair, New Jersey, they just play the audio, and tickets on sale for September 26th at noon today.
Who are you going to have open for you, Jim?
I don't know. I always have somebody go. I've been traveling with Amy Schumer from Last Comic Standing, who's fucking hilarious.
Jim, why don't you let me open for you sometime?
You're not an opening act.
All right.
I don't view you as an opening act.
Now, that's a nice thing to say.
Yeah, but he doesn't want you.
I
Vinny
love
Funny
Vinny.
on Twitter. Vinny is
Vinny
a
Funny
very,
on Twitter.
very funny guy.
Thanks.
I like when he comes on the show. He's very open and honest, and we love you, Vinny. Come back soon.
Thank you.
Opie
Bye.
Radio on Twitter. I'll do something. Bye.